We should be good. And we are live. Awesome. What's up, guys? If you're watching this after the live stream, after I'm streaming this live, I'll be going over everything that happened during WWDC 2017 in this video. Hope you guys can make it live. If not, that's cool. I know a lot of people probably work in school, things like that. What's up, Harvey? What's up, Deadpool? What's up, guys? I'll make sure the stream's running smooth. I'm listening to it right here through my headphones here. I'm making sure everything is good. Sounds good. Okay, cool. Cool, sounds good. All right. What's up, guys? What is up? What's up, Mimi? What's up, Infidem, Charlie? What's up, Zach? Who is pumped for iOS 11? Who is pumped for iOS 11? I know I am. I cannot wait. Siri Speaker, I think I'm probably more excited for, to be honest. But no, it didn't end yet. We're just getting started. Just getting started. It starts in about 5 minutes. WWDC starts in about 5 minutes. I have a live blog put up right here. And I don't believe you can stream the actual event on YouTube without running into copyright issues. So I'm probably not going to be doing that at all. I'm going to be listening to it right here. And then I have a live blog pulled up right here, as you can see on the screen. Right here on the right side, that is The Verge. It's going to be all the photos and everything from the event. So what's up, Ron? What's up, David? What do you guys think of the stream? Let me know if everything's running smooth. I want to make sure the audio is good. I want to make sure the quality is good. I want to make sure everything's fine before we get fully started, so I have a chance to reset if I need to. Let me know what you guys think. iOS 11 jailbreak, yeah. 10.3.4, yeah, right. No, we're getting iOS 11. We're for sure getting iOS 11 today. We're for sure getting the first beta of iOS 11. What's up, Andres? So smooth. Okay, cool. I lowered the bitrate a little bit, so it's a little bit different than Friday or Saturday's live stream. So it's not going to be, hopefully, not going to be as laggy. Even though I do have a lot more going on the screen here. So audio good, but chat not working. Oh yeah, the chat isn't working. I actually had that pulled up from an older chat. Thank you for reminding me about that. I probably would not have even noticed that till way later. All right, so let's get this chat. Oh, actually, I think the chat is. Where's it at? It's not even pulled up on my screen. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna get this chat set up. Apologize, I completely forgot the chat. All right, we're gonna get this live chat right here. Change that. Boom. Now we have a working live chat. There we go. Now we have a working live chat. Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you for pointing that out. Let me make sure. All right, so in the description I have a link so you can watch this. You can watch this on your computer, or you can watch this on your iPhone as well. But you can't watch both, unfortunately, at the same time. But yeah, so we're gonna go here on The Verge. This is where I'm gonna be showing you guys all the pictures from the event, because again, you can't actually stream the event on YouTube without running into copyright issues. So that's unfortunate, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and try to find. Okay, here it is. All right, now I can see the chat again. What's up, guys? What's up, Dubstep? Yes, the live chat is up now. Apple's going to be introducing the iOS 11, of course. Siri Speaker, possibly. Possibly new iPads as well. New MacBooks is a possibility. Watch under 6S Plus, nice. And then we could also get, watchOS, macOS. Actually, we will get new watchOS, macOS, iOS. And then the hardware is the only questionable part, but I believe it will be. I believe we will be seeing at least some hardware. If it's not iPads, maybe MacBooks, maybe the new Siri Speaker. I think the Siri Speaker is definitely coming this year, so I wouldn't be surprised at all to see it today. What's up, man? What's up, Elijah? It didn't start yet? No, it starts in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I'm watching it right here on my iPhone. Watching it right here. We have a live feed right now. I would show it, but again, copyright issues. I'll show you a preview of what it looks like to make sure you're on the right thing. If you look up in the right of the screen right now, it should be up there. Okay, no, never mind. It's not showing up now. But you should be watching it right now. If you click the link in the description, you can see the stream, the actual keynote itself. But I wish you guys would be here and react with me, so don't go to that. I want you guys to react to iOS 11 with me as well. So, what's up, Renee? I'm psyched. Thanks for doing this. Hey, no problem, Giuseppe. I appreciate that, Bazad. A minute to go. Yep. T minus 1 minute to go before iOS 11. Cannot wait. I can't wait. I mean, it could be a complete overhaul, like I said, from iOS 10, which would be amazing. Just think iOS 6 to iOS 7, a dramatic change like that. So how could I stream it? Lee3, I just said a link in the description. Check the description out. 10.3.1 could stop being signed today. I'd imagine it would stop being signed today, but it's a possibility that it will continue being signed. But I think it's going to get killed today. What's up, Junebug? Your first sub to me when I had 20K. Shout out to you, Mohammed. I appreciate that. Guess what Chrome browser not supported? Yeah, you got to have an iOS device or or Safari. You can actually watch it on Windows as well. You have to use the VLC player though. If you just paste in the link, you can watch it on on any browser you want. You just have to have VLC player. I don't know who's streaming to watch yours or iDevice Help. Why not watch both? You can watch both. You can see both of our reactions. If you have a computer, you can watch both. But can we get iOS 11 Beta 1 after they announce it without developer account? Yeah, you'll probably be able to get it without a developer account. I may be making a video on that. I may not. Apple used to crack down on people for doing that. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Use Edge. Yeah, you could use Edge as well and have two screens there. That'd be awesome. How do I reinstall Safari on Mac? I don't know. I don't know why you would delete it. I've never actually deleted Safari, so I'm sure if you just Google it, you can find that out. Yeah, no problem. I've heard that works. I haven't had a Windows computer, but I have heard that the VLC does allow you to watch anything that Apple does as far as needing to have Safari. So, what's up, Dynasty? You saw the Files app on iTunes. I wouldn't get too excited about that Files app. I mean, it's probably going to be just similar to, probably going to be like a subset of Google Drive, like a type of like Google Drive type thing, maybe like iCloud Drive, maybe just a subset of iCloud Drive. They're not going to give full file system access. That's just not Apple. I don't think it's what a lot of people think it is. But we'll see. We'll see. I could be wrong. I just don't think it is. Old profile pic is cringy. That's funny. What's up, Jason? All right, so we should be starting anytime soon here. As you can see, nothing's really going on. Kind of just still showing everybody sitting down and everything. Nothing really going on at the event. So nothing going on yet. Still waiting. Like I said, on this live blog here, you'll be seeing anything that happens as far as like pictures from the actual announcements and everything. So you can see this is like kind of just going through. They're talking about, people are already calling it the clips of file management software. Talking about my hair, blah, blah, blah. So it's going to be like a live blog. This is from The Verge. You can see the Via The Verge down there. So that's where I'm getting this info from, the pictures and everything that I'm going to be showing you guys. So live didn't start yet. It's getting started. Everybody's taking their seats right now. Everybody's sitting down right now. So what's up, Kabir? iOS 11 jailbreak. Yeah, what if Apple just announces Cydia without like pirated repos and things like that? Just a bare bones Cydia. That would be awesome. All right, they just said the presentation is going to begin shortly, so within the next few minutes, it should be starting up. Hey, no problem, amazing. Thanks for joining me. Hey, no problem, Sergio. You're not really late. The stream hasn't, the actual keynote hasn't even started yet, so you're not late at all. It starts in, I'd say, probably a couple minutes. Everybody's taking their seats right now. Like I said, you can see right there, everybody's just taking their seats. Nothing going on yet. No announcements or anything just yet. UK in the house. Shout out to the UK. Does updating iTunes compromise jailbreaking? No, iTunes has nothing to do with jailbreaking. What's up with the file app leak today? I just talked about that, Nick. I don't think it's what people are thinking. And if you look at The Verge here, they actually said people are calling the Files app the clips of file management software. So that doesn't sound too promising. That doesn't sound like what people are making it out to be. It seems more of like a gimmick than anything. The first beta will come out today for iOS 11, yes. Oh, I forgot to tweet this out. Let me go ahead and tweet this out. Let me go ahead and tweet out. I forgot to do it last time, so I'm going to remember to do it this time. Go ahead and refresh this, make sure I have the right link. I actually planned on streaming WWDC, the actual keynote, in this stream, but I got a tip from somebody in the PR department that said that it is going to cause copyright issues, even with just reacting to it, which is really strange because I've seen people do it before and nothing happened. So I find that hard to believe, but I'd rather not risk it, unfortunately. All right, so let me go ahead and get this out to Twitter. Still nothing going on, by the way. Still just everybody sitting down in their seats. Still nothing going on, so we're not missing anything right now. And again, you'll see the live feed right there pop up, stuff pop up there. So I'm just trying to tweet this out real quick. We are live. Okay, cool. There we go. All right, now there's some weird music playing. We got the Apple logo now on the screen. People just still sitting down, nothing going on. Am I going to stream the event, or are you going to do only commentary I should watch from apple.com? Yeah, you can watch it. This is more about a reaction and reacting with me to the event and talking about the new features and things like that. Like I said, if I wanted to get copyright, I would stream it, but I don't feel like getting copyright and getting a strike on my channel. So what do you think of Apple releases iOS 11 with 50 tweaks that you've showed us in 10.2 jailbreak? That would be amazing. Unfortunately, it's never going to happen, but that would be pretty amazing. Start the event. That's not me. I'm not the one running the event, so unfortunately, I can't start the event. As awesome as that would be if I could, I'm not in charge of that. All right, so I can't get a link. I guess it's just this link right here. All right, so I'm just going to tweet that out. Private window. Boom. Okay, it is tweeted out now. All right, cool. Do you guys want a 32-bit jailbreak? I doubt many people do, because not too many people still have 32-bit. And 32-bit's also going to be getting killed off with iOS 11 as well. So if you have a 32-bit device, you should at least update to the 5S. A lot of people are saying the 5S could get killed as well with iOS 11, but I mean, I haven't seen any kind of legit indication of that coming. So I can't see that happening, at least right now, but I don't know. The music is so bad. Yeah, I know. The music is pretty odd. They usually play like Coldplay or something a little bit more subtle than this, but iOS 11, the final version is probably going to be out in September time, but the first beta is going to be out today. The audio is just as bad as the video. The audio is copyright as well, unfortunately. You're going to see people on YouTube streaming it, but you're going to see the only people that are streaming it are people that made new accounts to stream it, which is strategic because they know they're going to get copyright for that. All right, we have the screen now, which means it's probably going to be starting any second now. Any second now. Apple's asking people to turn their devices off. Yep, as usual. So nothing from the live blog yet. This does update automatically as well, so I'm just going to refresh to make sure it is. Oh, okay, so I guess it didn't refresh. So now here's the latest from The Verge. All right, so we have a new picture there. Oh, they're showing a commercial now. Okay. So it's a new Apple commercial, as they usually open up with something a little less interesting. So I'm the twin of everything Apple Pro. I don't know about that. Where's the fair use? I know, Angel. I know. I thought it was going to be fair use. Like I said, I planned on streaming it like the whole time. But because I thought it would be fair use, with using my commentary and everything, but apparently not. So, what's up, Raymond? What's up, Accurate? Android's my babe, but I love iOS. So let me scroll this up. All right, so like I said, if you look over here, like right over here or over here, you see that right there. That is the live blog going on right now. So that's the latest stuff that's happening on the event. That's going to be live updating right there. And it's basically just a live blog. Somebody's going to be blogging the event of what's going on during the event, pictures of the things that are announced and things like that. So that's as best as you can get without the video. So no, video's showing up fine. Video's showing up fine right here. It's just showing the commercials. Nothing interesting yet. iOS 11 Beta 1 will be out today. The final version won't be out till later this year, late this year. All right, Ninja. You can watch the stream by clicking the link in the description. Topmost, post the latest. I'm not sure what Topmost is. This is The Verge, who's a pretty credible source, so I'm going to stick with The Verge. Found a way to charge an iPod Touch wirelessly. What's up, Supreme? The big news is iOS 11 and the Siri Speaker. That's probably the two biggest things going on right now. Should I make this a little bit longer? I think I maybe want to make this a little bit bigger. Just keep it like that for now. Let me know if you guys want anything changed in the stream. I could change anything just by request. It's my first time doing a stream this style, like with the chat and then the live blog right there. So let me know if you want to see anything new or anything changed. Want to hear a joke, an iPod with no headphone jack? Who uses headphone jacks in 2017? That's what I want to know. I haven't used the headphone jack in at least a year or two. The Keynote hasn't even started yet. The Keynote still hasn't started yet. They're just showing commercials. So, got your MacBook. Let's watch WWDC. Nice, nice. What's up, Derp King? Oh, I see. I see. Gotcha. All right, so Tim Cook is here now. Let's go to their site for Apple events as well. I got a Windows Edge browser. Cool, cool, cool. So we can all react to everything together. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be doing it for the iPhone event as well, Yosef, for sure. You can see it's going to be the best and biggest WWDC ever. That's what Tim Cook said. Wow. Look at this, guys. That, I don't think he's just saying that. He's never said that at WWDC before. It's got to be hardware. What's up, Taylor? $16 million registered developers. That's incredible. Wow. Appreciate that, Robert. "75 countries, wow. The youngest developer is 10 years old. There's an Apple developer that is 10 years old. That is incredible. 10-year-old from Australia started coding when he was 6. That's amazing. That's incredible. That's what he looks like. He started coding when he's 6. He has 5 apps on the App Store. At 10 years old, he has 5 apps on the App Store. That's just incredible. What's up, Carlos? Siobhan, good luck with copyright. "82-year-old developer." That's crazy. There they are, side by side. Watch this. I'm not gonna do it. What's up, Slush? I'm trying to be quiet so you guys can hear the event as well. I don't want to talk over the event if you guys are listening to it. So No, there's no delay for video. tvOS, watchOS, macOS, iOS. Six announcements today. 6 announcements. Starting with tvOS, of course. I'm not going to start with iOS first. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Hold on. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Hold on one second. I'm gonna try to do something real quick. Give me 1 second. Do Soundflower. Can you guys hear anything from the desktop side? No? What about now?
Enjoy your TV content from across your
Can you guys hear anything now?
all in one convenient place. We launched it with support from just a handful of video channels, but now we have 50 partners integrated into the TV app. And today, we're really thrilled to announce
Can you hear it?
that Amazon is coming.
Can anybody hear this going on right now?
Amazon is coming to the TV app and Apple and all
You hear it now?
Apple TVs later this year with Amazon Prime Video. And of course, as you know, Prime Video provides a wealth of great content, thousands of TV shows and movies, and some great original content like Transparent, Mozart in the Jungle, Man in the High Castle, and so much more. We are so pleased to welcome Amazon to Apple TV.
I know it's laggy. This is a different thing that I was gonna do.
So that's tvOS. You'll be hearing a lot more about tvOS later this year. Number 2, let's talk about Apple Watch.
Hold on one sec.
Apple Watch has had incredible growth this past year. In fact, it's the #1 selling smartwatch.
You guys like it better with the stream or just my reaction?
To us, that it's #1 in customer
Do
satisfaction.
you like it better with the live blog
Again,
or with the
by
actual
far.
stream up?
Apple Watch is designed to help you live a healthier life, and people are absolutely loving the fitness capabilities, the health capabilities, the quick access to information, and even the ability to swim with it. We've got some exciting updates to the watchOS, and to take you through them, I'd like to invite Kevin Lynch up. Kevin?
Just reaction? All right. I think I'm going to do that.
So watchOS is moving forward really quickly.
How about if I just do the
Very
audio,
excited
though?
to introduce watchOS
No?
today. This furthers the areas that people love and also introduces new ways to make the watch more personal.
A lot of mixed
Let's start
reactions.
with watch faces.
I wish I had a poll. I wish I had a poll I could do in the chat
Apple
right
Watch
now.
is great for quickly glancing at information, and many people are using a watch face like this today.
With the
Now, you
stream,
can
without the
choose what
stream.
information shows up here. So, for example, weather, calendar, and workouts, or maybe
What about just audio with the live blog?
And sunset. The information that you'd like to see actually varies based on time and your location and your routines. What if we could actually show
I'm trying to get it
selection
right
of
before
information
the
that you
actual
might
iOS 11 gets announced because I
automatically?
want to make sure it's
Well,
perfect
Siri
for
is
that.
becoming more and more a proactive assistant, knowing what information you need when you need it.
I'd rather not
We've
turn you
created a new
down.
watch face, which is powered by Siri intelligence. This is the new Siri watch face. Now, it automatically displays the information that's most relevant to you, and you can also access Siri just by tapping on the new complication on the top left.
Audio plus video.
And it automatically
Keep the
displays
stream.
this information with the same type
Without
of
stream,
intelligence
keep audio.
applied on iOS. We're using machine learning to adapt automatically based on your routines and the apps that you use when you use them.
Okay.
So in the morning, I might see, for example, commute time and my first meeting.
Only audio.
If I rotate
Okay.
the crown, I can
I think
see
I'm just gonna
more
stick with the live blog and audio
For example, reminders or even
because the
photo
stream
memories
was a little bit
from the
laggy
same time
when I
last
had it
year or
pulled
maybe
up.
from this
So
location. And throughout the day, whenever you raise your wrist, the face will dynamically update with information for you. So for example, at noon, I might see a reminder to make a call, and I might
It's not really too hard to keep up with the live blog. I mean, it's just going to show you pictures and everything.
Wallet can appear here right in the face, including from third-party apps.
I'm going to modify it a little bit, though,
I
so
might
it looks
see what time
better.
the sun's going to set, and also I can get access to controls I tend to use in the Home app at night.
Let's see
This is
this.
an intelligent, proactive assistant right on your wrist, and this is the new Siri face on Apple Watch. Now, sometimes you might like kind of less information and more graphics, and that's the soul of the new kaleidoscope face. It displays a beautiful, symmetrical pattern that slowly changes throughout the day. And you can rotate the crown, and you can get this kind of trippy effect whenever you want.
There we
There's
go.
multiple styles
I think
you
I'm
can
going to keep it
choose
somewhat
from.
like
So
that.
For example, if you use a photo like this, you can create a variety of kaleidoscope styles. This is the new kaleidoscope face.
Okay, there we go. I think I'm going to keep it like that for now.
Now, Mickey and Minnie have been a big hit on Apple Watch, and more characters have been working to find their way in.
Just for
And I'm
now.
really excited
I may
to
tweak it a little bit as
Woody,
well. I'm just trying to get this right before
Jesse,
iOS
and
11 gets
Buzz.
announced. So I'm not really too interested in watchOS right now. Doesn't seem like it's anything too crazy
They're gonna be
that
right
they're
at
talking
home inside
about.
the watch.
tvOS,
They're so much
watchOS
fun.
doesn't seem like
Whenever
anything
you raise your
significant,
watch,
at least that I've
raise
seen
to
yet.
your face, you're going to see a variety of vignettes, kind of like this.
How many of you actually have Apple
A lot of
Watches
fun
in
things
here?
going on in there.
I'm curious to see how many of you actually
these are
have
3
an Apple
really
Watch in
lively
here,
new
because
faces
I
of
feel like
watchOS.
not too
Siri
many
face,
people in my
kaleidoscope,
audience have
and
it for some
voice
reason.
Now let's talk about activity. Apple Watch has already been helping many people improve their health and fitness.
What's up,
Activity
Ronaldo?
is one of the most frequently used apps on the watch. In watchOS 4, activity notifications are more personalized to you to help you close your rings more often. So you might start off each day with some inspiration by receiving an update like this.
Never liked smartwatches,
This
just
lets
don't
you
see
know
the
if you're
point ever.
close to accomplishing
Yeah.
an achievement, or what you can do to match yesterday's.
I didn't either,
These are all
but
personalized.
when I started using one, it actually
Part of
changed
the
my
smarter
mind.
coaching,
I really
we're
like the
also
look of the
introducing monthly
Apple
challenges.
Watch.
And these challenges are designed to help you either beat or repeat something that you accomplished or came close to doing, and they're all achievable.
Hide your
because
video,
they're
keep
based on
full
your
screen.
goals.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that, mod.
And like every great coach, we want
What's
to
up,
celebrate
Stefan?
your success.
What's up, Giuseppe?
So we've added a little bit more fun when you close your rings or earn
Nope,
it.
Carlos, I do not have an Apple Watch. I actually plan to get one probably later this year, though.
So you get smaller
Probably I'm gonna get
celebrations
the
for
third-
everyday
the
successes
third,
and bigger
generation.
celebrations for harder to reach milestones.
You have one, you don't have one.
Now we've also enhanced
Gotcha.
the workout app to be even easier to use and more powerful.
Apple TV.
Starting with the new UI, where quick starts right up front. You can just tap and go.
So still talking about Apple Watch right now.
Customers have really loved.
Still talking
the
about Apple
swimming
Watch.
capabilities in Series 2.
As you can
We're
hear,
now enhancing
I
the
keep
full
forgetting that you guys can
workout
actually hear
with
the
auto
audio
sets.
from this
just by
event.
taking a
So
rest at the edge of the pool will automatically mark each set of swimming that you're doing. And at the end, you'll even get your distance for each stroke type and your pace for each set.
hey, Jonas, you could just mute the TV
also
or just mute it
creating-
from your
It's
MacBook.
great. The full swim
You
thing
can
is
do
very
that as
popular.
well, so you can see the video and also hear the
created some
audio
custom
here.
motion and heart rate algorithms
What's up, doctors?
for a new workout type called high-intensity interval training. Now, this is one of
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna be
most popular
updating to
workouts
iOS
in the
11 right
world.
once they
So it's gonna
release
be
it for
a favorite
sure.
For a lot of you when you start using
For
it.
sure.
Now, if you like to do more than one workout in a row, it's now super easy to just swipe over during
Cool.
a current workout.
You didn't miss anything
add
yet,
another
Guts,
one by
man.
pressing the plus
They're just
button.
talking about Apple Watch and
Plus, I
tvOS,
can
things like
continue
that.
with
So
another workout.
nothing too
For
crazy
example, I like
yet.
to do some outdoor
Nothing too
cycling.
crazy. We're still waiting on
Just tap
iOS 11
and
and
continue.
any type
Super
of
easy now to
hardware.
do
So
multiple workouts in a single session. Now, many people are doing the workouts indoors at a gym. And when you use gym equipment, it has data the Apple Watch doesn't have. And
just
the watch
talking about
has
the
data
workout and
the
everything
gym
going on right
equipment
now.
doesn't
If you're not
have.
watching it,
You
that's
end
what it
up with
looks
numbers
like. I know you
like
can hear
calories
it,
and
but
distance that don't quite match. So in
pretty much
watchOS
just showing the
4, we
workout
put
stuff
a
going on
great
right now.
solution
Nothing
to this.
too interesting.
We're enabling for the first time.
Not many of you guys are probably too
UAE
interested in the Apple Watch stuff right now,
with gym
but
equipment.
that's what they're talking about
You'll be
before
able to simply tap
iOS
your
11.
Apple Watch on an NFC reader on the gym equipment. Your watch will automatically.
It
launch
is
the
possible,
workout app.
Sam, but
And then your heart rate is read by the watch.
it could be
instead
fair
of the
use as
equipment,
well, so
and data
I don't
like
know.
incline and speed is sent from the equipment to your watch. And when you start and stop the workout in your gym machine, it does the same thing on your watch. So now all the information matches. It's much easier.
Will iOS
and it's
11
a
be
lot more
available for
accurate.
devs today? It will.
This is
iOS
being
11
supported
Beta
by the
1 will be
largest
available
gym
for
manufacturers
developers
in the world.
today.
We provide about 80% of equipment in gyms today.
Please don't ask about
Apple
the
Watch will be
jailbreak.
able
This
to
stream
do
has nothing at all to do
workout
with the
starting this
jailbreak
fall.
at all. Yep, I got AirPods early, I think January this year, February maybe. I've had them for a
Let's
while
talk
now.
about music. Apple Watch paired with AirPods has really become a magical combination. And we're redesigning the music app on Watch to make this.
This event lasts 2 hours, Anthony.
With the new music
2
app,
hours
where
is
you
how long this
automatically
event
save
usually
music
lasts.
to
It
you
could last
based on
longer
what
this
you love
year.
to listen to. So for example,
because it is
automatically
such a
makes
big
Apple Music
WWDC, they
mixes
said it's probably going to be the
like
biggest
new
one.
music
So
and favorites freshly
we'll see.
updated on your watch. And the app
You're not too late,
is
Josh. They haven't
Apple
announced
Art,
anything yet.
playlist
So
images, and you can just navigate by
you hear a
rotating
weird sound. I
the
can't hear
around.
me.
And you get to the album you like, you can just tap and play. So you can easily play your music now, and we support.
What do you mean by that,
multiple
Dean? I'm
playlists
listening to
for
myself
music
right
on the watch
now. I don't hear
So your
anything.
music that you love is going to be ready when you are, and making Apple Watch and AirPods.
I'm listening to myself right now, and it sounds fine.
Experience. That's the new music app.
Yeah,
Now
they
let's take
could
a
close
look at this. To give you a
10.3.1
quick
today.
demo of watchOS 4, please welcome Vera Carr from the Watch and Health engineering team.
Non-developers will probably be able to get iOS 11. Yeah,
Kevin,
they probably
good
will.
morning.
You just have to
I'm
install
so
a
excited to be
profile
here.
and then get it from that
First
profile.
thing I
So
want to show you
we'll
is
see.
the new dock. I can now vertically
I don't think
scroll
anybody
through
hears it,
my
Dean.
music
I'm
apps.
listening. I'm listening to myself on my
Using
phone
the
right here, and I
dock
sound
is finding the
fine.
apps I'm looking
So
for easier
I'm
than
not sure
ever.
what's going on with your stream there.
Next, let's look at the new intelligent Siri watch face.
I heard you, Jonas. Hey,
Every
Jonas, you could just mute the
morning, I can
stream
see
though
things
and
like
listen
the
to
weather
it here
for
and just
today
watch the video
and my
too.
upcoming events.
Why is my
Later
voice not
today, I'm
Siri?
heading back to San Francisco to see my parents. And in the afternoon, the
iOS
Siri
11 is supposed to be
face will
announced.
activate
Yes,
updates
iOS 11
telling me
is
how
going to be
long
announced
it'll
today,
take
and the
me to
first
get
beta
there.
is probably going to be here as well. So
Tonight, we're going to see the new Alien movie, which I'm super excited about. No one spoil it for me. For any content in the Siri face, I could tap directly into the app for more details.
they have not announced iOS 11 yet. They're still talking about the Apple Watch and everything. You should be able to hear what they're talking about right now and see the live blog right here as well.
The Siri
So
face
that's
also
everything
shows
that's
me
going on right there,
content
updated
like
by the
photo
minute.
news and news.
Usually less than a minute of
Here's a
everything
news
that's going
headline
on.
picked
So
for me
that's
by
as good as we
Alien
can get to a
Doc,
stream.
now available on Apple Watch.
Dean,
In the
make sure I'm not
app, I
muted.
can
You may have me
stunning
muted or anything
photos,
like that. I'm
links,
listening
and
to
top
myself on
news
my phone and I
stories
sound
throughout the
fine.
day.
So
You can save them for later to be read on my phone.
yeah, sounds fine here.
We've also
I'm
activated
probably not going to
new
post the beta
activate
profile
function
because that
notifications
is Apple doesn't like when people do that, but I may have a link to it for somewhere else where it's hosted. I may post that on Twitter.
Our coaching algorithms will tell you how much you need to walk to
Your voice 11 out of 10. I appreciate
I
that,
did a lot of
Eliza.
nervous pacing before this, so now I just need to take a 16-minute walk.
Yeah, audio is a
Let's
lot.
close those
Audio is better than nothing.
We've
So
added
yeah.
something new here in Workout that's really cool.
Apple Watch isn't that
You
popular?
instantly get
Actually, it's really
notified.
popular. It's the most
Now
popular
in
smartwatch
WatchOS
on the market.
I can pick a playlist that
So, it's
automatically
definitely
starts
popular.
with my workout.
It's just not popular on my channel. You know, I don't really make videos on the Apple Watch, so a lot of people that watch my content don't have an Apple Watch. But
And when I'm in a workout, I can quickly
Still
swipe
talking about
to
the Apple
left
Watch here.
and control my music right here. These are only a few of the
new
features in
flashlight for the,
WatchOS 4. I can't wait
for
for you to try it
WatchOS.
out. Back to Kevin to tell you more.
what about iPhones? We don't know about
There's a lot
iPhones.
more coming in watchOS 4, including, for example, a new flashlight in the control center, which you can also use as a blinking safety light when you're doing an evening run.
Tim Cook's
A
back on the
more happening
stage,
here.
as you
Now,
can see
we,
right
of course,
there.
have a number of updates that enable.
I'm
great
imagining
apps
they're
by
probably going to
developers
talk about
using
macOS
watchOS,
next. They're
including
probably
more
going to save
support for
iOS
apps
for
running in the
last,
background,
if I had to guess.
faster app responsiveness, and some new UI capabilities.
Oh yeah, they're going to be announcing a
Also
lot
now
today.
supporting
They're probably going to
native
announce some new
features on the
hardware
watch,
today as well.
which is going to enable experiences for apps that work
Ooh,
with
Mac
small
time.
devices
Okay, cool.
around you. So for example,
macOS, like I
continuous
expected.
glucose monitoring directly from Dexcom sensor to your watch. Or Zap Tennis, which connects to a sensor on your
The
Rapid
live stream's from the
real-time
link in the
swing analysis
description.
when you're playing. Or Zensor, which
You think I should mute the live stream? Who thinks I should mute the live stream and just do my reaction so you guys can watch the event on your computer or your TV or whatever you're watching it on?
Here for watchOS.
What do you guys think? Should I mute the stream? What's up, Sky? I'm good. How are you?
So you can get going, and there's a free upgrade for everyone across all watches this fall. And that's just some of what's coming in watchOS 4. Please welcome Tim back to the stage. Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin. WatchOS 4
Flashlight thing is so
a
dope.
great
Yeah, it
update.
is.
Now,
I'm interested, and I don't even have
let's talk
an
about
Apple
a
Watch.
product
No,
that
don't
in
mute
many
it.
ways
Mute.
is the heart and soul of Apple.
No, don't mute.
And of course,
Okay.
I'm talking about the Mac.
So it's 2 people want to mute, about 5 people don't want to mute. Keep audio.
There's never
Okay.
been a computer quite
If
like
you're
the Mac.
watching the stream, I guess you could just mute the stream and watch. You could just watch it visually and then hear it through here as well. So you could basically hear my reaction plus what's going on in the stream in
Computer
one.
all of us love to use and no one can match.
I'm not going to mute my
Mac's
audio,
deep
Javin. That's the whole point of the stream, is to give my
integration
reaction. I'm not going to mute my audio. Unless you mean the audio from the stream.
Heart of the
Maybe I
Mac
misinterpreted that.
experience is Mac OS.
Oh, okay,
To
Eliza,
tell
I got you.
about what's next with Mac OS, please welcome Craig Federighi. Craig?
Mute my audio as in like the event audio, or
Thank
What do you
you.
mean?
Thank you, Tim. Hey, good morning. Well, let's talk about Mac OS. Now, our current release of Mac OS, of course, is Mac OS.
Hey, appreciate that, Jeffrey.
Now, Sierra brought Siri and Apple Pay to the Mac, let you put your documents and your desktop in the cloud, and even let you unlock your
Mac OS High
automatically
Sierra.
using the watch.
High Sierra, that's the new Mac OS.
Now, people are loving Sierra, and we love it too.
I'm gonna show you guys the
So we
picture.
wanted to
There it
spend this
is.
year perfecting
Right there, Mac OS
course, the
High
question
Sierra
is,
is the next Mac
what do we
OS.
call it?
That's a
So we
really
enlisted
strange
once again
name.
our crack marketing team. They were giddy to hop in their minibus and this
High
time
Sierra.
venture east.
That's
deep into the
interesting.
Sierras, but this time
That's interesting.
ascending its highest peaks. And when they finally came back, they had a name they said felt really, really good, and it's my privilege to announce for you today.
Fully baked.
Mac
Oh my
OS
God.
High Sierra. Now, we talked to the guys and we said this might be misconstrued, but they assured us
Doesn't seem like it's
name
gonna be a
is
very big
fully
update.
baked. So,
If it's called High Sierra,
High
it's probably not
Sierra
gonna be a very big
is all
update.
about deep technologies that provide a powerful platform for future innovations on the Mac. But
We'll
couldn't
get
help
we'll get to
ourselves. We've
iOS.
also
We'll get to
added
iOS.
some
We're not
refinements.
going to be talking
It
about the
starts
iPhone 8
with
today,
Safari.
but the iOS 11
Now,
is coming.
Safari is known for its
420
efficiency
Sierra.
and its legendary battery life, but Safari is also incredibly fast. In fact, we benchmarked Safari on the same
World's fastest
hardware
desktop
running
browser.
macOS and Windows
Did you
with
expect
all
anything
the
less?
popular browsers, and Safari smokes them in benchmark after benchmark. Jetstream,
me go down here.
speedometer, motion mark. Safari tops them all. So that's right, Safari is the world's
80% faster
fastest
performance than
desktop
Chrome?
browser with
I don't know
High
about
Sierra.
that. I don't know about that.
And Safari's domination continues with the new modern
Oh,
version
JavaScript
of JavaScript,
performance is
ECMAScript
80% faster.
5, where you can see Safari delivers 80% faster performance than Chrome. Now, in addition to being tremendously fast, Safari also
Luca
helps
just tweeted
give
that.
you a
Yeah, I saw
serene
that.
browsing experience. Now, you know sometimes you go to read
Blocks
an article,
autoplay on
and instead of
videos.
finding something to read, you get this. Just some loud audio and video that auto plays and
That's kinda cool, I
disrupts the
guess.
whole reading vibe. Well, now, don't worry about it because we have autoplay blocking in Safari.
Yeah, I saw that. macOS 420 Sierra.
Safari detects the sites that shouldn't be playing video and puts you in control. You can always push play. Now, Safari is also key in respecting your privacy. Now, have you ever had this experience
Intelligent
where you
tracking
go to buy
prevention.
something on the web, you even complete the purchase, and then it seems like everywhere you go on the web, it just follows you around.
What's up, Carl?
It kind of feels like you're being tracked. And that's because you are. No longer, because Safari has intelligent tracking prevention. Safari
Mail
uses
application.
machine learning to
What's up,
identify
Jessica?
trackers, segregate
Shout out to Puerto Rico.
cross-site scripting data, put it away.
Top
so now
hits. Yeah, it seems
your
like such a
privacy,
small
your
update for
browsing history is
macOS.
your own.
I mean, I kind
It's
of
not
figured
about
with the name
blocking
High
ads,
Sierra,
the
like a
web
play on
behaves as it
Sierra, it was
always
going to be
did.
pretty small, but
Your privacy
none
is
of this seems
protected.
very interesting to me.
Next, I want to talk about some refinements.
Seems like a
to
lot of
Mail.
small
It starts
refinements.
with search. So in addition to providing searches based on recency, search in
Full
Mail is
screen,
now
split
using
view.
Spotlight to identify your top hits. So the message you're looking for is almost always
It seems like an
right
S
there
version of an
at the
iPhone.
top.
It's like
And if you're into using Mail in full screen, well, now we support split
Photos.
view for your compose.
just a lot of
It's
small
a
things from
great
macOS.
way
Not too
to
not too
Mail.
interested in High Sierra. Stepping stone to make THC available to all operating systems.
And Mail's more
Snoop
efficient
Dogg
than
Sierra,
ever. It
that's
actually
funny.
uses 35% less disk space for storing your mail. Now, probably our biggest area of refinement in High Sierra is in Photos. Now, yeah, Photos has some great new organization and editing tools.
Photos have more editing
Persistent
tools, including
sidebar,
curves for
and a
fine-tuning
new
color and
view that does
contrast.
all your imports.
Everybody's still
in
gonna be using
chronological
Photoshop
order.
for
And
anything
in
like
any
that,
view
but
up here in the upper right,
I can't imagine too many people are going to edit photos in Photos application. I mean, most people, if they want to edit photos, are going to use either their phone or Photoshop. So I don't know about that.
We've also improved faces. It recognizes far more faces automatically using
I'm not too sure about the editing there.
Networks. And when you put effort into categorizing and naming people, well, that's now synchronized automatically.
What do you guys think about this
across all
Mac
your
OS?
devices.
What do you guys think? Are you on the same page as me? Do you think it's just such a small update,
Now, we
nothing
also have
too
some
impressive?
great enhancements
Because I haven't really been
editing
impressed with
inside
anything they've said
Photos.
so
You can
far
see here on the
with the new Mac
right-hand
OS.
side, all of your editing tools are arrayed, and there are a bunch of great new ones, including curves, which allows you to fine-tune the color and contrast in your image.
This live stream,
And
is this
selective color,
chat working
should you
now?
modify color in a
You guys
selective
alive?
range.
I don't see anybody
If you
chatting
like
right now,
this one,
unless
because
it's
if you
just
like to
messed up right now.
do edits in a pro tool like Pixelmator or Photoshop.
Oh, there we go.
Well, now when you punch out to that other editing tool, all of your edits automatically synchronize right back to your photo library.
Yeah, everybody's on the same page with me. What's up, Jeremiah?
Now,
Everybody's
Apple
on the same page.
pioneered
Nothing
printed
too interesting
books,
here with
based on
Mac
project
OS
you
Sierra.
construct right
Hi,
inside
Sierra.
of the photo application. And now we're opening this up to third parties. They're going to offer some amazing new printing services.
You do care,
Full
Mama?
framed,
I think you forgot the D there.
wall-mounted,
You've
photos,
never owned a Mac?
even
Oh, man, you need to get a
websites,
Mac.
all
Macs are
based on
amazing.
projects right inside of
Macs are
Photos.
amazing.
So those are some quick refinements, but I want to return to the main story now, and that's technology, because we've gone deep on the fundamentals.
I don't really use my Mac,
Data,
use HP, so I don't really
video,
care.
And graphics.
I gotcha.
And when it comes
Gotcha.
to data, the fundamentals
Trying to amp
are
up
in
some of
the
this, see
file
every other
system.
update.
Now, the Mac file system has its roots, actually, HFS, from 30 years
I mean,
ago.
a lot of
A
refinements,
lot
but
has
like I said,
changed
it's like
since
the
then.
equivalent of
A lot
like an S version of an
flash drives, our
iPhone.
Storage is 1 billion times larger, and it's time for a more modern file system. So I'm pleased to announce that we're bringing the Apple file system to Mac OS.
What time
as our
roughly?
new
iOS
default.
11? I don't know, Alex. I don't know. It's probably coming up next, probably.
Now, APFS is a thoroughly modern file system, 64-bit top to bottom. It's safe and
Never used
secure
one?
with
Man, you
built-in
guys need to
crash protection
try them out.
and
At least go to the Apple Store and try one out.
And it's ultra responsive with modern
Once I
features
switch
like
from Windows, I
instant
can never go
file and
back.
Directory cloning and high performance parallelized metadata
iOS 47.
operations. Now, what does that really mean in practice? Well, let's take a look at a simple file duplication inside of
So now we're talking about
Sierra.
video.
So we're going to go up to the file menu.
That's pretty much what's going
select
on. Just
duplicate on these very
basic
large
things that
video
you would
files.
expect, showing off all
And it's
these new
gonna copy,
refinements
just like you'd
in
expect.
Safari.
There's a lot of data to be copied here, so it takes a little while.
Nothing too
It's about
interesting
done.
yet.
There we go. Now
Yep,
let's
10.3.1
watch
still
that
being signed.
in High Sierra. Well, we're going to go up to the file menu. We're going to sub-duplicate, and we're done.
Okay.
Next up, video.
H.265,
Now, the current
okay.
standard in video is H.264. In fact, H.264 has really enabled the
That's something I'm
revolution of
finally
streaming
interested
HD
in.
video on the internet.
H.265
But of course, the game
encoding.
has moved from HD.
That's
to
the first thing I'm actually
4K
interested
and
in
4K
with this
high
new
dynamic
High
range
Sierra.
video. And there's a new standard to support this. It's H.265 or
Okay.
HEVC.
Hardware
You watch your
acceleration
video
for
to
the
look
27-inch
great,
iMac.
preserve all the detail and color, and HEVC does it while saving up
First
to
thing I've actually been interested in
40%
during the whole
better
thing they talked about with
compression than
macOS.
H.264. Now we're building in
There's no,
software
you didn't miss
encoding
anything,
for High
emphasis.
Sierra for
It's
all
going on right
Macs,
now.
and
Oh,
hardware
you were in here on
acceleration
Saturday too. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
HEVC for the newest Macs.
I am too, Andres,
And we're
for
also
sure.
building it
There
into
needs to be a design
Pro
change in
Tools
iOS 11. I
like
think there's
Final
going to be,
Cut,
Tony.
Motion,
Or
and
funny toy
compressor.
videos, I mean.
Now I want to return to our main story, which is graphics. And graphics are all about the GPU. The GPU has been the performance superstar of the last decade.
Just talking about a lot of software now,
Incredible gains in
Mac-based
computational
software.
performance.
Nothing too interesting
Now,
in.
our API
As you can see
for
there, it says talking about the new version of
high-performance
Metal for
graphics
graphics,
is
Metal 2.
And developers have taken amazing advantage to Metal. This is Dawn
Driver
Core 3
optimizations, indirect
from
argument
Ferrell Interactive,
buffers. You can
incredible
see all this.
graphics. This is DaVinci Resolve.
Talk about
from
stuff that most people
Blackmagic,
probably
which
won't
can
care about.
Accelerate many editing operations. And of course, we even use Metal inside of Photos for doing machine learning and identifying your photos.
Jeremiah, I'm not talking about the jailbreak in
We've
this
learned
stream.
a lot working with developers on their adoption of Metal, and we have a new version to announce today.
Dax, you have to have Safari or an iOS device to watch
Metal
it.
2. Now, Metal 2.
Nope, iOS
is
11 hasn't been announced yet. It's
tremendously
probably going to
fast.
be
In fact, it
after
has
Mac
great
OS here. It's
optimization.
probably going to be right
New
after
APIs
this.
that, when adopted, deliver another 10 times improvement in draw call throughput. Now, some of you
Like I said, you can see the live log right there of everything. This is actual photos and updates from the event live, and then you can hear in the background the audio playing from the actual event live right now as well.
We've also provided better debugging and performance analysis tools for you to optimize your app for Metal. And we're so excited about the advances in Metal 2 that we've taken the Mac Windows server and put it on top of Metal, accelerating
Hey, Dax, you have to click the link in the description.
Some of our most
it's not just on apple.com. You have to go to a
are
specific
now
link.
buttery smooth all the time. Now, Metal is not just about graphics. We're also using it for machine learning. Can now accelerate.
What's up, Tech Pro?
Yes, we have Metal performance shaders that accelerate all kinds of deep learning algorithms.
Eliza's got to work on Edge.
Today is Metal
that's pretty cool. The stream
graphics.
works on Edge and Windows 10.
So, you know our MacBooks have this tremendous balance of portability.
Metal 2 and not heavy metal, missed opportunity.
Sometimes,
That's funny.
for some workflows, you need even more power. You want to take advantage
Ooh,
of
Metal for
the
VR.
Thunderbolt
That's
IO
interesting.
on your MacBook Pros to access external
Finally, some talk
graphics.
about Apple and the VR
So we're
AR
gonna be
game.
making this possible
I'm really
in Metal
interested
2.
in that. I'm
Now,
very
we're
interested in
starting with
VR
the
AR.
developer
How Apple's
kit to be
gonna
available
put a play on
today. You
that.
can actually order a Thunderbolt 3 enclosure with a high-performance.
Hey Hayden, if you click the link in the
GPU
description, you can see the video.
and tune your apps for high.
Apple didn't announce anything
external
significant
graphics.
yet.
And then we'll be rolling out support.
But it's going to be
for
an
all of our
amazing
customers
WWDC. He
in
said it's going to be the
months
best
come.
WWDC ever.
Now,
So
with this graphics power,
we're expecting to see a lot of
doubling down on our focus on pro content creation.
hardware and
And
software
that's
announced
increasingly about
today.
VR content creation. And so we're bringing Metal for VR to
High Sierra is going to be
Sierra.
available as a developer beta today. Awesome. I'm going to be downloading that for sure.
Now, Metal is delivering a VR-optimized display.
Yeah, Metal 2 is going to be a big
extremely
improvement.
High performance.
Yep.
And we're optimizing our pro apps like Final
Hey
Cut.
Milan, I'm not
Using
answering any
spherical
jailbreak questions
video
in this
right
stream.
inside the VR
This isn't the
environment.
stream to talk about jailbreaking.
Also working with Valve. They're bringing the Steam
those earpods
VR
are waterproof?
SDK to the Mac. And we've worked with Unity
I haven't
and
even tried that,
Unreal
Jeremiah.
to
I
bring
haven't
their
even tried that.
engines for
Put it in water.
VR to the Mac.
Hey, what's up, Steven?
It's really cool, and you might just be seeing a little bit more from us later today on this topic. So that's
iOS 11 is
going to
be released today. Beta 1 is.
Some great technologies with the Apple file system, HEVC video, and
Public beta
incredible graphics.
for
With
macOS
Metal 2,
High Sierra in late
support for
June.
External graphics and VR.
Ooh, the
support
iMacs
for
up
Mac,
next.
And of course, a bunch of fantastic refinements.
So it
Now,
looks like we may be
macOS
getting
High
our
Sierra
first
is
hardware
available
announcement
for
today.
All of you today as a developer.
You didn't miss
beta.
anything important yet, but
Sign
something
up
important is about to happen,
at
most likely.
beta.apple.com.
New
We'll also have a
iMacs.
public beta available.
If a new iMac, if they announce a new iMac, I'm literally going to return this iMac that I just bought yesterday or 2 days ago and waiting to get the new one.
That support Sierra.
What's up, Jake?
That's your update on macOS High Sierra, and I'm going to turn it over to our Vice President of Hardware Engineering, John Turnus.
Oh,
to
man,
tell you
I'm
more
pumped
about
for the
Mac.
iMacs.
Thank you.
I'm so pumped for these iMacs. 7th gen Kaby Lake
Thank you,
processors.
Craig.
Meh.
So we have some great
What's up, Brittany?
updates to talk about today that span much of the Mac product line. And let's begin with the iMac. Now, the iMac has been the gold standard of
Yeah, we're gonna
desktops
get.
for
Oh no,
many years.
public beta won't
We're
be
gonna
today,
raise the
probably,
bar
Eliza.
once again. And as always on the iMac, it starts with the display. Because the 4K and 5K Retina iMac displays, with their high resolution,
So I think they're still talking about the old
excellent
Macs here, or they're talking about the upcoming iMacs. So they're pretty much announcing
We're
it
gonna
right
make
here.
them even better. So these new displays are now going to be 500 nits. That's 43% brighter than the previous generation. And for the first time, we're going to support 10-bit dithering.
It's up to
which
64
means these
gig
displays can reproduce
RAM
up to
capacity.
1 billion colors.
Super fast
So your
storage,
content
fusion
is going to look
drives,
more true to life than ever before.
SSDs will
Now,
be 50%
in addition,
faster.
We've got some great internal
Wow.
updates for these iMacs. So we'll start with the CPU, because the whole line is moving to Intel's 7th generation core processor.
We haven't had a new
also
iMac
known
since
as Kaby Lake.
2015.
Now, Kaby Lake
We haven't had a new
gives better
iMac since
base and
2015, so this is the first
turbo frequencies
iMac in 2
performance,
years.
As well as hardware-based 10-bit HEVC decode, which is great for playing back high-quality video. In addition, these iMacs
2
are going to
Thunderbolt
boost
3
when it comes
ports.
to memory
Okay.
capacity. So the 21.5
What's up,
inch
Hermino?
systems can now be configured with up to 32 gigs of memory. And the
Yeah, iOS 11 is
27
only going to be
can
for
go all the way up to
developers at first.
64 gigabytes of memory. Both of those are twice what the previous generation could do. Now, fast storage has always been a key part of the iMac, and so we're going to now make our Fusion drive standard on all 27-inch
Big bump
configs.
for everything
It's
on
also
the
gonna be
graphics side of
standard
things.
On the high-end 21.5-inch config as well. In addition, our SSD options are going to be up to 50% faster and now available up to 2
Yeah, I'm just going to return this iMac, depending on when this is going to get
the
released.
iMacs are getting an I/O upgrade as well, because we're giving them 2 USB-C connectors which support Thunderbolt 3. And we think our customers, especially our pro users, are really going to love this, because you can do some cool things, like hook up a high-performance
So there you go. You guys can see right here
and an
the
external
stats on these new
5K plug
iMacs.
at the same time.
Everything about these new iMacs right there.
So now let's talk about graphics. And as you heard earlier, we're investing heavily in graphics software technologies like Metal 2.
So I'm not sure if we're going to get that
We're also
iMac Pro
investing
that was
in
rumored
graphics hardware.
to be for pro
Every
users.
configuration in this new iMac line is going to get a big bump in its graphics.
So this looks like iMac's meant
So
to
we'll start
appease
with the
graphic pros
entry-level
while the new
iMac.
Mac Pro
And
is being
this system
developed.
gets a boost in its integrated GPU by way of Intel's Iris
Here's
Plus
the one
graphics
everybody's
down to
interested in, the
64
27
megabytes of
inch.
DRAM. And the performance that we're getting out of this is pretty amazing, because this system is up to 80% faster in graphics than the previous generation.
Which
Now,
makes it a
next
great
up
platform
is the
for VR.
21.5-inch
Nice.
iMac with Retina 4K display. And the big news here is that we're going to be
Yeah, the
moving
Mac
to
Pro is
discrete
supposed to get
graphics,
announced
making
this
it
year as
standard
well.
on all
Maybe not
4K
this
iMacs.
event, but the Mac
And
Pro
that's
is supposed to get
gonna come-
announced this year.
There you go. And that's
Or
going to
maybe
come
next
in
year.
this Radeon Pro
We don't really
series
know yet.
GPUs with up to 4 gigabytes of VRAM.
iOS 11 is probably next.
And again, this move to discrete graphics yields a pretty spectacular performance increase, because this new system is up to 3 times faster than the previous generation for
Wow.
graphics. Now, lastly, we have
Waiting
our
for the pricing on these
27-inch iMac,
Macs.
And this is our most popular desktop. For
Yeah, I'm
our
waiting to
pro
see the price
customers.
as well on the
So
release
obviously,
date.
it's going to get a
Because
bump
like I
in
said, I
graphics
just
today
bought a
as
new
well.
iMac. I'm streaming on an
We're gonna have
iMac
these
right now. I
Radeon
just
Pro
bought this new iMac
500
2 days
series
ago.
GPUs with up to 8 gigabytes of VRAM. And again, we get a great performance uplift. In fact, this 27-inch iMac can now deliver up to 5.5 teraflops of graphics compute.
Man, I cannot wait for VR on the
Which
Mac.
makes it a
That's
great
going to be
platform
incredible.
for VR content creation. In fact, we've seeded some developers with this new iMac and High Sierra so that we can
Yeah, that's
see
gonna be
what
awesome.
they can do with virtual reality on the Mac. And I'm really excited that we can give you a demo of some of this amazing work right now.
There are
I'd
now
like to
VR
invite
headsets
up
under
on
our
stage
seats.
Here from Industrial Light and Magic is Academy Award
Yeah, 8 gigs of
visual
VRAM.
effects artist and chief creative officer.
Yeah, it's
John
going to be,
Nolan. John?
yeah, the new iMacs definitely roast the old iMacs for sure.
Thank you, John.
For sure.
At Lucasfilm's ILMX lab, story, concept design, and technical development are all.
This is who's talking right now.
They
If
come
you want to get a
together for us to
visual,
create
this is who's
immersive
talking right
experiences
now.
for
This
people
guy right
to
here.
enjoy at home, in cinemas, and at theme parks.
This guy right here.
Now, I've always done my art and development on a Mac, so I'm really excited about these new iMacs. I truly love the platform, so I'm especially excited to be able
Ooh,
to share
going
some
through the
of our
VR experience right
content
now
on these new
on the green
iMacs
screen.
in Epic's Unreal Engine. I'm joined by Lauren Ridge, an Epic programmer, who will be backstage driving our.
There's doing some VR demonstrations on the stage.
Working together, we can work in real time. To
Wow.
create an immersive experience as we step inside.
It's powered by Unreal Engine.
Now, Lauren's backstage so we can show you the environment around her.
And now
Fully
we're
powered
going
by
to
the
show you
Mac.
From my perspective, here we are.
I'm not sure about the menu for the
car.
controller. That looks kind of wonky.
Thanks to the native VR support.
Looks very similar to
on
Gear
iOS
VR,
and
though.
Sierra,
It does
I
look similar
think
to
we're
Gear
going
VR.
together To create content inside.
2,500?
the
That'd be a good price. I
For
hope
the
it's
first
2,500.
time, It's all powered by my Mac.
I would be
On my
pleased with a
left
2,500
controller,
price
I have
tag.
my radial menu, which acts as my artist palette. And on the right, I have the laser I use to interact with.
I was
the
about to
world.
pay $29.99 for
Let's
mine
fire
from
it
2015,
here. So
so
let's try that
I'd be
out.
happy to pay less for more,
All right, very
but I doubt
nice.
it's going to happen.
Let's do some set dressing. What do you have?
Let's see, let me open my content browser. It has all the assets I need to dress my scene. I think I saw a good landing spot for an Imperial shuttle over here.
Wow, this is
so let's
interesting. So
bring
this
one
is
of
what
those
she looks
in.
like right now with the
We've
VR.
actually set up these smart assets so they know exactly where to come in for their landing.
Great. All right. Can we go wide?
Sure, I can grab onto it with 2 hands and scale myself up. I can also use this to rotate the world around me.
Oh, very cool.
I have a TIE fighter here too, so let's bring one of those in. Thanks to the more than 5.
This looks so similar to Gear VR.
Performance, manipulating objects.
This
is
looks very
smooth
similar to
and
Gear
really
VR.
intuitive.
Pretty much all VR looks
All right. Can we have
similar,
a squadron
but
of those flying overhead?
Okay, what about from over there on the horizon?
it looks pretty
Over there
awesome
by
though.
the
I'm not going to
castle.
lie.
Great. Perfect. Okay.
All right,
Darth
let me
Vader.
Teleport back down.
Oh, hey, seeing the castle back there reminds me we're missing one important element.
Right.
VR should be amazing. I
How
can't
could
wait for
forget?
it. It will be cool stuff. I agree, Uncle Grandpa. Use the Force,
Nice.
Luke.
Nice.
Yeah, there's the Darth
Well,
Vader
looks
right there in VR.
Really good silhouette
What's up,
against the
AJ?
sky back there. Can we go in closer?
Sure thing. It's really cool how Metal 2 unlocks Unreal's advanced rendering feature set on the Mac.
Wow, yeah, really nice. All right, let's play this scene from here.
Okay.
Pretty awesome.
Oh, he's upset. That's the third one this week.
4K for the iMac, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. And they'll still sell out. That's the thing. Lightsaber controller, cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
Whoa.
Oh man, that's
I'm
sweet.
glad he didn't see me there.
Look at that. She's like going under it.
Wouldn't be so
Look at this
sure
picture
about
right
that.
here. That's pretty cool.
All right, actually, let's stop it right there.
That's
That was a
impressive
close
for an
one.
iMac to render out VR like that. That takes a powerhouse to be able to render out VR content like that. That's awesome.
Well, it's really nice to see an iMac rendering this level of graphics in VR mode.
I wish Apple
at
used
90
NVIDIA.
frames a
I do
second.
too. I do too, Cupcake.
All right, thank you,
I wish
Lauren.
they used NVIDIA as well. May the force be with you.
Metal 2 and Unreal's.
I agree,
Unreal
AJ.
Engine will enable the
I
next
agree.
generation of
I went from
storytelling.
Windows to Mac and
We
I
use
just
this
can't go
technology
back.
in our filmmaking every day for
As much
visual
as I
set
mean, I don't
scouting,
hate
art
Windows,
direction,
but I
and
just
shot
I just
design.
love Mac
And
too
that
much.
means that this immersive content can be made by the same people that bring you the films. That's incredibly powerful. At Lucasfilm and ILMX Lab, we're looking forward to using our
I don't
Macs
believe it
to
supports
create new
4K, Philip. I
experiences
don't
as we
believe
invite
it
people
does.
everywhere to step inside our stories.
AVS, please stop spamming. I'm not talking about jailbreaking or anything in this chat.
All right, thank you.
I already said I'm going to be making a video on that, though. Yes, to answer your question.
Thank
but
you, John
please
and
don't
Lauren.
spam.
That was awesome. So that is our update.
Oh,
to
here's the
iMac.
prices. Wow.
To recap, they have
$17.99 for the
Mac
27
displays,
inch.
faster
You can see the pricing
processors,
right here.
Higher memory capacity, super fast storage, Thunderbolt 3, and as you saw, incredible graphics performance.
Wow, 4K iMac starting at just $12.99.
So here's the line.
$17.99 for the.
And
I know it's
there's
covered
one
up right
more
there, but that's
change,
$17.99
because
over there for the
we're gonna
27
bring
inch
even more
5K.
value to the iMac product line. For the first
Ooh, the
time
MacBooks
ever,
are
we're going to have a 4K
getting refreshed as
iMac
well.
that starts at just $12.99.
KB Lake on the MacBooks as well.
But the updates don't stop
Interesting.
with the iMac, because we're refreshing our notebooks today as well. And together, the MacBook
Up to
and MacBook
50%
Pro
faster
make the
SSDs
strongest
on the new
line of notebooks
MacBooks.
we've ever had. But we're gonna
And the
make it
MacBook
better,
Air gets a
because
speed
we're
bump.
moving
It
the Kaby Lake
lives.
here as well. And we're bringing faster
So the
SSDs
MacBook Air, the
for our
MacBook Pro, and the iMacs
faster
all just got
standard graphics to
a new
the 15-inch
refresh.
MacBook Pro. So a great
Nice.
performance bump across the board.
When are they going to be released?
So here's that lineup, but just like the iMac, we're going to bring more value here as well. because
Today?
we're gonna have a new
You've got to be
configuration
kidding
of
me.
the 13-inch
Today,
MacBook
the
Pro
iMac is getting
also
announced
starts
today.
at just
I just bought
$12.99.
this iMac literally 2 days ago, 3 days ago. And they're dropping new iMacs now. Oh,
there
I'm
you have
pumped.
it.
I'm
We've
returning this
updated
thing literally.
7
I may go
popular
return it today.
Macs, and the MacBook
I think I'm
Air
gonna go
is
return this
gonna be
iMac today and get the
bigger
new
in
one.
megahertz as
Literally
well.
today.
And even better, they're all
Oh man, I'm
shipping
excited.
today.
I'm
Now,
excited.
we care deeply about the environment. So as
No,
we're all
I don't have to sell it. That's the thing. I can just
really
return
hard
it.
to
I can just
ensure
return it
these
and get the new
Macs
one.
Are free of harmful chemicals, very energy efficient, and highly
That's awesome.
recyclable.
That is
So
awesome.
that's everything we're updating today. But it's not actually everything we want to show you today.
Oh,
The
iMac Pro.
line
Okay,
is
never mind.
incredible.
Hey, hold that
It
thought. Hold
spans
that
from
thought.
an entry-level system that's
The
perfect for
iMac
use
Pro.
at home or in a
This is what
store,
I'm getting.
all the way
Forget
up
the
to
original
the
iMac. The iMac
27-inch
Pro
model, which
is
allows
what I'm
professional
getting.
customers to create
I
amazing
can't imagine it's going to be
things
releasing
every day.
today, but this is what
That
I'm getting.
said, there's another class of pro users who would love to
Ah,
be able
the
to
end
take
of the
advantage
year.
of the iMac's display and design.
It's not going to ship till the end of the year.
Workstation
Oh
class
my
performance
god.
that can't possibly fit
Now what do I
into
do?
all
Do I get the
one.
new iMac today
Well,
and
we
then
wanted to challenge
trade it in
that
and get the
assumption,
other new
so
one
we've
at the
been
end of the
working
year?
really hard to see just how far we can
Oh,
push
here's
the
a
iMac.
video.
Now, this
Video
isn't
of the
gonna be
new
shipping
iMac.
until the end of the year, but I'm
iMac
really
Pro.
excited to be able to give you a sneak peek at what we've been up to.
Oh, this is exciting. That is awesome. Workstation class performance and the iMac 5K design. Most powerful Mac ever. And it's in space gray. That is incredible. I'm 100% getting that, by the way.
That is
100%
the new
getting
iMac
that.
Pro. Now, the first thing you'll notice, it features the same great design as our
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get it
27-inch
today.
iMac, but it's in this seriously badass space gray finish. And with that stunning new color,
Wow.
and
So this thing is more
gorgeous
powerful
display,
than the
this is
Mac Pro.
without a doubt the most beautiful iMac we've ever made. But it's also going to be
Let's
by
see these.
far
Let's see
the
these
most powerful
stats
iMac
again.
we've ever made. In fact,
Ships with
it'll
an
be the most
8-core
powerful
Xeon
Mac we've ever
processor.
made. Because
That alone tells you a lot.
we actually are going to put workstation class performance
New
into
set
our
of fans.
incredible 5K iMac design. Now, to do that, the team had to completely rethink the thermal architecture. And they came up with this really efficient
Man.
dual centrifugal fan solution.
10-core
that generates
processor?
significantly more airflow than a traditional iMac.
18
In
cores?
fact, the iMac Pro has a greater than
Wow.
80% increase.
You can get it with
in cooling
18
capacity.
cores.
So
This
that
new
means we
iMac
can
Pro,
deliver
you can get with
unbelievable
18
performance
cores.
while still maintaining
What?
the quiet operation you'd expect from
That
an
is
iMac.
incredible.
So let's talk about what's inside.
That
I want to start with
is
the
incredible.
because we wanted to go really big here. So the iMac Pro
18.
ships
That's going to be at
with
least
an
like a. That's going to be like an
Xeon
$8,000 computer.
But
18-core
also gonna
iMac.
ship
What?
with a 10-core Xeon processor. And then we thought, you know, we've gone this
Oh, it
far,
uses
let's get
Radeon
really nutty.
Vega
so we're gonna
graphics.
offer it with up to 18 cores.
Interesting. 16 gigs of VRAM with 400 gigabyte per second of memory
But we didn't want to
bandwidth.
stop there because we
Wow.
wanted to go really big on graphics as well.
Wow.
So the iMac Pro is going to use AMD's Radeon Vega graphics. This is their brand new.
It's about time
workstation
Apple
class
did something
graphics
like this with the
architecture.
iMacs. It's been
It
so
features a
long.
completely new GPU core and high bandwidth on package
11
It's gonna be
teraflops.
available with up to 16 gigabytes of VRAM and over 400 gigabytes per second of memory bandwidth. And we
4
aren't gonna
Thunderbolt
use an entry-level
ports,
configuration
4
here,
Thunderbolt 3 ports,
because our
10 gigabit
implementation is
Ethernet
gonna
built
offer up
in.
to 11
Wow.
teraflops of single precision
This
computing
is
power.
this is crazy.
That's 3 times more than the best
Hyperthread up to
GPUs in
18.
Mac Pro.
Yeah, you could
But
definitely
actually,
game
it's
on
even
that.
better.
You can do
This
like
Radeon
any
Vega
game.
GPU
You can play
also uses
GTA on that with
capital
no
CPU.
with
So that means
no
the iMac
frame
Pro
drops or
can deliver
anything.
Up to 22 teraflops.
It's just going to cost you
of
about your whole
computation. This
2
is a
years of
really
rent
big
for a
deal
house.
For things like machine learning development.
Depending
So
on where
the
you
iMac Pro,
live.
as you can see, is going to be a monster when it comes to graphics, but we didn't want to stop there either. So we're going to let you configure it with up to 128
Wow,
gigabytes
4
of
Thunderbolt 3
ECC memory.
ports.
That's twice what you can do.
That
in
thing is a
standard
beast. It is
27-inch
definitely
iMac.
a beast. Touchscreen? Nah, it's not going to support touchscreen. This is like for pro
And
users. Pro users don't want
Up to
touchscreen.
4 terabytes of 3 gigabyte per second
1080p
SSD.
FaceTime camera.
Now, the iMac Pro is
SSD,
also gonna have a
44
full
million
complement of
pixels. Wow.
high-performance I/O, including 4 Thunderbolt
I'm pumped
3
for
ports,
this.
And for the first time ever in any Mac, built-in 10 gigabit Ethernet.
44 million pixels.
With
Wow.
all that cutting-edge
That
I/O,
is a
you can do
beast,
some
for
pretty
sure.
amazing things. Like you can hook
Finally,
up
Vega AMD,
2
yep,
5K displays
exactly.
and 2 high-performance RAID arrays. No iMac before could ever
I mean,
do this.
what could the
You
Mac Pro be
combine
then?
that
Like, if
with
they're going to announce the
internal
Mac Pro, it's going to have to
that means
outdo the
the
iMac Pro.
can
How are they
drive
going to do
up to
that?
44 million pixels. There's so much more we don't even have time to get into. Things like a 1080p FaceTime camera, a user configurable
Wow.
VESA mount option,
Available
2
in
times wider
December.
AVX instructions, and even a
Well,
UHS
I told you guys first, I'm trading this iMac in. I'm going to be getting the new
All
iMac
these
today.
high-performance technologies and
And I'm gonna be trading the new iMac that I get,
This iMac Pro is going to be an awesome workstation for things like real-time
$49.99 only?
high frame rate
Only
versus
$5,000
VR,
for that
machine
new
learning
iMac Pro.
development, and with all those cores and all that memory, super fast code compiling.
$5,000.
Now, speaking of workstations, we wanted to compare the starting configuration of the iMac Pro to
That's a
what's on
good
the
price,
market.
to be honest.
And so if you
I mean,
were
we're
to go
talking about
out
an
and
iMac
build
here.
a comparably
With
spec'd
those kind of
system today,
stats.
it would cost over $7,000.
I honestly expected it to be a little bit.
Keep in mind,
I
that's a
thought it'd be
system
like
that doesn't have our
$54.99
best-in-class
was
5K
my
display.
guess that I had in my
Doesn't
head.
have the iMac Pro's incredible
But that's just the
all-in-one
base
design.
model. But the
Obviously,
base model
doesn't run
alone
Mac
is,
OS.
you know, powerful enough.
Well, this is the starting configuration of the iMac Pro.
Surface Studio
and we're
competitor.
going to price it at just $49.99.
Wow.
And it's going to be available in
That's
December.
awesome. That is a great That is awesome.
So that's
I'm
a
pumped for the new
sneak peek at
iMacs,
the
both
iMac
of them.
Pro. It packs workstation class performance.
$5,000 is a
into
good
our
price.
Incredible 27-inch iMac design.
I mean, we're talking about
with
Apple
gorgeous
products here in an
white
iMac.
And it
I
is
mean, I was about to
going
spend
be the most
$4,000
powerful
on a
Mac
computer that's
that's
going to be
ever
like 10 times
So that is
less
all of our Mac
efficient
news
than that.
today. Now back
That's a
to
good
Tim.
price. It's obviously not cheap, but it's a good price when we're talking about. Oh, here we go,
Alright.
iOS. iOS time.
So many great things happening with the Mac.
Here we go.
And John, I agree. That iMac Pro is really badass. All right.
I'd rather go to Disneyland.
Next up, let's talk about iOS. The world's
Turn it up
best
to 11.
and most
Here we go.
advanced mobile operating system. Our customers love the latest version, iOS 10, which has an industry-leading
Where's Elon?
96% customer satisfaction.
I'm late on what, Damien?
And it's absolutely incredible that 86% of our customers are running iOS 10 and taking advantages of
Yep,
its
here we go.
capabilities.
iOS hype. We get a discount if we
This
mention your name.
blows away the other platforms that suffer from
iPhone 8 or
horrible
iMac Pro.
fragmentation.
iMac Pro all the way.
With iOS, developers can
So there's
always
look for iOS 11, the
latest
colors of it.
capabilities and features of our latest
Starting with iMessage, nice.
and be
You guys know one thing I
confident
hope they announce for iMessage? One thing I hope they announce for iMessage is the inclusion of bots. I don't know how much you guys know about chatbots, but I hope they do something with chatbots in iOS 11.
and most advanced mobile operating system.
Redesigned app drawer,
And
okay.
turn it up to 11.
Messages in iCloud.
And I'd like to invite
You can,
Craig
Freddie.
back to take you
Or
through
Fred
it.
Eddie.
Craig.
Thank you, Tim. Hello again. Let's talk about iOS 11. It's a big one. Now, we have a big focus on technologies in iOS 11, but also
If you delete a message on your phone, it goes away
features.
on your
We
Mac,
have
so
a
that
lot
it's going to
to
be
talk
continuity
about. We're going to
for
start with messages.
messages.
Now, you all know in iOS 10, we added iMessage apps and stickers.
That's interesting.
People have had a lot of fun with these. And now in iOS 11, we're making them more discoverable than ever with this
So read
redesigned
this.
app drawer. You can
They
see
only
you
keep
have
the
your
most
app
recent messages
accessible
on the
right there
device.
at
The
the
rest
bottom
are
of the
backed up
screen.
into
Just
the
tap.
cloud.
You can bring them up, scroll
Read that.
through them, and tap into any app.
That's interesting.
It's really easy. It's going to make it a lot of fun for you to use your apps and stickers. Now, the big story with messages, though, is messages in iCloud. Because now, with your iMessages in iCloud, when you sign
Person-to-person payments. Okay, so we have peer-to-peer payments now. Apple Venmo, pretty much. So this was a rumored feature, but a lot of people didn't think it was actually going to happen. Wow, okay. So you're going to be able to pay people just peer-to-peer through iPhones. It's built into messages in the iMessage app. Nice. Very nice. I appreciate that, Toke. Nice. Person-to-person payments. Oops, I just exited out of the stream. Sorry about that. So it's an app in iMessages. Okay, cool. Hold on one sec. I'm bringing the audio back.
app. So you can send and receive money right in your transcript. And of course, when you send it, you authenticate securely with Touch ID.
There you
And
go.
if you receive money with iMessage,
Bring new
it goes to
vulnerabilities.
your Apple Pay cash card. And from there, well, you can send it on to friends and family if you're charitable. You can make Apple Pay purchases at retail or on the web. And of course,
Upgrade
you
for
can pull
voice,
it
use
out,
deep learning to
transfer it
change how
your
she
bank.
talks.
It's
This is
available
so
across
expected.
All these iOS
So
devices,
Siri
Apple
update
Watch
as we
too.
all expected.
Thank you. So next, let's turn to Siri. Now, Siri is used monthly for more than 375 million devices. It's absolutely huge. And it's available in more languages and more countries than any other assistant, 21 languages in 36 countries. So for iOS 11, we're making a big upgrade to your primary interface in dealing with Siri. And that's
Wow,
Siri's
Siri sounds
voice.
much better. You hear that?
We've used deep learning now to create a really natural and expressive voice for Siri, and I'd like you to hear it.
Here's the forecast for the next 10 days. Sunny, sunny, and sunny.
3 different ways to say sunny. Very powerful. Now, Siri also has a
The audio's up. The audio should be up.
Fantastic too.
I love machine learning, especially since I'm
So the Siri update that we all expected. That's awesome.
So Siri has a great new visual interface.
Voice translation for
as well.
Siri now.
And
Nice.
it's able to provide you with follow-up questions and answers with just a tap. And
Translation's in
multiple
beta, though.
results. When you make a query, it's really handy. Now, Siri also has a new capability, which is translation. So you can now ask something like, how do you say, what are the most popular dishes in your restaurant in Chinese? And Siri can say,
你们餐厅有哪些菜最受欢迎?
totally.
So you guys are going to notice that this live blog is more up to date. It's quicker than the audio, and that's because they're actually at the event
Now,
talking about it.
initially
So
will support
that's why it's
translation
quicker.
from English to Chinese, French, German, Italian, and Spanish, and we'll have more language combinations coming in the months
Sounds
to
like
come.
the Purge Girl. It
Now, when it comes
does.
to using Siri
does,
to
doesn't it?
access your other
It does sound like the
applications,
Purge Girl.
We have Siri Kit, and
That's
Siri
kinda scary.
Kit can now do more than ever in
Cortana,
iOS
it does
11.
sound similar to that as
so
well.
now you can do task management by using Siri to make tasks
Siri intelligence.
omni-focused or things, take notes in Evernote, do banking.
This has to mean the
see
Siri
mobile, or
speaker's
even bring
coming.
up
The
QR
Siri
code
speaker has to be
in
coming now.
WeChat. Now, Siri isn't
It has
just a
to be.
voice assistant, because with Siri Intelligence, Siri not only understands your voice, it understands the context, it understands your interests, it understands how you use your device, and this allows it to ultimately understand what you want next. Now, we've all experienced this where Siri can help us predict what apps we might
On-device
want to use
learning.
next, give us a time to leave notification based on our calendar and where we are, help us respond to a text message.
Wow.
In iOS
So it's basically
11,
looking through
Siri
all
uses
of your data that you've
on-device
browsed through on the
learning to
internet
understand
and
more
messages
about
and everything.
topics of interest to us. So it can actually suggest
A lot of people
topics
probably will find
we might
that's
be
kinda
interested
creepy.
in learning about in news. It can help us respond with our location for getting to an appointment to
Wow.
someone in messages, and even help
Siri
us make a
across
calendar
all
appointment based on
devices.
something we've just booked.
More of that
inside
continuity
Safari
that
on the
Apple's a
web.
big fan of.
And what Siri learns about you on device is now kept synced across all
Does
of
this mean
your
that we can
devices.
expect a
You're
jailbreak?
dealing
I'm
with
not
one
talking about the
Siri.
jailbreak.
But of course, this is kept completely private, readable only by
Bixby's
you
not
and
even a
devices.
thing, really. I think Siri is going to be much better than Bixby. I use Bixby, and I just don't. It's so inaccurate.
Next, let's talk about the camera. People love the fantastic cameras in the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. And in fact, our
H.265?
customers now take 1 trillion photos per year. It's
HEVC,
absolutely
nice.
amazing. And they take a lot of video too. And today, they do it in H.264.
So better video
But
encoding
now,
in iOS
with our
11, which
latest
means less
iPhones and
storage,
iOS 7,
better compression
they
for
get-
4K
We're
video.
using HEVC, which is giving us
Oh, for images
up
as
to
well.
2 times better compression
That's a big
for
improvement.
camera-captured videos.
When we're talking
which
about
means
software,
less
that's a big
storage space
improvement.
used on your device and less space used
That's
in
awesome.
the cloud. And we're applying these same techniques to replace JPEG
Half
capture
the size.
with what we call
Wow, half the
HEIF,
size.
high efficiency image format. It's based on HEVC, and it also
That's big.
provides awesome quality images at half the size on your device.
The shutter bug's going to be fixed. I hope the shutter bug gets fixed. I think it will be able to, Sandria. I hope
And of
so
course,
too, but
you
I
can
think it will be
still
able to.
share completely compatibly with others.
Improved image quality.
Now, with the iPhone 7 Plus, we love taking
Improved
these
low light
beautiful
performance.
portrait photos, and now with iOS
Wow.
11, we can take low light photographs using optical image stabilization, True Tone Flash, HDR. Delivers incredible image quality. And we're taking the depth information that we can capture
Nice.
with 2 cameras and exposing it to developers with a new depth API, which has allowed them to do incredibly fun and artistic photos like this using the depth API. Now, when you're done taking your
Light selfie
photos,
camera.
you go to enjoy them in the Photos app. And one of the ways I love enjoying them is with the Memories feature, because Memories is able to scan my library and find all kinds of fun events, and now it can do more than ever. It uses
Nice.
machine learning to identify things like sporting events, even weddings, anniversaries, memories of your babies. It's really
Man,
great.
iOS 11 is
And
a
when you
great
go to play
update.
those back,
I mean, a lot of these things you would
see
think would
them
be
not
hardware
just in normal
features.
landscape orientation, but now watch them in portrait, taking full advantage of the height of your display. Now, when it comes to live photos, we have some great enhancements as well. So you can now trim your live photos, the video around the still. You can mark any part of the video as your key photo, and so much more. So these are some of the big features in iOS 11. There's one other, which is a major redesign to Control Center. Rather than show it in slides, how about we do a demo?
First
All right,
live
let's
look at
take our
iOS 11
first
here.
Live look. No, I don't want to do that. Let's take our first live look at iOS 11. I'm going to just bring up Control Center as always. And what you'll notice
Wow,
is
so the Control Center looks a lot
is now
different.
a
Look at the
single
Control Center now.
page. Packs all the features
Look at
into
the
a
Control
single
Center.
page. Now, of course, it has simple switches.
Wow,
I'll
that's
just do
interesting.
an orientation lock. It's got a beautiful little animation there for the orientation lock. It has sliders available, so you can adjust volume like this. But it provides greater depth, because with 3D touch in on a slider like this and get access to more controls. And this allows us to pack lots of
So you get 3D touch now
really
on
easily
toggles in the Control
into the
Center.
design. So, you
So pretty
see
much a
we have our
jailbreak
wireless
tweak.
controls. Well, I could just tap on airplane mode. But if
So
I
this is the
3D
new
touch on the
Control Center,
platter,
guys. This
I
is
get
the new
access
Control
to
Center
even
right
more
here
features.
that you're seeing right here.
This is really great with your music, because you can operate them here or jump in for even more information.
That is what the new
So
Control
it's a
Center
really
looks like.
Great new Control Center, and I think you're really going to love it.
That is what new Control Center looks like.
Now,
Looks pretty
we've
interesting.
also taken
I don't
this
know. It looks like a little bit
opportunity
much
to
for Apple.
redesign lock screen
But,
and notification
I'm
center
sure we'll
by
all get
making
used to
them
it.
one. So now, when I'm on my lock screen, if I unlock the device,
Looks like night mode. It does, doesn't
just
it?
like that.
They haven't really announced that
I
yet,
can
though.
actually now swipe back down. I'm actually on my lock screen seeing those notifications, but I can get at all my other notifications just by scrolling up.
Wow.
Like that. It's a really great unification, and you still have access, of course, to your widgets on the left and your
Live
camera on
photos.
the right. Now, let's take a look at photos. These beautiful portrait photos, but also these great live photos. And you know, live photos capture a still, but then also a bunch of video automatically captured around it, and sometimes the best shot wasn't the still.
Interesting.
Well, now, we can go into edit mode.
Interesting.
We can trim this video if we
A
want.
lot of these
but
features
we
in
also
iOS
can
11 are
capture
like, you would think
just
they'd be
the frame
hardware
we
features
want
for a new iPhone.
and make that
That's pretty
our
awesome.
key photo.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel
Now,
about the
we
Control
can do
Center, to
other
be
really
honest.
fun things with
I don't know how,
live photos.
it feels like
Now,
too
here's
much
one
going on to me.
Great shot.
I'm gonna have to see it
Blowing
myself though, and
bubble.
play with it
But wouldn't be
myself
greater,
before I judge
great
it.
If she could just keep blowing that bubble, well now she can.
It's basically just
We
going
actually
through
use
showing live
computer
photos
vision
right now.
to compute a seamless loop around this live photo. It's really fun. And we have another great effect. So here's a fun jump.
That's
in
like the
pool.
Instagram feature, boomerang.
But wouldn't it be better if it bounced? There it is. Now, we can really do some artistic things with live photos as well. So you see, this is a shot where we have still landscape, but then this movement in the water. Now, if you wanted to capture this kind of motion, traditionally you'd have to get a tripod.
So a lot of photo
figure
effects
out how
now.
to configure a long exposure on your high-end
Interesting.
camera. But now, you can actually just go into the effects here and select long exposure and check it out. It's really gorgeous.
Just bought an S8. Oh yeah, I know for sure,
Let's take
Will.
a quick look
For
at
sure.
memories, because you see, memories can now capture things like activities, like scuba diving, can spot your anniversaries, these really touching memories of your children growing up, and most importantly, your pets. Let's play a movie about
Showing the
you
memories
with these
feature,
pets.
which isn't
And what
new
we'll
in
see
iOS 11, but there's a new update to it.
is that we play them, of course, traditionally here in landscape.
They
It's a
definitely do,
great way to
Philip.
watch
They
video.
definitely do.
And of course, Memories is using computer vision to actually identify photos of your pet and pick the best scenes. Now what's great is I can also rotate my phone now into portrait, and it automatically reformats to take full advantage of the height of the display.
Control Center looks awesome. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Control Center. I don't know how
That's
I
a
feel
quick
about
look
it.
At Memories. Now, with Memories, we're using machine learning to help learn more about you and what you're interested in by looking at your photo library. But now in iOS 11, Siri
Talking about
does
Siri
so
now
much
and
more in learning how you're using the
learning that
device.
it does, contextual
So for
learning.
instance, if I'm in Safari here and I'm reading about Iceland, maybe I'm considering taking a trip there. There's Reykjavik as a nice location. Well, now Siri actually on my device spots my interest. So when I go, let's say, into news,
AVS Rock, you can do super chat. If you see on the
Siri
chat down there,
automatically
it's like the little
surfaces
money
for
icon
me
next to the
a
emoji.
recommendation that I might be interested in news
They
about
try to do
Iceland.
that to keep us from
Just
jailbreaking.
tap in, heart this one like this. And if
Yeah,
I
it doesn't
tap
look
into a
like there's any
particular
kind of
article,
significant
you
redesign,
can
like
see it
pretty much
mentions
every
certain
news
locations
source
in Iceland.
posted about.
I think this one is called Snæfellsnes. I hope it's
So-
okay with anyone who speaks Icelandic.
Unless we're missing something,
what's
unless they
great
haven't announced
is now
anything,
Siri
it doesn't
is
look like a
learning this
major
vocabulary and knows it
overhaul
might be something I'm gonna
as
use
far
in
as
my
like
communication in the
aesthetics go.
future. So when I go into messages and start typing a message, and let's say I start typing Reykjavik, well, check it out. It learns that Reykjavik is probably a word.
GIF support?
I might
They haven't
type,
showed that
what
yet.
about- There it is.
Within messages, at least.
Snæfellsnes. Pretty awesome.
Or within the Photos app, I mean.
Now, let's take a look at stickers, because you notice now, right on the bottom
So
of
it's
the
showing all these
display,
stickers
we
now.
have
I'm not
access
too
to
big
all my
into
sticker
stickers like the
packs. I can
Facebook
tap
stickers,
in on the
but
bottom here to my Star Wars
some of you
sticker
may be
pack.
interested in that.
You can tap and slide, say select music, and we now have Apple Pay right here as a messages app. But what's so cool is if I receive a message saying that I owe someone money, well, you
So
notice
it's going
the
down so you
QuickType
guys can
keyboard
see some of these
automatically
images that we may have
surfaces
missed.
Apple Pay as an option.
Talking about
and
maps
picks the
now.
amount out as what I might want to pay.
So that's
I
what
can
the
just
interface looks
tap
like
the
when you
pay
want to
button,
pay somebody through Apple
send,
Pay.
and
That's what the
authenticate
interface looks like
my
right here.
fingerprint, and just like that, I've paid with Apple Pay. And that is a quick demo of iOS 11.
We're talking about maps now.
But wait, there is more. It starts with maps. Now in iOS 10, maps brought beautiful new clarity to
Detailed floor
navigation.
plans
And
for
we're now
malls.
giving you
What?
enhanced information for when you get there to the mall.
You can
So
browse
we have
malls by
detailed
floor.
plans
That's pretty
now
interesting.
of malls,
So basically
place
indoor
cards,
mapping and
directory,
able to see like
search,
what's inside the
and
mall.
We let you browse by floor.
That's pretty cool.
And we're going to be supporting
Oh, for airports,
malls
too.
in all
Nice.
Of these cities out the
You
gate,
get speed
and
limits and lane
hundreds more
guidance
per month
while you're navigating
thereafter.
in a plane.
We're also bringing the support
That is awesome.
to major airports. You can see where security is.
Hey, it
so you can
supports my
plan.
city, Jacksonville. It supports Jacksonville in the first round. Awesome.
Now, we'll be supporting all of
I'll be
these
able to use
airports
that this
to start,
year.
and again, building out more over time. And of course, we have more improvements to navigation. So now in the upper left, you can even see your speed limit. I hope you're paying attention to that. And lane guidance, so you know which lane
Wow,
to be
manager
in to
hype.
make your next move when navigating.
Do not disturb while driving. That's a new feature.
Now,
And
we know in
CarPlay.
addition to navigation, people like to do more with their phones sometimes while driving.
So it's only available for CarPlay though.
Safest
The
solution
do
for
not
doing
disturb while
this
driving.
is CarPlay. Lets you keep your eyes on the road while you're doing things like asking Siri to play music. Well, we wanted to bring this same level of safety to everyone
Wow.
who maybe doesn't have one of the 200
Do not disturb while
models of
driving. That
car
seems pretty
currently
awesome.
support CarPlay. And we're building on the
For
Do
safety
Not Disturb
purposes, of course.
with a new feature we call Do Not Disturb While Driving. And it's all about
Tinder.
keeping your eyes
Yeah, I
on
had
the
to put
road.
Tinder
When
on
you're
there.
driving, you don't need to be responding to these kinds of messages. In
Nice,
fact, you
Johnny.
don't need to see them. So now,
Yeah, Apple Maps looks
when you
a lot
install
better
iOS
now
11,
than it has in the
we're
past.
going to use Bluetooth to
For sure.
understand if you're connected to a car, or even if you don't have Bluetooth, we're going to use Wi-Fi Doppler effect to measure that you're moving in a car. And when you finish that first drive, we're going to suggest, hey, how about we activate Do Not Disturb while driving?
So we have this new user
And when we
interface for you while you're driving, and it's
instead
just a
of
black
seeing all those
screen.
notifications,
That's funny.
We have this new user interface for you.
Next up is HomeKit.
Now, if you're tempted and you try to turn on your phone, you're actually going to receive this little reminder that you're not receiving notifications while you're driving. But of course, you might be sitting in the back seat, in which case you can tell us, I'm not driving, you can get through. But what if you are driving and someone sends you a message? Well, they can now get an automatic response saying, I'll see your message when I get where I'm going. And you can also
Doesn't look like there's
enable
dark mode
select
yet,
people
but
to
it's
break
still not
through
over
if
yet.
it's
And we still may
especially
get it in the
urgent.
second
Give you
beta
peace
as
of mind, you
well.
can get
It may not be in the
contacted,
very first
you can
beta,
reply
so
urgent,
we'll
and
see.
that message will go through. We think this is going to be a real important step in safety in the car.
AirPlay 2, new category speakers. Huh.
Next up, HomeKit. So HomeKit provides a
Moto
secure
Maps?
and private way to automate
I'm not sure what you mean,
all of your
Will.
devices,
Moto
home
Maps?
accessories. And you can do it right inside the Home app and control them here. And also, of course, use your voice with Siri. Now, almost all the major accessory makers are providing
AirPlay
great
2
HomeKit
back from the
accessories
dead.
across all of these categories, from security cameras and door locks
What's up,
to
NYC?
lights and fans. But there's one category really close to our heart that we wanted to add to HomeKit, and that's speakers.
I'm not on the HomeKit bandwagon yet, but this looks pretty cool.
You'll now be able to configure your speakers inside of HomeKit
RIP dark mode.
and access them
Yeah,
via
if you're on
our new
32-bit,
AirPlay
definitely
2
rip to you.
protocol. It builds multi-room audio in
So
throughout
you can play
iOS.
to Apple TV speakers and also control from your Apple TV. Nice.
So you can play music to select speakers throughout your home, right from the Music app. And with Apple Music, we have a
Theme
new
manager.
feature called Shared Up Next. So if you have a friend over and you have a playlist going,
Yeah,
maybe
that's
your
a big
friend wants
hit to
contribute
Sonos.
to that playlist,
You can
well,
basically
they
do what
that
Sonos does now
without
with an
interrupting the
iPhone.
music. You all compile into
HomeKit.
that party playlist. Now, all these speaker makers have announced upcoming support for AirPlay 2, but of course, many of us already own a great AirPlay 2 compatible speaker, and those are the ones connected to our Apple TV.
Blur tweak now.
Because now your Apple TV can be played to from your iPhone or iOS device and Mac anywhere in the home. And of course, if you turn
API
on your
for
Apple
it too,
TV,
nice.
it can control playback home-wide.
Apple Music has a new social
including using
feature.
Siri. And we're providing a great developer
read it all right
API,
there.
so third-party audio apps in iOS can all get in on the multi-room audio fun.
Wow, there's
Next
50%
is
off, $50
Apple
off deal.
Music. Now, last fall, we introduced an all-new design for Apple Music, which brought
27
greater
million
clarity
Apple
and
Pay
simplicity to the
Apple Music customers.
experience.
That's a good amount.
We now have 27 million customers who are really enjoying the curation as well as the personalization.
So it's going to be very similar to
of Apple
Spotify.
Music.
It looks very
Of course,
similar to
a lot of the way
Spotify.
we discover music is to ask one of our friends,
What's up,
what have
Asim?
you been listening to lately?
Hey, Andre.
So now in Apple Music, you'll be
SE
able to
is
find
definitely still
out
relevant for sure.
right inside the application. For all the music served up and for you, you'll see indicators if this is music your friends are listening to, and they can configure their profile either to be public or private and control what playlists they share or whether all the music they share they want to make available to their other
Interesting.
friends. Now for developers, we're also providing a new API, Music Kit for Apple Music.
Where my
This
Siri too
allows
bad.
apps full access
I know,
to
right?
the
I want my
Apple
Siri
Music
to
service, both on device and
ASAP.
from
Guys,
your
I'm
cloud
literally
service.
going to go get the new iMac
And
today.
you can do a tremendous
Like,
amount with
I'm not
this. Now,
sure. I
another
mean, the
key
store should have it,
is to
right?
bring
Yeah.
exercise
I'm probably going to go get the
playlists
new
using
iMac
full
today.
Apple Music catalog,
I did not
with
expect that at
Anchor.
all.
Anyone
I did
can
not
be a
plan that at all. I'm
DJ
just
using
thinking about it
all
right
40
now.
million songs, and Shazam can automatically
But I'm going to be
add
getting that new
songs
iMac today.
to
So
your
expect an
collection that it
unboxing of the new
identifies.
iMac, like
Do you know, one of the
probably
biggest
tomorrow.
stories
Maybe if not today, later today.
For iOS 11 is about the App Store.
I don't even know why I'm watching, probably to see how
To give
jealous
you
I'll be.
Big news with the App Store. I'd like to hand it off to Phil Schiller. Thank you.
Thank you, Craig. Well, good morning, everyone.
I know, right? iOS 11, I
From the
mean,
way
maybe it
back
was just
to-
too
come on,
hyped.
Good morning, everyone.
I hope this doesn't happen for the iPhone
Yes.
8 too. I really hope this doesn't happen for the iPhone 8.
I am so excited to be able to talk to you this morning about the App Store.
Phil Schiller,
the
man.
App Store is turning 9 years old.
There were so many
and it
rumors
is
about the
going
big
so
overhaul
well.
with iOS 11. So many people reported that. So many
500
reputable
million
sources
weekly
reported
visitors
that.
to the App Store who come to see your amazing apps and to download
Yeah,
them.
Apple did
They've
kind of
now
disappoint me
downloaded
too. I mean,
over
it's not really their fault
180
though. You know, these rumors kind of
billion
just got us
apps to date.
overhyped.
That's incredible. That does not include auto re-downloads and updates. Amazing. And just recently we passed $70 billion paid out to developers.
App Store biggest news. I think the biggest news so far is the iMac for sure. The new
30%
iMacs.
of that in the last
That is like the
year
most exciting
alone.
thing for me.
The apps are incredible, and customers are
One of
doing
the hardest
things
firmwares to
that none
jailbreak,
of us
probably.
had ever imagined.
Probably.
Like this. These are
Not even
people
one of probably the
in
hardest.
Hong Kong playing Pokemon Go.
Of course,
Pokemon
Alex.
Go is
It's
from
already been
Niantic. It was
announced.
one of the big hits from last year, and there've been a lot
Set
of
up a
big
dark
hits
mode,
last
I'm gonna
year
say.
from big developers and indie developers alike.
I know, right?
But together, the developers and Apple, we've made this the best app platform.
It looked
in the
like dark
world.
mode. Like if we looked
So
at the
thank
control
you.
center, you could like see. Hold on. when we looked at the control center, you could see like it looked like a dark mode. Like when they pulled up the control center and showed all those buttons there, that looked like a dark mode. Even people in the stream said it looked like a dark mode. But then when you went to the settings panels and things like that, nothing looked like dark mode. So I mean, it could just be waiting to get announced, maybe on a later beta, maybe just the final release, maybe the iPhone 8, like it was rumored. So I don't know. I wouldn't go and say that there's not going to be a dark mode just yet because I think it's still too early to say that. But it is kind of disappointing not to see him mention anything about a dark mode during talking about iOS 11. So
yeah. I'm sure you're well aware that the majority of apps
calling
are
it
now
into the dark
reviewed
mode
in
here.
under
City will be
24
downloaded
hours,
in the
many
App
in
Store.
just 1 to 2 hours.
People do still play Pokemon Go, believe it or not. Yes,
We have a lot
people still
more
play
coming
Pokemon Go. A
for
lot
the
of people.
remainder of the year. I've highlighted a bunch of
A lot of
things
people still
here.
play Pokemon
I'll just
Go.
point out one of them. You can read some of your favorite things out there. A big request from developers is called phased releases. That when you
Complete redesign of the App Store. So the App Store is getting a complete redesign. Look at that. That looks completely different.
When you submit an app, you can choose.
Yeah, that
if
does
you
look
want it to
completely
be
different.
phased
So
over time, so it doesn't hit your infrastructure all at once.
So yeah, I guess
And you can see
the
how
App Store is probably the
customers
thing
are responding to
that got the
update.
biggest improvement
So
of
it's
anything
really
in
great
iOS
feature for you
11
to take
as far
advantage
as
There are a lot of things
biggest
coming
change.
this year, but there is one
Besides the
that
control
is
center. The control center is probably the
incredibly
biggest, but
gigantic. And that is we're going to do something that we've never done before in the 9 years of the App Store. We're going to completely redesign it. A brand new App Store. It is absolutely beautiful.
I don't know how I feel about that, Vincent. I mean,
The App Store starts.
I don't know. I'm
with a
surprised, but
brand
I'm
new
not
tab
surprised at the
called
same time.
Today. Did you remember?
That's like
back
that's why
the
we shouldn't
first
put so
time you
much
started
into these
downloading
rumors. I
apps?
mean, they're rumors
You
for a
used the
reason.
App
They're
Store,
rumors. It's
and it was
not
so
like
much
it's
fun
gonna
to go
happen.
in
It's just
every
that it
single
could
day and
happen.
discover
So
the new apps that were appearing.
can't really get too upset
And
about
that's
it.
an amazing feeling. And we're bringing that back again with this
You
brand new
put
tab.
in-app
called
purchases
Today.
directly on the
A whole
App
new
Store.
way to
Oh wow,
discover
that's interesting.
apps. It's a place where we can
So now you're gonna be able to
feature
have
the
in-app
apps we all
purchases
love
on the App
and
Store to purchase
stories
like
about the
separately.
developers who
That's pretty
created
cool.
them. It's going to be
That's
such
pretty
a
coll
great place for customers to discover your apps
And
every single
nothing
day.
about group FaceTime that
There's
I've
another new
seen.
tab.
They're still talking about iOS though,
the
so
biggest
it
area
could
of the
still
App Store
come.
has its own dedicated space now. So for all of us who love gaming and finding the best featured games
Man, the
of
App Store
day,
looks completely
seeing
different in
charts about
iOS
gaming,
11.
this is
Everything
now a
about the
place
App
to
Store looks
go
different.
to experience all that's happening with games.
Excuse me.
And not only can we feature games, but for
Redesigning
the first time
one
in the App
app,
Store, we
I
can
know.
feature in-app
I know.
purchases as well. A big part of your business.
Now the people that
is
released
now
the
there in
rumors
the
are going
App
to say,
Store,
yeah,
so
we didn't
next
say it was
time,
going to be a complete
a brand
overhaul,
new
just a complete
level,
overhaul of
a
one
brand new
app.
character.
Man, look how much different the
Customers
App Store
can see
looks
them
right there.
in the
Look
App
at the
Store,
stars, look
click
at the
on them, and
price,
start
look
the
at the
process to get
number,
them right away.
the editor's choice
And
piece
since
right there.
Games have their own
It looks
tab,
so
now
much better
apps
than new
have
App Store
their own
does.
tab.
Look at that
This is
right there.
everything that we love about
It looks
apps
so much more
besides
clean.
games with dedicated features and charts all there for customers.
That looks a
to
lot
enjoy.
better.
And every app and every game, of course, has its own
I wish that
product
could have been
page
like
in the store.
settings or the
These are
phone
more
app or
beautiful
something
than
more
ever,
useful, but I still think
engaging
it looks a
with
lot better.
incredible videos.
The
You're
App Store
gonna
looks
love
pretty cool
all the
there.
features on your product pages.
I really
and
like the
sessions
number.
here
It
at
shows the number on the
WWDC
chart it is.
to
I think
learn
that's
how to
really
take
cool.
advantage of all those great new app page features. These are just
We,
some of the new
yeah,
things
I
in
kind
the
of
all-new
expected
App Store.
something to happen with the
Today
music app
tab,
too.
new
We
Games
still could
tab,
see
new
that.
Apps tab.
They may
We'd
bring
love
somebody
to
up
show
like
it
Jimmy
to you
Iovine
live
for
the
that,
very first time.
but we'll
So
see.
please welcome Anti Product Marketing Manager.
They will
App
release
Store
iOS
to the
11
stage. And
today.
Thanks, Phil. I'm so
Luke already
excited
jailbroke
to
iOS
show you
11.
the new App Store. So let's get to it. I'm going to open the store, and I land right here on the Today tab, the new front of the App Store that updates every day. The first thing I see is our
I like
top
iOS
story.
10 better, Lisa. I don't know. I like
World
iOS 10 better than
premiere of
iOS
Monument
9.
Valley 2 is finally here.
I want to go back and look at this again.
Let's check it out by tapping on the card. This opens a story view where we can learn more about the game and what makes it so great.
All right,
Looks like
Steven.
This is going to be
Take
even
care,
more
man.
beautiful than the first. I can watch videos that show me what the gameplay is like. And here's a cool quote from Dan Gray at Us2 Games about what inspired them.
Apple News
Share the
inside
story with a
of the
friend,
App Store.
And what's incredible is that we can actually all download this today, only on the App Store.
Interesting.
Let's see what else is happening today. What have we got here? Oh,
So they're showing
here's
a demo
how-to
now.
guide about Visco. I use this app all the time. Let's check it out. This is packed full of useful tips. So even if you have an app already, you still might learn something new. Like,
Yeah, they can
I didn't
definitely
know
still
you could
announce
use
the,
it to
the
make
file
animated
file
GIFs
manager, or
or
whatever it's going to
GIFs.
be. There's still a lot to talk about with
Anyway,
iOS.
you can make them. I just scroll back up and pull down on the card, and I'm back in the feed.
I already have the iPhone
Every
universe
day there's a new
jailbroken.
app of the day, and a new game of the day, and the daily list. These are great because they're focused on a theme or a goal, like meditation. I've actually been trying some of these out to get ready for this, and
Interesting.
it's totally working. If I'm busy and miss a day, I can scroll down and see stories from earlier in the week. So that's the Today tab. If I
All right,
only wanna
Philip,
see
take care.
games, now I can go to the new Games tab. This is huge. Let's check it out. Up at the top, I can see the biggest new releases or just what the game editors are playing this week. If I scroll down, I can watch
Yeah, so I
a
mean,
bunch
the
of
App
game
Store, the
reviews.
redesign is pretty cool, but
And it's not just
I mean,
previews,
I don't know.
also
We
tips
expected so
and
much more. We
gameplay
expected a
videos
lot
by
more
editors
redesign of
too.
apps that we actually.
I
I mean, we
scroll
use the
down, I
App
can
Store, but
see
not like
charts
every day, and it's not
that
like a
only
crucial
feature
part of our
games, so it's
everyday
really easy to
usage
see
of the
what
phone.
most
So
popular games are
I don't know about
separate
that.
from apps.
You missed pretty much everything,
Now
Nielsen.
I can browse by game categories too.
Amazon App
This
Store,
page
App
is
of the
just
Day,
packed
new
full of
ideas.
recommendations. This
Check out Vega
artsy game
Leaks
looks
by
fun.
Apple.
Let's
That
check
was
it out.
hilarious.
I'm going to tap on the icon, and it opens up a redesigned app page. It's more beautiful
What do you mean by
and
that?
more useful. I can watch more videos that show me how fun this is. And this
I mean, I don't see how
badge
this needs a
tells
big
me
demo,
It
really.
was named Editor's Choice.
I don't know why this
If I
needs such
scroll
an
down,
extensive
I can
demo.
see ratings and reviews front and
I mean, we can
center,
see the new
so
App
I can
Store.
see what other customers think before
I understand it's
making a choice.
redesigned and everything,
Like
but
this review. It tells me this game
let's
is
move
great
on
for
to the file
killing time.
manager and some of the other stuff like
Thanks,
that.
Furious Potato Face.
The Apple Store is probably still
For all
closed.
the
The Apple Store is
incredible
probably going
apps
to
on the
stay
store,
closed
there's a
until
new
after this
tab
event
too,
ends.
The Apps tab. Let's go there.
I can check if it's closed
It
right
shares
now.
the same great design as the Games tab, but
Oops,
with a
not that.
focus just on apps. So that was just the first day on the new
Yep,
App
it's still
Store.
down.
Now you can see why we're so excited to have a beautiful new place to share apps and games.
The Apple
we
Store is
love
still
with you.
down. There's what it looks
Back to
like.
you, Phil.
When you open up the Apple application, Apple Store is still down.
Thank you,
When it
Ann.
comes back up, it's going to have the new
So that's your
Macs. It's going to
first
have the
glimpse of an
new
entirely new App
MacBooks.
Store.
It's
We
going to
hope you
have
love it. Hope
all their new
customers
products
love
that
it.
they announced
Visit
today
it every
in the
single
App
day to
Store.
download
So
your incredible
that's pretty
apps.
interesting.
And that's it for the App Store. Back to you, Craig.
Thank you, Phil.
Use it only for an example at
App Store is
WWDC.
just fantastic. So those
Imagine if they say they will
are some of the
support
new
jailbreaking.
features
They
in
support
iOS
jailbreaking now.
11, but of course, there's also core technologies. Now, Metal 2 and HEVC are coming to iOS as
Metal
well.
2 and HVAC.
But there's more, and it starts with machine learning.
First thing to do, delete
Now,
Games tab.
You've seen the way we've used machine learning throughout the
I
experience.
know, right, Fear?
Apple Watch, for instance, and
I know,
predictive
right?
Siri watch face. We use it on the iPad.
I
for
still think we
palm
could see some
protection
sort of
when you're
dark
writing with
mode,
Apple Pencil.
like once the final version's
Of course,
released.
We use it to
I
extend
still
your
think we could
battery
see
life
it.
by predicting how you're going to use your device. And you've seen it throughout photos with memories and face recognition. Well, now for all of you developers, we want to make powerful machine learning easy for you to incorporate in your apps. And we're doing it via
Talking
a
about
set
machine
of
learning a
new
lot
APIs.
during this,
Starts with
as
the Vision
expected in
API, which provides
2017.
face tracking, face detection, landmarks, all of these core features we
Face
use
tracking, face
inside of
detection,
our apps.
text detection.
And a natural language API that provides capabilities like tokenization and named entity recognition. Now, these are all
I mean, the
built
biggest
on
change I think in
core
iOS 11
ML.
was the control center. Like
Core
the thing I'm going to
ML
notice the most in
provides
iOS 11 that's changed has got to be the
high-performance
control center.
implementations of deep neural networks.
And it looks a
recurrent
lot
neural
different.
networks, convolutional
It
neural
looks a
networks,
lot
support
different in
vector
iOS 11.
machines. And they allow you to take models that you've built with any of these popular third-party tools, and using our machine learning
And
model
Mr. Steelers, you
converter,
should just sell it and get a
execute them with
5S or an
tremendous
SE.
performance on device. That gives you all the data privacy benefits and all of the carefully tuned compatibility with all of our platforms. And the
I know,
performance
right?
really
All right,
is
Sludge, take care.
incredible. You look at this
No,
benchmark
it's not the
of
App Store,
Perception
Steve. It's the
V3.
Apple
It's a
Store.
popular
The
photo
Apple Store, like where you buy
recognition
iMacs and buy
benchmark.
MacBooks.
iPhone is
That's the store that's
6
down, not the
times
App Store.
faster than Google Pixel and the Samsung S8 using Core ML.
iOS 11 sucks. You haven't even used it yet. How can you say it sucks?
Next, I'd like to turn to AR.
This is just another
Now,
example of why you
with
shouldn't put all your
multi-touch,
hope into rumors.
We've really changed the
It's just
way
going to set you up
we
for
interact with the
disappointment.
world on the screen of your iPhone. And with the
Austin,
camera,
I don't know about the
you
control center.
capture
My first
the world
opinion, my first
around
thought
you.
on the control center was
But
that
when
I
you
didn't
bring
like
these
it.
things together,
My first thought was that I
results
didn't
can
like
actually
it,
be
but
quite
it's still
profound.
hard for me to say
Now, it's
without
called
actually using
augmented
it. So,
reality, and we have a new core technology
comment section,
called
please. You did.
AR Kit to bring it to all of you.
Am I gonna
I'd like
upload
to
this
show
on
it to you
video
in a demo
after?
now.
Probably not revoked. Probably not, just because I had the audio playing and everything. But I don't know.
We've all seen a lot of carefully edited vision videos on this topic recently, but in this case, I'd like to show you something for real. So what we see here is an iPhone.
You know, this announcement and everything that they're
using its
announcing is
camera,
only going to be a
but
disappointment to
using
anybody that
computer
looked at
vision, it's
rumors.
actually able
If,
to
I mean, if you didn't look at
identify
rumors and you didn't know what
surfaces, such as this
what the rumors
table,
were saying was
and I
coming, you
can
wouldn't be
actually just
disappointed.
add
So,
an object. This is a
don't know.
developer application, a test application that you'll all be getting code for that allows you to do these things. Now, this is just a virtual
oh
object
wow, that's pretty cool.
on this table.
Now, it's AR. It looks like augmented reality, which is what I predicted was going to come in
steam
iOS
there
11.
coming off the cup. Now I can add other objects to the scene.
So I
and
just
these
put
things
like a
can actually
virtual.
interact. Let's
You can
add
see
a
it on the
lamp.
screen right there. That virtual coffee
And I
cup
want
they
you
just
to
put
watch when I
down.
turn the lamp up.
That's pretty cool.
The dynamic shadows here. I'm going to move the cup.
What's
and
up,
watch how
Dustin?
the
You missed
shadow
pretty much everything.
moves in relationship to the light here. It's really pretty incredible. Now, I can add additional objects.
What do you mean you're not
Let's
going
add
to
a base
update?
to this
iOS
scene.
11 is going to be better than
Isn't that
iOS
just
10
incredible?
for
You guys are
sure.
actually in the
But
shot here.
obviously, only update if you don't want to jailbreak
With
or
these
anything.
objects all in augmented
I love the
reality. So it
iMac
gives you a
Pro.
little
I'm
bit
getting
of
the
an
iMac
idea
Pro
of the
100%.
technology involved. It's really
100%.
pretty incredible. Now,
What's up, Jared?
how do we do it? Well, AR Kit provides fast and stable motion tracking, and it uses all of the sensors and the camera on your device to do this.
Yeah, I don't
It
know.
actually
I mean, I can
finds
live without dark
planes
mode
and
too because it's
floors
not.
and
It's more of like
tables.
a just a
It's able
look
to
thing.
estimate
It doesn't really,
ambient light,
you know,
which
make
helps
you
us
more
with the
productive or
rendering,
anything.
and also helps
But,
with scale. You notice that cup.
But like I said, I
Hit
still
the
think it
table,
could
look at
get
the size
included
of
in
a cup,
iOS 11. I
not
don't
the
think
size of
it's.
an elephant.
I think it
And
could be coming with the
we've brought
iPhone 8,
integration into all kinds
and then
of
maybe for
third-party
all the
frameworks
devices
to help
after
you with
that.
your rendering.
Yeah,
The
I'm pretty sure
implementation is
everybody looked at
possible
rumors. It's hard
because
not to
we're
look
able
at
to take
rumors
advantage of the
and
awesome
get all
hardware
hyped
in
about
iOS
it.
devices, the cameras, the high-performance
It's almost
CPU
impossible
and
if you're
GPU,
into
and the
this type
motion
of thing at all.
sensors. And when you bring the software together with these
Yeah, it was supposed to be a
devices,
significant
we
update. It
actually have
was for sure.
Hundreds of millions of iPhones and
Really,
iPads
Lisa? That's interesting.
that are going to be capable of AR. And in fact, that's going
Hi,
to
Sierra.
make overnight AR Kit.
You're going to be able to download
largest
iOS 11 beta
platform in
after the
world.
stream ends.
We've had some third parties.
You missed pretty much everything, Robert.
At AR Kit, and they
You missed the new iMacs, the new
totally excited,
MacBooks,
and we are just blown away by
and then
what
iOS
they've been
11.
able to accomplish. IKEA, of course, is placing furniture everywhere, and it's really super awesome. But check this out. What
There's
you
a
can do
lot
with
of stuff new in
Batman
iOS
Lego.
11,
I
like
mean,
a
how fun
lot
is
of
this?
things
Right
new
on
in
the
iOS
table,
11.
a
Just
Lego
not, you wouldn't
with a
like
live
see it visually.
Lego
It's not like a
Batman.
big overhaul
And
like the
you
app
can
icons and things like
explode
that.
the,
But a lot of the new
Lego
features in
like
iOS
you could
11
never
are
do
like
in the
stuff you
real
would expect
world.
to be hardware
Pan
features,
around
which is
it
really
and
impressive.
interact with Batman
I think a
right
lot of
there.
you guys
It's
are
really
undervaluing
awesome.
iOS
And then
11
Pokemon
right
Go.
now. But
We've
once
all
you see
seen
the
it before.
videos of
Check it
people
out
showing
with
off
AR
iOS
Kit.
11 like myself,
The
when I make
Pokemon
a
is
video
so
showing, you know,
real.
the
It's
top
right
features in
there
iOS
on the
11,
ground.
you're going to
As
be
the
pretty
ball
pleased with
bounces,
it, I think.
It actually bounces right there in the real
We
environment.
need Steve Jobs back.
It's AR like you've never seen it before. Now,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, to be honest, on my jailbroken device, I don't even use dark mode.
That I think you just really need
I know.
to see
I
live.
know.
Now, Wingnut
I really
AR
don't, though.
is director Peter Jackson's new production company. It's
Only be
dedicated
available in
to
the Notes
producing AR
application on the
content.
biggest iPad,
We all know Peter
11.3.
Jackson from his incredible cinematic work on movies like the Lord of the Rings series, but he's now
We're talking about
really
AR
excited about
now.
AR. And to show you what
More
he
about
has
AR.
in the works, I'm thrilled to introduce Wingnut AR's creative director, Alistair Cool. Alistair.
I appreciate that, Javier. Pokemon Go, really? Yeah, I know. I have noticed that less people have started clapping now.
We're really
a lot of
excited
people are
share
like starting
exclusive
already
sneak
to write
peek at something
everything.
We've been working on. With AR Kit, you don't need any special equipment or tracking markers. It just works.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing
Advanced
a
search
video on the
with
best
AR.
features of
Let's take
iOS
a look.
11 for sure, for sure. I'm probably gonna be talking about the new Macs too. I'm gonna be getting, like I said, I'm gonna be getting the new.
And since this is augmented reality,
Let me mute this for a second. You guys don't care about this part, but yeah, I'm gonna be getting the new iMac today. I'm going to the Apple Store today to get the new iMac. I literally just bought this iMac that I'm streaming on 3 days ago. Not even kidding. 3 days ago, I bought this iMac, and now I'm gonna go return it and get the new one that just came out today. It's coming out today. And then in December, the iMac Pro is going to be released. And then in December, which is when it comes out, I'm going to trade in the one I'm going to be getting later today in for that one. I'm going to be selling it because I can't actually trade it in, but I'm going to be selling it to get that one. So super exciting for iMacs because, like I said, the last iMac was in late 2015. That was the last time an iMac came out. So that's the most exciting thing of this whole announcement for me. I know it's not going to be for everybody. Not everybody wants an iMac, but yeah, that was what I got super pumped on.
Looks like some Raiders are attacking.
iOS 11 is obviously going to be a disappointment to some people, and it's going to be a nice welcome change for a lot of other people. So I think you should take a look at some of the videos that come out later today and tomorrow, talking about the new features before you judge it. Yeah, AR looks pretty cool. I'm so interested in AR and VR, both. So I'm super excited for AR and VR with the iPhone. I think it's about time. I think it should have been on the iPhone 7, but I can't be mad.
Airship battles like this in your own living room. Oh, I think they're going to regret attacking this outpost.
Yeah, review. I'm going to be having a video later today talking about the new features in iOS 11. So
and another one down.
Make sure to stay tuned to that video. You and everybody else in here as well. I'm going to be going over all of the new features in iOS 11 today. If it doesn't get uploaded today, tonight, then it's probably going to be tomorrow.
But our heroes are limping away to fight another day.
Lower the volume for what, Gerardo?
So that's one of the things we've been up to at Wingnut AR.
I figured they would redesign the OS, but it looks the same. Yeah, it does, besides the control center. I mean, I think we all pretty much believe the rumors because it did come from multiple people. But
hundreds of millions of people.
So here are the features. Here's some of the features in iOS 11. You can see them right there on that picture.
Look out for an AR experience from us in the App Store.
Right there on that picture.
Thank you.
That's a lot of the new features in iOS 11 right there. So you can see there's a lot of features, but it's a lot of those small things, it seems like. Small improvements, like NFC reader mode, SOS on iPhone, password autofill. Wait, SOS on iPhone's finally coming? Wow, that used to be only available in India, so now it's actually coming. That's interesting. One-handed keyboard, carrier data usage, screen recording. Screen recording, wait, I didn't see anything about screen recording. You guys see that? iOS 11 screen recording. It shows right there, screen recording.
So that's our update.
I didn't even see anything about announcing screen recording.
Tim, thank you.
That's interesting. If this would stop refreshing and going up, you guys could see it. But it says right there on that picture, screen recording.
iOS 11 is absolutely
wow. Okay, I'm going to definitely have to learn more about that and cover that in the video as well. So it looks like you may not need an app anymore for screen recording. We'll see though. 5S support iOS 11? Probably.
The important part of the iOS story is, of course, iPad.
Screen recording? Yeah, I know. Still no group FaceTime.
iPad has completely changed.
They're still talking about iOS, so I guess there's still a possibility, but I feel like they would have already talked about it.
And create. It's truly
He's talking about the iPad Pro now.
Piece of glass that transforms into anything you want.
I download iOS 11 beta.
We've been pushing the boundaries on iPad, and today
no dark mode doesn't look like yet. It doesn't look like yet.
Before.
Oh, so they're about to announce 2 iPads.
To invite up Jaws. Jaws?
2 new iPads. So we got new MacBooks, we got new iPads or iMacs, and now new iPads.
Thank you, Tim.
iPad Pro, the all-new iPad Pro.
I'm excited to talk to you today about.
All right, interesting. So we expected a new iPad today as well, especially with the leaks, like with the wallpapers and things like that.
It completely redefined what you could do with your iPad, along with your incredible.
The new iPad Pro has a 10.5-inch display, basically the same size body.
Professional design and illustration.
So it sounds like it's going to have less bezels then.
Architecture, engineering, and so much more.
Let's see a picture of that.
What can be real in your world.
I haven't bought an iPad since the iPad Mini 2, so I'm probably going to be getting a new iPad.
There's a 13-inch and a 9.7-inch.
So here's what it looks like. The new iPad.
Is our most popular model. It has a screen large enough to get your work done. But
man, this thing keeps refreshing so much.
Allows you to take it
so it does have shrunk bezels, so less bezels. Fits 10.5-inch screen into a small body. Bezels are 40% smaller and weighs 1 pound. Wow, so that could be a sign of the iPhone 7 or the iPhone 8. If they're putting less bezel on an iPad,
this is a new iPad.
That could be a sign for the iPhone 8 that it's going to have less bezel as well. That's a good sign.
It's the first iPad Pro with a larger 10.5-inch.
That is a great sign.
Now, why 10.5-inch? Well, for one, it's a lot larger. It's
no group FaceTime yet.
9.7-inch. But we are able to reduce the borders by nearly 40%, which allows
They
us
did
to
just announce it, Alexis.
incredibly compact design that still weighs just 1 pound. And of course, 10.5 inch also allows us to do some other things.
Full-size
It's
keyboard,
the perfect size
smart keyboard,
to allow us to display
screen
full-size
keyboard. So it's going to be a full-size on-screen smart keyboard. Both get new displays.
It's also the perfect size to allow us to have a full-size smart keyboard as well. And when we deliver the smart keyboard, we're going to have support for more than 30 languages at launch, including
So it's true tone display, wide color
for the very
gamut,
first time,
ultra low
Japanese
reflectivity,
JIS
600
keyboard.
nits of brightness, HDR video, and a new feature called Pro Motion.
Now, iPad Pro has always had the best displays in the industry, and both sizes are going to get really incredible new
Everything
displays
gets a name.
today. They're the best displays that we've ever made. They're packed with incredible features like True Tone for automatic white balance, P3 wide color gamut for the best color, ultra low reflectivity, the best in the industry.
I don't know what I think about the control center yet. I'm going to have to play with it myself to see. But my first thought was that I didn't really like it. I thought it was too much. It was very un-Apple looking. Didn't look like something Apple would do. But I'll have to see.
Truly awesome displays. But our biggest breakthrough is a feature.
Full-size on-screen keyboard is actually a pretty nice feature.
Well, we were able
So we now have a faster response rate of 120 hertz.
And dramatically improve our display performance.
iOS 11 beta will be out after
Typically,
this
up until
keynote.
Today, mobile displays have refreshed at 60 hertz, means they update their content.
Apple hasn't
60
plateaued
times
at all.
every second.
They're still going up
Well, on
in
the
revenue
new
every year.
iPad Pro, we've doubled that maximum refresh rate.
Unless you're talking about
to
from
an incredible
design standpoint and
120
everything.
hertz. So what does that mean to you? It means that all of your motion content on your screen is going to be smoother, crisper, more responsive. Now, this is something you have to really
Apple
touch
knows that
and
we
feel
want a dark
yourself
mode, they just don't want us to
appreciate
have
because
it.
our projection system
I don't know
is
why
just
not. I
capable
mean, they
of
could be just waiting for the
refresh
iPhone 8.
rates. But I'll tell you, the difference is dramatic. And when you scroll,
They can also dynamically adjust refresh rate based on what you're looking
now, the
at.
higher refresh
That's pretty
rate
interesting.
also means that it works even better with the Apple Pencil. We already have the industry-leading performance for drawing and writing with the Apple Pencil, but with ProMotion, it gets even better. It's more responsive, and it reduces our latency to an industry-best 20 milliseconds.
So there's what it looks like. There's what the new iPads look like. The new iPad Pro.
So drawing is incredibly fluid, and even
It does have the A10X Fusion chip for the processor. To answer your question, who asked that? Cupcake, you asked that? Yep, A10X Fusion chip as a processor, which is nice. 6-core CPU, 3 of which are high performance 12-core GPU. Wow.
This is a really big
Pretty
breakthrough
powerful.
for both display quality as well as for power savings. So when you have fast-moving content, they can update quickly.
30% faster CPU over the A9X, 40% faster graphics. Pretty good numbers.
Still image. This allows us to save a lot of energy.
$1,200 iPhone.
So hopefully you see why these are not just the best displays that we've ever made, but we think they're the most advanced displays on the planet. Next, let's talk about performance. iPad is
Got a
already
blank
best in
image
class
here.
for performance.
What's up with that?
But
There
we're
we
not
go.
resting on our laurels. These are the fastest we've ever created.
So
Inside
6-core
them, they're powered by
CPU.
the A10X Fusion chip. The A10X has a 6-core
So yeah, a lot quicker
CPU,
than the
3
A9X chip.
high-performance cores, 3 high-efficiency cores, all automatically managed by the Apple Performance Controller. It also has a
What's up, James?
12-core GPU. This is a
All right, so they're going to be
powerhouse.
demoing the
And it
Pro
delivers
Photo editing app now,
30%
which
faster
probably
CPU performance
0% of you guys
over
care
our
about.
already industry-leading A9X and 40% faster graphics performance.
Who's here watching this on the iPhone 5S?
Amazing job over the years with the performance improvements and the results.
Exactly, AJ.
staggering. They're delivering an industry-leading graphics performance that's more than 500 times the original iPad from just.
So still just demoing this photo app. Nothing
But of
too
course,
interesting
numbers
for the
only tell
majority.
part of the story. To demonstrate the
Oh yeah, you have the
performance
option to
of the
jailbreak.
A10X and the new
Goodbye.
iPad Pro,
Could you
I'd like
imagine
to
if they said
invite
that and you
Ash
just dropped the
Houston
mic?
Of Sarah
Go
to give you
jailbreak
a
your phone
demo of
now.
the new Pro Photo editing app.
That
called
crowd would
Affinity
go
Photo.
nuts.
Ash?
Everybody would go nuts.
Thanks, Jules. So I'm thrilled today to be able to show you the iPad version of Affinity Photo. This is a truly high-end professional photo editing tool. And on this
No,
latest
iOS
iPad
11
Pro,
is going to be released
we
after
achieve
this
levels of
keynote.
performance which is simply unattainable.
How would this work with the iPhone 7? What do you mean, Trishant? How would what work with the iPhone 7?
Movie poster. I've already set up a few
Man, that
layers.
is an awesome picture right there. Look at that picture.
I've got a turbulent sea.
That is an awesome picture of that new
iPad. The first thing you'll
iPad.
notice when you're using this is that as you're kind of moving layers around, rotating,
What's up, man, bro?
or even just sort of
When do you think they'll
panning,
release the beta?
zooming around your work,
After this
I'm
keynote,
seeing all of
immediately
this now
after.
at 120 frames a second, so it just feels incredibly
100
smooth.
times better. Please do an unboxing for the
But
new
when you come
iMac.
to
I think I'm
edit
going to,
layers,
AJ. I think I will do an unboxing since it is new. I didn't do an unboxing for this one because it wasn't new, but I will do one for the new iMac for sure.
PC. And I'll show you what that means. On this C, I'm going to apply a 12 filter.
Nobody said
And
Peggy
look,
was
just with
dropping a
my
jailbreak,
finger,
Jason.
I can kind of push this C around. I can even just like flick a wave right over the side of the ship. It's a totally new way to kind of interact with your designs. And actually everything's this fast. So let's say I wanted to set this ship on fire, for example. I've got this fire.
Nope, no dark mode
I can
yet.
move this over the back of the ship, but to make that
Not
look
yet.
more realistic,
I mean, they're talking about the iPad now, so I'd imagine they're probably not going to announce the dark mode. I wouldn't count on dark mode getting announced.
And I get an instant preview of all of the different blend modes. So it makes it really, really easy to select the right blend mode that I want. Now, of course,
it's going to be a
everything I've done so
developer
far,
beta.
I've
It's not going to be
touched,
public beta
but with
yet.
iPad Pro, we have
It's
the
going to be
best stylus
developers.
that's ever been made. And we can do some great stuff with Apple
Will the new
Pencil too.
OS be
A
perfectly
really good
fit with the
example
iPhone
of
7?
that
Of
is
course,
our lighting
Trishant. Yeah,
filter.
it will.
So here I choose lighting. I'll make that a bit bigger. And look, I can actually control now the
Developer,
angle and the tilt of that light using Apple Pencil. There's no latency whatsoever, so it's a really immersive way.
You don't want to hear
work.
this, Kameka. It's nothing. And they're
Now,
literally
at the
just
start,
talking
I was
about a photo
creating
editing
a
app.
movie poster, and in fact, what I'm actually doing is creating a pirate movie poster. So now I need a pirate.
That's just background
I've got
noise.
Captain Jack Sparrow here. But at the moment, of course, he's on the wrong.
You think
background.
only?
So what
I don't
I'm
know.
just
I don't know
cutting
about the
out,
control
and I'm gonna
center.
use some
I'm
selection
not
tools
too
to do
sold
that.
on it.
So to start with, I'm just going to do, and you can see how quick it is to do a really quick selection.
It could
with
be a
pencil
surprise, but
to sort of snap around the edges. But of course, with selections, what often happens is you need to do a much more accurate selection around hair, and to do that, we're going to do a selection refinement. This is something that takes a huge amount of CPU power, but on this latest iPad, it's twice as fast as ever before. And you can see pretty much instantly, I get a selection down to individual strands of hair.
Pretty nice.
And that's it. That's my poster complete. A professional-looking.
It's going to be developer beta, as I've said.
On a device that I can hold in my hands. It's really incredible. I really think that iPad
A lot of things have been released, Finlay. A lot of things
Affinity Photo
have been announced, I should
game-changing
say.
experience for professional photo editing, and the best thing of all is that
You didn't get to see the control
experience
center?
it now.
Let me see if
So
I
I'm
could.
delighted
Let me
to
see if I can
announce
show you the
that
control center on
Affinity
here.
Photo for iPad is available on the App Store from today. Thank you.
Let's see.
Wow. Thank you.
I'm gonna show you what the
That's
control center
amazing
looks like for those that
performance.
missed
Again,
it.
especially for a device that's so thin and light.
If it can
A
come up
simple
here.
1-pound package you can take with you everywhere you go. And what's also cool is, despite all this performance, the new iPad Pro
All right,
still
here's the new
delivers
control center.
Same
Oops,
all-day,
where did it
10-hour
go?
battery life that our
There's
iPad
the new
uses
control
well.
center.
Next, let's talk about cameras.
Hold
the new
on.
iPad Pro features the latest camera system from our iPhone 7. That means the same high-performance 12 megapixel sensor with optical image stabilization. And it has the ability to even capture and, of course, edit 4K.
So that's what the
video
control
on
center
go.
looks like.
Absolutely
I think it's
fantastic
3D
cameras.
touched on those icons. I'm not
Front-facing
sure.
cameras from the iPhone 7
This
as well, with all of its great
it keeps
features,
updating.
like
So
wide color gamut capture.
That's what it looks
auto
like,
image
though.
Stabilization, and the entire display can light up to become the world's
That's what it
brightest
looks
and
like.
largest Retina flash. We have great accessories as well. The iPad Pro supports USB 3, which means that you're going to get faster transfers.
So,
with
not
your
sure what I think
USB
about it,
and
but,
SD camera
we'll see.
adapters. And we also support fast charging, which means any of our USB-C charge adapters will now allow you to charge at half.
yeah, I know. I don't know how I
And
don't know what to think about it yet, but I don't know. My first thought is that I don't like it, but I'm probably gonna have to play with it, and I'll probably get used to it. But we'll see.
Sleeve with a built-in storage for your Apple Pencil. So that's the new iPad Pro family.
I think the native screen
Lineup
recording
with
is awesome. I think a lot of people are gonna be very
advanced
excited about
displays,
that.
including a brand new 10.5-inch size and incredibly compact design. Powerful new A10X Fusion chip, incredible new cameras, and of course, as you would expect, we make all these in incredibly environmental.
We all want dark mode, but they're not showing us. Yeah, I know.
We're also going to double the amount of memory.
Hey, Kush me, man. I'm not answering your question because you're
Any of these
spamming. So
configurations. Both sizes will now start with 64 gigabytes of memory. And the 10.5 inch with 64 gigs will now be
USB 3.
$649.
Interesting.
And it's just $150 more to move up to the bigger display at $799.
Does that mean to make them a
We're also going
mod?
to have configurations in 256 and 512 gigabytes, half a terabyte of storage in an iPad. And as always, you can get any of these models with LTE as well. So this is the new iPad Pro. You can order them today. They'll start shipping next week.
Maybe dark mode will be added in a few betas.
And of
It's
course,
possible,
if they're
James.
shipping now, they're going to ship
It's
with
possible.
iOS 10, but you'll be able to easily update to iOS 11 as a free update this fall.
If you want to ask the question, don't
But you haven't
spam
heard
and,
the
and
full
start calling
iOS
names. Like, that's not a way to get your
story yet
question
as it
answered.
relates to iPad. So I'd like to invite Craig back to the stage to tell you about some incredible iPad features coming in iOS 11.
Yeah, I mean, some people think it looks good.
everybody.
I don't know. I just think it looks like too much. I think it's like too much going on for
there is
Apple.
more iOS 11. If you love iPad like I do, well, buckle up.
I don't know,
folks.
Nick.
You're
I
in
don't know
for a
about
wild
that.
Ride. We are
I mean, we've
taking
seen that
iOS
before,
to
and
the
so
next
many people have
level.
said
This
certain
is
things
the
hint at a
largest
new
iOS
dark
release
mode,
for
but it just
iPad
never
we've
happens.
Ever done. Now, it starts with the dock.
3D touch.
Now, we all know that dock.
Do that on the
Hovering down there at
volume
the
and
bottom of the
brightness.
screen.
Yeah, it is
more
3D touch.
powerful
That's
than
why
ever.
I
You
think
can
that's why it
fill
looked a
it
little
with
bit
apps.
much. But
On the right,
we'll see.
there's a predictive area. Figures out what you're going to use next, including your continuity apps. And now you
Appreciate
can
that,
summon
Colton.
the dock from anywhere, right from
So
the
what did I
bottom of the
miss?
screen.
I left
and
off at
use
the
it for
iPad
switching
Pro
apps
part.
just
You didn't miss much.
like
They've been just
that. And
demoing
what's
a.
incredible
They've
is
just been
how it's
demoing
used
the
for
new like.
multitasking. So now, if you're in and
Oh,
out,
okay, hold on. So
you
free
swipe
upgrade in
up,
fall
you can
for
pull
iOS
an app
11,
out,
as expected.
just like that, into slide over.
Hold on, they're still talking about it.
Now, of course, you can snap your apps into
So they're still
split
talking about
view,
new
but what's
iPad
really
features,
cool
somehow.
is the new app switcher, because it preserves all of your spaces with your app pairings. It's really great.
The Files
And the
app for
of
iPad. Here we
course,
go.
is
What you guys were wondering about the Files app. Like I said, I wouldn't get too hyped about it because I don't think it's what you think it
so
is.
excited
But here's what it
to bring
is. They're
drag
talking
and
about it.
drop to iPad. You can drag images, you can drag text, you can drag URLs, you can multi-select and multi-hand drag. It's a drag fest.
Wow.
Now,
Look at the dock in the iPad.
It's incredibly
Are
productive.
you kidding me?
But of course,
It looks
sometimes
like
you
a
have to
Mac.
type, and so we made the
You
keyboard
could put like
even more
20
productive
items
as
in the
well.
dock
You
of
can
the
now flick on keys
iPad.
to access punctuation and numbers, all without switching planes. It's super fast and super easy.
Interesting.
Now, we have a new app to introduce to you today.
So we have the slide over feature now that everybody's been wanting.
Files. Files brings together all your files on your iPad. It supports everything you'd expect: nested folders, spring loading, list view, favorites, search, tags, and it has this beautiful recents view that pulls it all together across all
Tariq,
your
we've been talking about
sources.
iOS. Yeah,
Supports not
pretty much
only
everything's already been
iCloud,
announced for
it also
iOS. We're on the
supports
last part of
third-party
iOS right
storage
now.
providers like Box, Dropbox, OneDrive, and Google Drive.
Yeah, I could definitely see an
they're all
Apple
right
VR
here
headset
in
of
your
some sort. I don't know when it's going to get released, though. I mean, they already
You know
announced
what?
VR and
Let's do a
AR
demo.
for the iPhone and the Macs.
Let's take our first
But they didn't really say
look
anything about their own headsets.
at iOS 11 on iPad. So here we have our new dock at the bottom. Now I can easily drag
Bring back
right
slide
to the
to
dock,
unlock.
just
Yeah,
like
you're
this.
late.
It's a great way to launch apps, as always. But now it's also a great way to switch apps. Just tap like that. Now, if I want to multitask, check this out. Drag it out. It's right there. Now I can slide it off.
And this
the
side is
screen.
getting really slow right now with
Slide
these
it over
updates.
here. Both these views are completely live. I can go into split view just like this. But I want you
So it
to
just
check
brings
out
all the
new
files
app
together on
switcher.
your device.
I'm just going to swipe up from the bottom and keep swiping. Goes
So
back like that.
Files for
Let's do
iPad
that
is
again.
literally
That is
just
so
like Finder
great.
for the Mac.
It's that easy.
Pretty much exactly what I expected it to be.
Now you notice my spaces are preserved. So over
Yep,
here
with
on the
Google
left,
Drive and
I can
iCloud
go
Drive
to
built
Safari.
in.
In split view, I can just tap those open like this.
So it's just like Finder
Let's
pretty
try some
much
drag and
for the
drop. So I'm
iPad.
gonna drag a URL from the top of Safari here right into this mail.
Hey,
message
Roberto, appreciate that. My Twitter's in the description in this video.
and drop it. Now I can drag it. Yep. Let's drag an image. Yep, just like that. Now, I want to focus just on mail because I'm going to show you
Redstone.
dragging across spaces. So let's go into photos. I have some great photos here of some potential drone protection options for the new campus. So I'm going to start a drag, but watch this. With my
That's
other
fine.
hand,
I just
I'm
don't want
gonna
you to
tap,
spam
I can
a bunch
add
of
to this
times. If I don't
selection,
answer your question, it's because there's
just
other
like
people
that.
asking,
And I can
or
even
it's not
swipe up
related.
with
If
my
you're asking a
hand into
jailbreak related question, I'm
multitasking.
not going to answer it.
Move over to mail.
This is a stream about
drop.
WWDC and new products and iOS 11. It's not a place to ask about jailbreaking. So if you're asking a question like that, that's probably why I'm not
And I want
answering.
to show you files. I can bring up files, of course.
I want to keep
right
everything
from the
on
dock
topic in this
in
stream.
split
So
view, just like this.
AR is so cool, man. Yeah, I know. AR is definitely cool. I'm so intrigued by AR, even more than VR. So I can't wait for that.
Right into this folder of top secret projects.
It will be for sure, Jarek. I agree. That's why I'm looking
dive
forward to
all
this
the
new
way in
iPad
and
Pro
take a closer
as
look
well.
at the Files app. We see it has this gorgeous grid view, but it also has a list view that provides me all the details about my files. I can sort them by size. Or
I think it's already the best
on
on the market,
I can
Finlay.
create new folders. Let's say I want to create
So yeah, I definitely think it
R
will
and
for
D
sure.
folder right here. I'm going to take some of my top secret perspective.
No dark
projects,
mode
and I
yet,
can do
Blaze.
Multi-select.
Probably
just
won't be,
like this.
but who knows?
Drop them in. Now I can also take the folder, drag it right in to my favorites, and these are synced across all of my devices. And if I want to tag a file, of course I just drag it right on there and make that one important.
So this Files
Notice
app
in
seems pretty
addition
cool
to
for the
iCloud,
iPad.
Here on the left, I've accessed all my cloud providers like Box.
I just wish it was on the
So you can see I
iPhone
have
as well,
files
like the
here
Plus
I'm using
models.
and folders that I'm using
But it
for
makes sense to be on the
collaboration.
iPad. It's like
And that includes this
it's like a little
drone
mini computer
defense
now.
proposal right here.
More than ever before.
Presentation. And I want to show
What's
you
up,
when I go
Zolotix?
into the recents view from the tab at the bottom. Notice I get a view across everything, including that one inside a Box. I'm going to tap into that Keynote presentation, and for my final act,
I love how many
I'll show
apps you
how
can
to
put in the
use
dock of
files
this new
directly
iPad.
from
That's
the
really
dock.
cool.
Just swipe up. If I tap and hold, I get access to my recent assets. I can just
That's fine, Kushmeat.
this
If
up,
you feel that way,
drop it down.
that's
just
fine.
like that. And that is a quick demo of our productivity.
Anybody that's subscribed to my channel knows I try to help everybody out, but if you spam and you ask questions, then you get mad that I don't answer.
Next,
That's just not
I want to talk
a
about
very mature
Apple
way to
Pencil,
handle things.
because
So
Apple Pencil
I'm sorry you
has
feel that
really
way,
created
but
a whole new way of working
it's
on
all right.
iPad, and with iOS
just gonna
11,
say I'm a kid
we've
that,
integrated it
somebody-
deeply into the system. Now it starts with markup.
appreciate that,
because
Noah.
You can mark up anything. You can quick look. You can take Safari content. We create it into a
What if today Finger came out of nowhere and dropped an iOS 11 beta jailbreak? They could demo it at MoSec, but I doubt anything is going to happen today.
PDF option that'll create a markup PDF. It's a really great way
I
to
would just
mark up
die.
anything and share it. And we know a lot of people do like to share with screenshots. And so now, when you take a screenshot, we'll create a thumbnail down in the bottom of the screen. If you tap it, you go instantly into markup. You can mark it up right there and share
Yeah,
it.
it definitely looks
Now,
more like Mac OS right now.
It's really cool.
Definitely. It has, you can put like 20 icons in the dock, and you can like drag and drop
Now,
things
we've
on the
also
screen. You can have
integrated
split
Pencil
view.
deeply into Notes. if
So
you're
many-
working on a
so many new
note
things
and
with the
later you're at
iPad. It looks
lock
really
screen,
cool.
You want to get back, just a tap of the pencil to the lock screen, and you're right back into your note. And we've made your note handwritten text searchable. So we can now search handwriting. We use deep learning to recognize what you write. And if you're doing primarily typed notes, you can
no
now
dark
also
mode, no
draw
massive
inline
UI
drawings
changes. I
right
mean, there's
there.
a big UI change in the App Store, but not like on the actual home screen. A-Dog.
Now, of course, sometimes we still have to deal with paper.
Apple
so
dropping a
Notes now
jailbreak,
has
yeah.
a built-in document
I love how I
scanner
think I care about a
to correct
$99
perspective
plastic
and
stick.
contrast.
Talking about the Apple Pencil, yeah, I know.
And when you bring the note in,
I've never been a fan of
you can mark
styluses in
it
general.
up right with your pencil.
I love the iOS 11 iOS.
And
yeah, I do too. I think a lot of
integrated
people are just kind of
markup into
disappointed
mail as
about the
well,
rumors, but once they start using it, they're going to love it.
messages with inline
Most everybody's going to
drawings.
love it.
Now, for a look at all of these great new pencil features,
iOS 11 has
I'd
dark
like to
mode.
introduce the man who heads iPad software engineering for us, Toby Patterson, for a live demo. Toby.
Man, yeah, iOS 11 is a massive update for the iPad. Massive update for the iPad.
Is a quick way of getting
It's
to
a
your
big
notes
update for everything else, but
using
massive
Apple
for the
Pencil.
iPad.
You just tap on the lock screen like this.
For sure,
and it
Blaze.
slides up to reveal your notes beneath it. Now you can see here I've got a handwritten note, and I want to show you how easy it is to create one.
I
of
hope,
these.
Miles, but I don't know about
Watch at the top
that.
of the note here as I edit the title.
What's up, Anchor?
just by
Or
putting the
Akur?
pencil down
Anchor?
and right
Sorry if I mispronounced that.
like this.
You pretty much missed everything.
22,
iOS, new MacBooks, new iMacs, This new iPad Pro.
It's as natural as putting pencil to paper. Now, something paper can't help you with is finding.
Yeah, I think so too, Appy. I think it's hard to judge just from the keynote. You're gonna have to actually have it in your hand and play with it till you can make an opinion on iOS 11.
And we'll search for that text.
Yeah, I gotta admit, I am disappointed by no group FaceTime. Like, if there's anything that I'm disappointed in the most, it's probably got to be group FaceTime. I was really looking forward to that.
Like this. And you can see there, it's already found my.
I appreciate that, Elias.
Even with my atrocious handwriting. We'll just.
I wouldn't say iOS 11 is total garbage. I mean, it's going to be better than iOS 10.
Now, I'm going to.
I can see the disappointment part, but I don't see how you can think it's garbage.
Drawing with typed text and tables and all of Notes' other great features. This is a note that my young daughter shared with me as part of the school.
I think so, Leo. I actually think so. I've never been one to say that the iPad is like a desktop replacement, but I think this could definitely be the biggest step forward to that, saying that it's going to replace a laptop than ever before.
To give her some idea of that.
So yeah, I think so.
I'm just going to press down here with the pencil to make some space.
I think it's really amazing what they're doing with this update for the iPad.
And open up some
definitely.
More room. Now, I am really
what happened?
bad at drawing, but I
everything's
just
already
love
happened.
Doing it. And what's great about drawing on the iPad is it works the same way as
just got back from school. Yeah, you missed new iPads, new iPads, new iMacs, new MacBooks, iOS 11, all that.
Pencil down.
Like quiet clap.
Just like that.
I appreciate that, Zini.
It's so simple, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun rediscovering the joy of drawing.
So it's been over 2 hours now that this keynote's gone on for. They usually end around the 2-hour mark. So
before I left this morning, she gave me an NDA.
I'm wondering if they're going to announce anything more after this. They still could, but we'll see.
I'm going to use the new document scanner and Notes and my pencil to take care of that.
iPhone 8 wasn't. No, it's not going to be announced today. No, that's going to be later this year probably.
And all I need to do is point the camera at the piece of paper.
Apple, how about you add the weather app for the iPad?
Automatically, even straighten the page up. We'll open it up full screen here. And now I just fill in the blanks with my.
If I skipped your comment, it's probably because it had something to do with jailbreaking. I'm not answering jailbreaking questions in this chat, so that's probably why I didn't answer it.
Now I see my daughter.
No, they didn't talk about the new iPhone. They didn't even talk about the new iPhone at all. So
if you'll excuse me, I'm just going to tap on that and see what she has.
iOS 11, a lot of small things, a lot of small refinements.
For $100 million is really pretty thrilling.
New iPhones are usually released at the end of the year. Yeah, they're saying it could be earlier for the new iPhone than iPhone 8 or iPhone X, iPhone Edition, whatever it's going to be, but not at WWDC. Yeah, still no calculator on the iPad. It doesn't look like it. I don't know how, but I don't know how it's not on there, but
my pencil. And then I can bring up the share sheet to send it off to my wife right away. So
yeah, that's a tough one, Blaze. That's a tough one. I'd probably just wait and at least see the new iPhone first. And then you can maybe buy one of the new iPads used and save some money that way. Oh, they still got number 6 to announce? That's true. They did say they're announcing 6 things today.
They do grow up so fast these days. Well, so these are some of the great new features for the iPad, and of course they're joined by all of these other
I'm probably not going to do a recap of this event. I'm probably just going to do videos on iOS 11, and then I'm going to be going to pick up the new iMac, and I'm going to make a video on that.
iOS 11. Now, iOS 11 is available to all of you developers today, and if you sign up at beta.apple.com.
Great idea of group FaceTime. Hopefully that could be a jailbreak tweak. I don't think that could be a jailbreak tweak. I don't know. I think that's a little more robust. I don't think that's going to be possible with a jailbreak tweak.
That is your update for iOS 11.
I'm almost positive that's not going to be achievable with a jailbreak tweak.
That's right. Thank you. iOS 11.
Somebody just messaged me on Twitter saying, "How's that new iMac?"
A whole new level. People are going to be able to do more in more places than ever before.
My favorite thing is the iMacs for sure. The iMac Pro specifically.
iOS 11 and the new iPad Pro.
Man, I'm pumped to get that new iMac today.
And I'd love to run it for you.
Am I going to stay live after it's over to give a review? I actually didn't even take notes for this. I plan on doing that afterwards, but yeah, I might go over a review and go over everything. I might do that.
Keep my hands on myself.
iOS 11 today. iOS 11 developer today. He just announced it.
for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1986 now.
Here's the sixth thing now. We're getting to the sixth thing.
We could find a war for peace.
The final thing. What's the final thing gonna be? One last thing. Oh God. One last thing. What could it be? That's the music app. It's the music app. That's gonna be the final thing. So it looks like we may be getting something new with music, a new redesign of the music app. So we're giving like a little video now.
The new iPad Pro and iOS 11 as we are. Now, we've got one last thing to talk to you about. Let's
Just
turn
like a
our
commercial
attention
looks like.
to music. Music has always been a part of Apple's DNA.
What? They're showing the old
First
iPod?
revolutionized the music industry with iTunes.
What do they get? What is Apple getting to here?
Changed the way people listen
Home
to music
speaker.
on the
What?
go with the iPod.
Yes, I am 100% getting
iPhone has
this.
become the
They
best
announced it. They
portable
waited till the
music
end.
player in the world, and it's even
The home
better
speaker. I guess that's what
when
they're
it's
calling it.
paired
The
with
home
Apple
speaker.
Music. You now have 40 million songs in your pocket.
Oh yes.
And when
I'm
you
excited about this.
add AirPods, it brings an
I am
absolutely
excited about this.
magical experience to wireless audio. Now, so we have such a great portable music experience. But what about our homes? We think we can do a lot to make this experience much better.
It's called the
Just like
iPod.
we did with
Wait, what did they say it's
portable
called?
Music. We want to reinvent home music. And I'd like to invite Phil up to tell you all about it.
So look at that. I guess
Phil.
that's a no. That's not a speaker.
Thank you.
What are they gonna call it? Man, this is refreshing so slow right now for some reason.
Exciting.
I have no clue why.
To reinvent the way we enjoy music in the home. I can't think of anything that matters more to so many of us. Why hasn't this happened yet? There certainly are a lot of companies hard at work making products to enjoy music in our home. But none of them have quite nailed it.
Breakthrough home speaker.
Some have worked hard to make wireless music sound good around our homes. But these aren't smart speakers.
Wow.
Others have worked to make smart speakers.
Tim Cook
that
said they
can
wanted
talk
to
you.
reinvent home music.
They don't sound so great when you listen to music. We want to combine all this in a product that can really deliver.
This is what so many people were hyped
And our
for.
team has been hard at work for many years now.
Oh my God, I
on
can't wait for
a
this. I'm
breakthrough
100% getting this as
home
well.
Speaker. And it has to do a few things really great if it's going to be a great breakthrough speaker. First, it needs to rock the house.
Later this year is when it's coming. Ah, so it's not coming
Whatever
today,
genre you
unfortunately.
love, really low or really loud.
It's coming later
free
this
from
year.
Distortion. Second, it needs to be spatially
So it looks like a
aware.
mesh-wrapped
It's gonna
Mac
fit in
Pro.
different rooms
Comes in
our house,
black
and it needs to
and
be smart
white.
enough to know what to do to make the music sound great.
Comes in black and
Third,
white. Looks like a
it has to be
mesh-wrapped
really
Mac
fun
Pro,
to
which is
use.
kind of
It
what
has
we
to have a
expected.
built-in musicologist,
That to look like
expert
kind of
on
like a Mac
music,
Pro.
who
The
can help
tower,
us to
trash
hear the
can.
music we love or discover music we're going to love.
Nice.
Now we're working
So
on
it looks
this
almost
speaker
exactly
for
like what the
later
rumor
this
said.
year, but we want to give you 6,000 of our closest friends.
I mean, we all know this is
at
going to
it.
be better than the Echo. It's
And
got to
there it
be.
is.
Wow, that thing looks nice. That thing looks nice. It's called the HomePod. HomePod. That's what it's called. Nice. So what's the price on it? What's the price? That's such a funny name. Under 7 inches tall. They haven't said the price yet.
It is absolutely beautiful, and we call it HomePod. Yes.
It looks weird in white. It looks really weird in white.
Just like iPod reinvented music in our pockets, HomePod is going to reinvent music in our homes. So let's talk about these features. First,
Quentin with I said, how's that new iMac? Ah, no. Hey, I'm getting the new one today, Quentin. I'm returning this and getting the new one literally today.
That has incredible acoustic properties. And it hides within it amazing audio technology. For example, along the bottom is a 7-array beamform tweeter.
Yeah, I think it's going to be around 200 to 300. I agree.
Tweeters,
I think it's going to be around that price range.
Driver. They're precision acoustic.
So it has an Apple A8 chip, same as the iPhone. That's interesting.
Within, and then out along the bottom with tremendous directional control. And that'll become really clear in a bit as we talk about how it works. It has a really big woofer, a 4-inch
Let's get to the
woofer,
price.
upward facing with a large motor to move a lot of air.
So it has real-time
Automatic
acoustic
bass
modeling,
equalization,
audio beam
dynamic
forwarding, and
software
multi-channel
monitoring, so
echo
that you can turn the volume
cancellation.
up. It's free from
Big brains in the
distortion.
speaker.
And all
Wow.
of this is controlled by an Apple A8 chip. Yes, the same chip that powers
HomePod. I'm going to have to get used to that name. It sounds like a really weird name, but
it's perhaps the biggest brain ever in a speaker.
you plug in the headphones
It
to
does some
AC.
incredible
Oh, so you have to
things.
plug it into an AC, so it's not a portable speaker. It's not portable. You have to plug it in. It's basically like the
acoustic modeling,
what's it called?
audio beamforming,
Speakers.
and multi-channel echo cancellation. You don't have to know what any of
The
that
Sonos
is.
speakers.
Just know that it sounds incredible.
Automatically tunes the audio to the space you're in. Speaker automatically detects the size and dimensions of the room.
Talk about this
Wow.
spatial awareness. What does that
That's
mean?
incredible.
Well, you plug in your HomePod to AC, and it gets its music wirelessly. And it's compact enough that you can
Wow.
put it most
Yeah, there's a
anywhere
lot
in
of
your
brains
house.
in this
You can
thing
put it
for
on a
sure.
table, on a shelf, against the wall, in a corner, and it intelligently and automatically detects the space it's within. And it uses that information to adjust the audio, to balance it, and take full advantage.
They
of
already
the
announced that
environment to create a
iOS
very
11 is going to be out
spacious
today.
sound. Now, we want to give you a sense of what that experience is like. So we want to play some music in this room and show you a
So here's what
visual
they're showing
simulation
on the
to
stage right
give
now.
you an understanding of some of the technology.
Just the demo of the HomePod.
An incredible sound out of this compact speaker. So we're going to start by playing an audio track, and it'll be a full mix, and then we're going to break it down into some of the components that the HomePod
Patrick Spence.
controls.
Man, that's really cool. It detects the space and it detects everything and automatically adjusts the volume.
So that's a full, rich audio mix. But within it, HomePod detects the center vocals and can use beamforming to direct that.
It's lagging now. It's probably because of this live feed. Let me refresh this.
It gives incredible clarity and precision. And then it can detect something called direct energy with the instrumentation and direct that in the room as well.
No portability. I mean, I don't know. This isn't something you'd take anywhere anyways. Like, it's not something you'd want to be portable anyways.
In addition to that direct energy, there's something that's usually missing in music, ambient
I'm
audio,
going to refresh this
backing
page.
vocals and reverb.
See if that fixes some of the lag. It was this page that was causing things to lag, so. There we go.
HomePod can direct all of this and pull it together to a full, rich mix that fills up
You
your
set
room.
up two of them and they automatically work together. So this seems just like the Sonos speakers. They're really targeting Sonos with these speakers for sure. Should have said something about that being
It's
designed.
a really remarkable experience to hear this kind of a spacious
Apple's really
sound
emphasizing
come
audio
from
quality
such a
with
compact
this.
speaker.
Echoes are fast and
If you love
responsive, but not so
one,
audio
you should see what
quality.
it's like when you set up two and they
So
automatically work
you see that
together
comparing
to
right
give
here
this
to the
incredible spacious
Echo
sound that
and the
really
Google
has
Home.
Power to rock your house.
6 microphone array,
a music
so 6
caller.
microphones on it, and you can say "Hey
Intelligent
Siri" to
helper
it,
to help us discover the music
as
we
expected.
love. HomePod has incredible speaker system that works together with our
Is
Apple
iOS 11 essentially an iOS 10.x? Oh, not at all. iOS 11 is much
Now,
more than a
Apple Music, as
10.x.
you know, provides music in the cloud, and the speaker can get it directly
Much
from
more.
the cloud. You can get 40
Spotify
million
integration?
tracks,
Let's see about
2 million
Spotify.
artists, tens of thousands of playlists, but not just any music library. This is your music library. It knows the
Really, One
playlists
King?
you set
Almost
up,
everybody
knows
I've
the
talked to has
artists
been
you
really
love, and
anticipating
all
these
of them
speakers.
stream
I'm surprised
directly to your HomePod.
that you don't like the speakers. Almost everybody I talked about.
with an array of
those.
6 microphones.
What would you
around
do,
the room.
iOS 11
So as you
beta or
talk
iOS
to
10
it,
jailbreak?
And you say those magic words.
I'm doing both, so
Hey Siri,
it depends on you. It's
you
up.
see a
It's all
waveform light up
up
on
to what
top,
you use a
and now it
jailbreak
can
for and everything
respond
like that,
to
how
the
you use your
commands and
phone.
help serve up the music you want to hear.
Yeah, I
Siri
can't wait
team
for the
has worked
speaker. It's
very
coming out
hard
later this
to
year.
adapt
They still
the
haven't set a
domain of
price
music
yet,
and Siri to be even greater
but
and
it's probably going to be in the
understand
$200 to
more
$300
of the
range
questions we're
at
going to
least.
ask about music.
I would
Simple
say.
things, obviously, like play Beats One Radio. We all want to do that. Or play I'm Poppy. Check it out if you don't know what that's about. Play something new.
So
Who's
cooking
singing
timers
on
for
this
me.
track? Something I ask all the time. Who's playing drums
It has
on
Home
this track?
Assistant as well.
Complex
So with the new
questions like,
improved
what was the
Siri,
top
this is going to be
song on
an
May
awesome
5th,
speaker for not just
2016?
listening to music, but
Just
also
play
as an
more like
assistant.
that, or I like that song.
Spatial awareness.
Free
Yep.
form. Siri doesn't need a specific list of commands. It can interpret what you're saying and help
Have
you
dual speakers in
discover the
stereo.
music
The
you
iPhone
want.
7 did, so I'm assuming it
Even
will.
better, you don't have to just sit next to the HomePod to talk to it. You can be across the room and speak to the HomePod even while loud music is playing. And if
So
speaker
music,
array,
news,
microphone
translation,
can
stocks,
pick it up
traffic.
and hear what you're
You can see
saying.
all that stuff. Weather,
So HomePod
messages, reminders, podcasts.
power to rock
There's a
the
bunch
house.
of echo type stuff
It has
beyond
spatial
music.
awareness so that it understands the rooms we place it within. And it has the fun interactivity of Siri becoming a musicologist and helping us to listen to the music we love. And since Siri's built in there and you can speak
Trying to
to
listen
it,
to the features.
the team's also worked hard to make it a great and helpful home assistant as well. We said the domain of music is something Siri knows really well in HomePod. There are other domains as well. We've worked hard to pick the first ones that we think matter most in a product like HomePod. So of course, you can play your podcasts, but it can also do things like give you news, give you weather, traffic, sports. You can ask it to set a reminder, set a timer, text someone with messages. And if you have HomeKit devices set up in your home, you can speak to your HomePod and control your HomeKit devices. So for example, with a HomePod set up, you can say, when
It's
do the
probably going
Red
to be better
Sox
than the
play
Google
next?
speaker if I had to guess.
It's going to beat the Yankees, trust me. Tune to NPR
It is
instead.
Apple after all.
Flip a coin. Remind me to bring snacks to a party. You can set up reminders, check all these sports, news, and weather, all directly with your voice. Talk to a HomePod that gets the information directly from the cloud. And if you have HomeKit devices set up, you can say simple things like, are the lights on? Turn the heat up. Turn on the air conditioning. Bring the shades down halfway. Turn off the lights in the bedroom. And if you've set up scenes in HomeKit, you can control those as well. You can say, I'm home. It's movie time. I'm leaving now. And the whole scene can automatically happen just by talking to your HomePod. And because there is a HomePod base, a HomeKit base built into HomePod, that means anywhere in the world, once you've set up your first HomePod, you control your HomeKit devices remotely using the built-in Home app on your iPhone or iPad.
$349.
Now,
So
setting up
yeah,
a HomePod,
so a little bit more than the
microphone
price range I
array
expected. I
in your
expected
home,
$200 to
you probably have a
$300.
question that we
$349 is about
really
what you'd
hard
expect
to deal
though.
with, which is
$349.
privacy. Our team cares deeply about your privacy.
That's a little much, but
for example,
they're obviously going to sell a
there's that
ton of them,
magic phrase,
and I'm going to
"Hey,
be
Siri."
one of the
Until you
customers.
say it,
Ships in
nothing's
December.
being sent to Apple.
Nice.
It recognizes when you do say it, and from that point, it sends an anonymous Siri ID in order to help you with the commands you're looking for. And of course, that communication is all encrypted. So this is the HomePod. It's a breakthrough home speaker. Typically, Wi-Fi speakers, if they're good quality, are $300 to $500. And a smart speaker might cost you $100 to $200. So it's not unreasonable for a HomePod to be priced in the range of $400 to $700. So we're really excited to tell you that HomePod is going to be priced for $349.
Why so random? Look at $350.
Comes in white and space gray. It'll start shipping this December, first in the US.
I'm trying to let you guys listen to the
UK,
features. That's why I'm not talking
Australia,
as much now.
And then next year, we'll start bringing it around the world. So that's HomePod. Back to you, Tim.
Thank you. It is so cool. We really believe it's going to take your home music experience to the next level. Now, it's been an incredible morning. We've shared with you lots of things this morning, and all of them are shipping this year. Some now, some in the fall, and others at the end of the year. We got started with watchOS, more intuitive and intelligent than ever before, incredible new features to help us live a healthier life. macOS High Sierra, great refinements and technologies that will push the macOS experience forward. Updates to MacBook, MacBook Pro, and iMac, faster and more capable than ever before. And iOS 11, a major update of the world's best and most advanced mobile operating system, absolutely jam-packed with new features, including a completely new App Store.
Still don't know about that name, High Sierra.
Peer-to-peer payments in Apple Pay.
I don't know.
And with ARKit, iOS 11 becomes the world's largest augmented reality platform overnight. iPad is taken to a whole new level with incredible iPad features in iOS 11.
iMac Pro does
It's
look
the
freaking
biggest
good.
release
It looks amazing.
for iPad ever.
Amazing.
Of course, a new lineup of iPad Pro with an all-new, perfect 10.5-inch size with advanced displays, powerful new features that enable people to do more with their iPads than ever before. And we gave you 2 sneak peeks. iMac Pro, an entirely new workstation class of products that we designed specifically for our Pro users. And the HomePod, a breakthrough home speaker with amazing sound and incredible intelligence. It will reinvent home audio. Now, we have a hands-on area for the press set up to attend immediately after the keynote. And for all developers, we welcome you to come by from 4 to 7 p.m. this evening. We've got over 100 sessions planned for you this week and over 1,000 Apple engineers here to spend time with you, so take advantage of the time. Tomorrow, we've got a special fireside chat planned in the morning.
So it looks like it's wrapping up right now.
And someone will be joining us that's devoted her entire career to highlighting and encouraging young people, women, and doers. I'm very
So make sure you guys stay tuned for my videos coming up after this as well. I'm going to be doing an iOS 11 video, multiple videos on iOS 11, and then also on the new iMac that I'm going to be getting probably today. We'll see though. I'm going to keep you guys updated on Twitter as well, so make sure you follow me over there.
She'll be joining us for the open session in this room tomorrow, and she'll be talking about empowering people from all walks of life to change the world. This is a very special treat, and I encourage everyone to come. I hope everyone here has a fantastic
week. So we are done now.
Week.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to mute this. Let me pull this up real quick. That is everything, as you can hear, the closing, and then boom, that's completely done now on the side. No more streaming either over here. So that was WWDC. What'd you guys think? What did you guys think? You can see the recap right here. It's a little recap of everything that went on during this. But what'd you guys think overall of WWDC? Aside from iOS 11 being a little bit underwhelming, I get that. But aside from iOS 11, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Yeah, they didn't announce dark mode. Still no dark mode, unfortunately. But, hey, Quentin with $15. I appreciate that. Have a good one. Here's a little tip for the new iMac. Hey, appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll be getting that new iMac. If not today, sometime this week, for sure. And no problem, Appy. Thank you guys for coming to hang out with me. That was fun. I love reacting. I love seeing your guys' reaction as well. I'm going to be doing this for the iPhone 8, too, or whatever the event is, iPhone X, iPhone Edition, whatever it ends up being later this year. So, all right, take care, Quentin. Why couldn't they redo the icon and home screen interface? It's so dull. I know. I mean, that was what the rumors were saying for a long time. But, I mean, multiple rumors, multiple sources said that there was going to be a complete overhaul, but we just never got it, you know? So, I don't know. But aside from iOS 11, I mean, because the rumors kind of got us hyped and, you know, we didn't really know what to expect. We were just kind of hoping for what the rumors said. Aside from that, though, I'm really excited. I mean, I'm really... the new iMacs, the new iPad, the new Siri Speaker, all 3 of those are just incredible. I mean, all 3 of those I'm probably going to end up getting because the features on the new iPad with the whole like 20 icons in the dock and the new file system, the file manager on it, and then the new iMacs, the iMac Pros. I mean, a lot of good stuff was announced today. A lot of good stuff. You expect a dark mode. iPad iOS 11 control center is hot. Yeah, the control center is the most interesting thing, in my opinion, about iOS 11. The control center is very interesting with iOS 11. So yeah, I can't wait to try it out. Like I said, I'm probably going to be downloading it. It didn't show up in the developer portal just yet. I've been checking, but it should be out. Literally, beta 1 should be out within the next hour, I would say. And I will be making sure to have a video out for you guys sometime today about iOS 11, like a first look, and I'm going to be having a in-depth review of it as far as the features and everything go as well. So, do a video on how to get iOS 11 free. I have to worry about what I choose for iOS 11. No, nothing on group FaceTiming, unfortunately. That was one of the most anticipated features for me. I mean, I know so many people are in the same boat. Group FaceTiming was like such a huge thing I was looking forward to. Huge. Like, I was looking forward to group FaceTime more than I was dark mode. And that's saying a lot. Just they didn't say anything about it. So I'm kind of disappointed in that because they are so far behind in that realm. So kind of disappointed in that. But iOS 11 review, meh. Yeah, I mean, that's a good reaction, I guess. I don't think it sucks like a lot of people are saying. I don't think it's trash like a lot of people are saying, but I don't think it's like amazing either. I don't think it's like groundbreaking, whole new design like iOS 7. I don't think it's that great. I mean, there's some app redesigns, like the App Store got redesigned. The music application still could see something different in it. They didn't really touch on that a ton, but it's just kind of meh as far as iOS goes. But aside from iOS 11, everything else at this event was great. I mean, I was very happy with everything that they announced. I was very, very intrigued by everything. So you guys know Apple doesn't tell you everything about iOS 11. That is true. That is true. They did not tell us everything about iOS 11. They never tell us everything about a software, ever. They've never done that. So there's going to be a lot more features that they haven't told us about. So hopefully dark mode's one of those hidden features, but I mean, I feel like that's something that they would say because they know that'd get the crowd all pumped up and get more people to install it. But I don't know. The new Apple Pay does look cool, and it's so funny because that was one of the things that a lot of people said, probably wasn't going to happen. A lot of people said that peer-to-peer payment like Venmo isn't going to happen with iOS 11, but it's rumored. And then they said, but a new UI change is going to happen because it's rumored. And it ended up being the opposite. We have peer-to-peer payment now. It's built into iMessage. You're going to be able to pay people like phone to phone through iMessage, which is really, really cool. It's basically just like Venmo, but built in now. So that's a really cool feature. I'm not sure how much I'll use that personally, but I know some people will get some great use out of that. So why would they not announce dark mode? I don't know. I would think they would, like I said, but it's still possible, I guess. Dark mode is there. We don't know that yet. He was really looking for a new MacBook Air. I think they did say the MacBook Air got an update. I think the MacBook Air did get an update. I don't think it's like a completely new MacBook Air, but I think they did say that it did get a refresh and it's coming out. It's going to be available today, along with the new MacBook Pros and iMacs. Is Apple VR going to be a thing? They did show off VR. They showed off VR and AR in this during this event. So the AR, I was more impressed. Well, no, the VR looked really cool too. They had like Darth Vader up there, and this whole scene with Darth Vader is really, really cool. And it's actually going to be powered by the iMac. So the iMac Pro is going to be able to, even just the regular iMacs that's coming out, are going to be able to power VR from just the iMac itself, which is pretty awesome. So can't wait to see that and try that out. So the AirPods didn't get any new features. They didn't really mention. They showed the AirPods. They made a cameo, but they didn't say anything new for the AirPods, unfortunately. No innovation. I don't know about that. This new Siri Speaker, the HomePod, definitely looks pretty innovative. I mean, I know it's not like something that's never been done before, but the fact that it can detect, the size of your room and the audio to play and everything like that, I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I think it's gonna be something maybe like the AirPods, where people are like, this may be okay, maybe it looks kind of dumb, but then when they get it, they're gonna realize how incredible it is. So we'll see. Dark mode might be an exclusive feature to the iPhone 8. Yeah, that was what the rumor was, that it was gonna be for the iPhone 8. So we still could be waiting till September to see dark mode, but we don't know. You missed everything, old man. Literally, the event just ended. so you missed everything. But I'm talking about everything that went on. So the between control screen. No, they weren't supposed to announce the iPhone 8. They were never going to announce the iPhone 8 today. They were never, ever going to do that. New iPhone will be later this year. Yeah, the 5S should be able to update to iOS 11. They didn't say that it couldn't. All right, man. All right, Javin. Hope to hear from you soon about I won't say it. I'm getting iOS 11 right now. It's taking forever to download. Oh, really? I should go download it. I'll be right back. Let me go get my other phone real quick so I can download iOS 11. All right, we're going to try to get iOS 11 here. It's not out of battery either, so we're going to try to get iOS 11 running here. Let's see, general software update. It actually shows that I still have the latest. 10.3.3 is the latest still. It still shows that I have the latest version already. Let me go ahead and try to quit app and refresh. Software update. Yeah, it still shows it for some reason. Control Center was kind of dark themed. It was. The Control Center did have like a dark theme to it. So I don't know. I appreciate that, Carba. I'm trying to get this iOS 11 downloaded. I don't know how you downloaded iOS 11. It shows that it's not even up still for me. It still doesn't show that it's up for me. So I don't know how you got iOS 11 yet. It's not even showing up for me in the developer portal. I'll try a reboot as well, but I'm going to try a reboot. Yeah, I'm restarting it right now. All right, Joseph, take care, man. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm rebooting right now, so I'll be able to show you guys. I'll be able to show you guys live the update process, and then of course I'm going to be doing a video later as well. Yeah, iOS 11's out for developers. Go to storage and update and delete. There's no update there. There's no update there. Developer profile is tied to your account, but yeah, you're gonna be able to get. Some people are gonna be able to get it for free without a developer account. It still shows 10.3.3 is the latest software update. Yeah, it still shows after a reboot that I'm still on the latest version. That's what it shows. Still shows that 10.3.3 is the latest version. So, all right, guys. But I'm gonna head off here. I appreciate you guys sticking around with me for WWDC. It was fun. If you want me to still talk about this stuff, let me know. I still could wait until I download iOS 11 on here. And if you want to talk about more about what went on, let me know. I still see that we have quite a few viewers in here, so I don't want to just leave you guys hanging if you have some questions. So ask me some questions if you want. I'm going to answer some questions, and I'm going to head out of here. I really wanted to download iOS 11 on stream, but I'm still not getting it. It's still showing the software is up to date on 10.3.3 beta. I think this is beta 2. So still nothing. I tried rebooting. I tried going to the developer portal. I guess the only thing left to do is delete the profile and then reboot and then come back, but I doubt that's going to do anything. So if you have iOS 11, I'm jealous, but I don't have it. So we'll be back soon. Yeah, it says we'll be back soon. I'm gonna try a reboot again because it actually I just got the alert on Twitter that they just released iOS 11 over the air. I just got the alert for that, so I'm not talking about jailbreaking in this video. I'll talk about jailbreaking in a separate video. This has nothing to do with jailbreaking though, so I'm not going to talk about that. I'm trying another reboot. Hopefully this will work, but we'll see. It's up. Okay, so multiple people are saying iOS 11's up now. Yep, I'm rebooting now, so hopefully we get something. Don't know. I'm gonna try it on my 7 Plus actually, even though I don't have the actually I don't have the developer profile there, so it won't work. I thought I did, but I don't think I do. All right, software update. Nope, still shows 10.3.3 is the latest. Still shows that 10.3.3 is the latest. I'm gonna take these AirPods out now, so I'm not talking super loud. 32-bit support? No, I don't. 32-bit's not going to be supported with iOS 11, I don't believe. So I still can't get it over the air. I may have to just do it manually through iTunes. But I'm getting all these alerts from Twitter now for these bots. People ask how to unjailbreak. I'm here trying to jailbreak. Yeah, it says coming soon still on the developer portal. It says we'll be back soon. And I didn't get anything over the air. Miles, does anybody in here have iOS 11 downloaded? Does anybody have iOS 11 downloaded right now on their device? You got big news? What is it, Miles? What is it? What is the big news? iPad Mini 2 update? I'm not sure. I don't have... I do have an iPad Mini actually, but I don't have the developer profile on it, so. Dark mode is there. I see a picture on Twitter. Really? Let me go on Twitter and see what everybody's talking about. So apparently there might be a dark mode. I don't know. I'd take that with a grain of salt. But I don't see anything about dark mode. Not sure where you saw it, but I'm looking on here. That does say redesigned invert colors. So there is that where it says redesigned invert colors. Let me go ahead and show you some pictures. I'm going to share my screen on here. I'm going to change the stream up so you guys can see my stream now, my screen. We're going to do this. I want you guys to just see. Can I do my full desktop? All right. Let me see if you guys can see this. I'm gonna try to see if you guys can see. Nope, it's not gonna show me the full. Okay, never mind. We're just gonna keep it on here for now. I'm trying to see. There is a redesigned invert color. So when it showed that picture of iOS 11, when it showed that picture of iOS 11, it showed that there's redesigned invert color. So that could be dark mode, but it's probably not a real dark mode like people like system-wide dark mode, like in every application. So we'll see. Let me see. There's people saying that there might be dark mode. So yeah, there's obviously going to be features that Apple didn't announce that are going to be in iOS 11, which is going to be a big reason I'm making a video on iOS 11 so you guys can see, the features that are going to be there that they didn't show off. And you can update to iOS 11 if you have a developer profile. Yeah, I follow him, Miles. I follow him. But I don't think that's a real dark mode. I think it's just invert colors. It's probably not like a system-wide dark mode like people thought it was going to be, like in the music app and messages and things like that. It's probably just, inverting colors isn't a real dark mode, in my opinion. That's not a real one. Apple's page is updated. Check it out. Okay, let's see if the Apple Store is back up. Let's see. Let's see if the Apple Store is back up. Yep. The Apple Store has just been updated. Look at that. The Apple Store has just been updated. I'm actually going to hook my phone up real quick. Let me go ahead and do this. It's still showing that 10.3.3 is the latest version for me. It's still not showing an update for me for some reason on my iPhone 7 here. For some reason, I've rebooted 3 times. I guess the last thing I have to do is to take the profile off my device. I don't know what else I have left to do. I've tried everything. Software update. Yep, still shows 10.3.3 is the latest. Hey, appreciate that, AJ. So there's a new version of the Apple Store, so we're gonna be able to see the new Macs now. I want you guys to. I'm gonna share my screen here for a second. I said I wasn't going to, but I'm going to now. Let's see. Apple.com. Let's see. We're gonna do this. We're gonna add this filter. Check out the crop. Okay, here we go. I can take this Verge thing off now. All right, so let's go to Mac. All right, so look, up here we have new MacBook Pro, new iMac. So, okay, so it wasn't the MacBook Air. Whoever I said MacBook Air to earlier, it wasn't the MacBook Air, it was the MacBook and the MacBook Pro. And then we have the iMac and the iMac Pro. So the iMac Pro is what I'm pumped for. This iMac Pro, if you missed it, This is what you should be getting excited for if you're into this type of thing. But the iMac Pro, look at these tech specs on this thing. I guess I could play this. I guess I could play the audio here. Let me make sure it's not muted. Play this video. Is it playing? Hold on. All right, I'm not gonna play that. I don't think it was working. So look at these specs. Look at these specs. Okay, so the processor is gonna be 8-core, 10-core, and 18-core for the iMac Pro. 18-core iMac Pro. Are you kidding me? That is crazy. And then 32 gigs of RAM, DDR4, configurable to 64, 128 gigs of RAM, stock. Then you have 1 terabyte SSD, which is, I think, is 50% quicker. This SSD in the iMac Pro. Then we have a Vega GPU. And then you have all these different things right here. You have I believe you have four Thunderbolt 3 ports, 10 gigabit Ethernet, and obviously all these other things. And look at the color of this thing, by the way. It's the space gray color. That just looks so sleek and so bad. It just looks amazing. So that's the new iMac Pro. It comes out in December later this year. And then we also have the new iMac, which is coming out today. It's available today. You can buy it today. And it's just an improved iMac. Again, first one since 2015. And they're pretty, I think, what are they priced at? The 27-inch? I forget what it was priced at now. Let's see. The 27-inch is, all right, so $22.99 for this one right here. So they still come stock only with i5 processors. I don't get this. Still only come stock with i5 processor. So if you go to a store, if you don't configure it and you just go to a store to buy an iMac, it's only going to come with an i5, not even an i7. So you're going to have to manually, pick one up. So, or today delivers, Okay, so then also the new iPads. The new iPad came out today. They announced it today. The new iPad Pro. This is really, this is a really great iPad. I'm actually probably going to get this iPad. And I haven't purchased an iPad in years. But it just looks great with the split screen view, the dock capabilities, the new file application, the new display, all this new stuff in it. So it does still have an A9 chip, unfortunately. I wish it did have an A10, but I'm sure it's going to be quick enough. So yeah, so a lot of good hardware today. And then of course the speaker. Where's the speaker? I didn't even see the speaker on here. Is it going to show it on there? Music. Okay, here we go. So we have the new section here. I don't see it anywhere. You would think it'd be on the site somewhere. Music accessories, maybe? I'm looking for the HomePod. I don't see the HomePod on here at all. So they're not advertising the HomePod. I'm surprised. I'm surprised they're not advertising the HomePod. Oh, here it is. Here it is. So here's the HomePod. So here's what a lot of people were interested in, myself included. This is the HomePod, which is the new Siri Speaker. I don't know why it was just blank. Okay, so maybe it's just blank. It doesn't show the HomePod. Pictures aren't loading. It's fully refreshed, but the pictures aren't loading for some reason. Not sure why. We see some things down here. Maybe ad block is blocking something. Let's go ahead and refresh. Okay, here we go. So here's the HomePod. This is the white version. I think the black version looks a lot better. So you can see new sound of home. Breakthrough speaker all around. That shows it's using the Apple Design A8 chip inside the speaker. You can read all this. Looks really cool. Looks pretty weird on the inside, but has 7 tweeters, 6 microphones, has the mesh fabric on the outside, and of course it does have a subwoofer as well on the top. You can see all the features there. Easier than ever, it's automatic, and it basically is going to sense, you can see right here it says it's smart enough to sense where in the room it's playing, or that you added another HomePod, or if you're telling it what you want to hear. So you can basically tell it what you want to hear, basically just like the Amazon Echo or the Google Home, and it basically just pairs up with other HomePods. So if you get 2 HomePods, you can do the same thing you can do with Sonos speakers. They basically just connect together. They know when one appears in the room. So that's pretty cool. You can see right there, combine 2 in 1 room, AirPlay 2. And you can see the sense to the speaker, talking to the speaker. Here's you across the room and over the music. Pretty cool. Ultimate Music Authority. So there's what the black one looks like. I think the black one looks a lot better than the white one, but hey Siri, play the, so you can see you can ask Siri to play things like that. And then the price for this is $349. I wonder if it's going to show it on here. Doesn't look like it even is going to show the price, but they did announce it and they did say it's $349. So it's available in December, as you can see right here. So that's pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to that as well. So what do you guys think about everything? What do you guys think about everything? iOS 11, what a disappointment. Yeah. iOS 11 was, I mean, if you fell for the rumors, not really fell, but if you looked at all the rumors that it could be a disappointment because of the no, overhaul or anything like that. But at the same time, I mean, there are a lot of improvements, a lot of small things that are going to make a big difference in like day-to-day use that I'm looking forward to with iOS 11. So looks nice, but they're both round. What do you mean by that? I think they look great round. They kind of look like, they look like Mac Pros. They just look like Mac Pros with mesh wrapped around them. The new iPad has a camera bump. Interesting. Hey, no problem, Alfonso. You wanted more? What'd you want, Andres? What do you mean by that? iOS 11 garbage. I wouldn't call it garbage. Maybe underwhelming and disappointing, but I don't think it's garbage. Control Center, that's the thing I'm wondering about is Control Center. My first thought when I saw Control Center was that I didn't like it. I thought it was too clunky, too unlike Apple. But it's hard to say. I'm not going to judge it until I can actually use it on my phone. So I still haven't been able to get iOS 11 on my device for some reason. So software update, still nothing. I have not been able to get it on my device, unfortunately. Not sure why. There's nothing. The Dev Center is still down. It says we'll be back soon. Still getting this message here on the Dev Center. So, oh well. More functionality and like a new design. I think there's a lot of added functionality actually, Andres. I think a lot of it maybe just went unnoticed and people were just looking at the bigger things. But there's a lot of new functionality added with iOS 11. But a new design, I feel you there. I can see how I wanted a new design as well, not just in the App Store or something like that, in individual apps. I'm installing now on 6S. Hopefully it's not. Yeah, I have dev profile, but it says 10.3.3. Yeah, same here, Nathaniel. I'm in the same boat. I'm still showing 10.3.3 is the latest. That's what I have right now. 10.3.3 is the latest. I've rebooted a total of like 7 times. I've rebooted nonstop, and that doesn't change anything. So. They added one-handed keyboard to iOS 11. That is true. They did add one-handed keyboard. iPad Pro has A10X Fusion chip. You have to be a developer to get the update. Dark theme, please. Why does everyone want iOS 11? I just joined stream. Just because it's the new thing, and a lot of people don't have the developer account, so they want to get it from somewhere else. I would be very careful of downloading these profiles. A lot of people don't realize that once you accept a profile and allow the profile, they can access a lot of things on your phone. So I would be very careful, guys, of installing a profile from somewhere you don't trust. Do not just go installing profiles just because you get iOS 11. I would be careful. It's happened before in the iOS 8 days. So can we see iOS 11? I haven't seen it yet. I just talked about iOS 11 a lot. But I wonder if you can see, let me see if I can pull up iOS 11 features, maybe an article somewhere talking about some of the features. Let's go to The Verge, since I've been using The Verge for a lot of this stream. So we have Apple Pay takes on Venmo, so we have the peer-to-peer payment for Apple Pay, and it's built into Siri. So that's one thing. Siri, improved Siri like we all talked about. We have the camera app gets new tricks, so a lot of new tricks in the camera app. It takes portrait mode images with optical image stabilization, flash, blah blah blah, loop and bounce effects. Basically like the what's it called in Instagram, boomerang. It's basically like the boomerang effect, but now built into the camera app. We have the control center. So if you guys missed it, that's what the new control center looks like. That is what the new control center looks like in iOS 11. So I don't know how I feel about it. I think that's when it's just 3D touched, so it looks a lot different than what it's going to look like when you actually get it on your device. But it looks a little clunky. It looks a little clunky to be Apple. It just looks like something you'd see on like Android or something. I don't know. It just feels a lot clunkier and less simple and simplistic and minimalistic than you'd see from Apple. So then we have a new dock and drag and drop feature for iPad. So here's what I was talking about. You can see there's like 20 icons in the dock there for an iPad. The iPad, you're going to be able to put a ton of items in the dock just like a Mac, and you're going to be able to drag and drop things just like you would on a Mac as well. And you have a new app called Files, which is just like Finder. Feels like iOS 10 just came out. So still no iOS 11. I think it looks pretty dope. Yeah, I don't know. Drag and drop for iPad is very good. I think iOS 11 is. Yeah, the drag and drop feature for the iPad is great. I mean, it just feels so much more like a laptop, like an actual computer when you can do stuff like that. I feel like it's gonna be a great, competitor and even more of a sell than the Surface laptop. So we have, they're showing the drag and drop there. New app switcher. So that's what the new app switcher looks like. A lot different there on the iPad. Indoor maps for shopping malls and airports. So that was something we talked about in the rumors, the indoor mapping. So you can basically see like what's in the airport and inside of malls and things like that. Even by the floor, like different floors and everything. So that's pretty cool. Oh, I might be getting iOS 11. Nope. It loaded for a little bit longer, so I thought I was going to be getting iOS 11 there, but nothing. So BGR said it will be available this afternoon. iOS 11 is available now. iOS 11 is available right now for a lot of people. It's always available right after the keynote ends. So fortunately, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting the update, but I have seen other people getting it on Twitter and everything. So what do you think about Notification Center and Lock Screen unified? I think it should be unified. I don't think they really mentioned anything about that, but I was expecting a new iOS 11 like they did with iOS 7. Yeah, a lot of people thought that, Jason. I think that's why a lot of people are kind of disappointed. But they'll grow to like iOS 11. The people that are hating on it now are going to grow to love iOS 11. I like the app switcher, but I really need the thing that it can change from left and right. What do you mean by that, CMD? So we have the speed limits, lane guidance, and do not disturb while driving. So that's for Car Kit. So you can have speed limits. You can see the speed limits, the lane guidance, and do not disturb while you're driving. So that's pretty cool. Apple Music, blah, blah, blah. Redesigned App Store. So yeah, the App Store got a big overhaul, redesign. And then just a lot of other small things. So, excuse me, a lot of small things that we haven't seen yet either. So this is just what was announced. This is just like a fraction of the actual features that are going to be in iOS 11. There's going to be a lot more features in iOS 11. So that's why I was telling you guys to stay tuned for my videos, because I'm going to be showing you guys features that Apple did not show. None of the features I showed in this live stream, I'm going to be showing in one of my videos where I'm going to say features that Apple didn't show in iOS 11. So make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed, and stay tuned for that video because it should be pretty interesting. No dark mode until iPhone 8. Yeah, that was what the original rumor was, but it was kind of like, why would they wait until then? It should be in iOS 11 as well. So we'll see. We'll see. Like where you can scroll the app switcher if you're left right-handed. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I gotcha. Can you use the iOS 10 beta profile for iOS 11? You should be able to. I would think so. I'm not sure though. If it's like a developer profile, then yeah. But if not, then you'll probably have to get a new one for iOS 11. The signal bars are different for cellular. Are they? I didn't even notice that. Where'd you see that? Is it in here? Oh yeah, I did see that. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. So that's a good little catch there. Look at the signal bars there. The signal bars are definitely different there for LTE. That's a good catch. I didn't even catch that. Who was it that said that? Good catch there, Alex. That is a good catch. There's an inverted color shift or whatever it's called, night shift, but it's not. I don't think it's a full night mode. Like it's gonna be like a system-wide night mode or dark mode. I have iOS 11 developer profile. I'm a developer. I'm a paid developer. I don't need a profile. Do you like the name of HomePod? I don't know. I was kind of surprised by the name, but I don't not like it. I'm gonna have to kind of grow on it. So yeah, the signal bars look better in my opinion. The signal bars look better in my opinion than they used to look. That's like old school look, with like a new twist on it. They look a lot, cleaner, but it's like still that old school bar look that we got in iOS a long time ago. Use a free developer account? No, you can't. You have to have a paid. It has to be. It's not a public beta. It's closed to just developers. So you have to have a paid developer account to get this beta. So I'm gonna reboot for like the 10th time in hopes that I can get iOS 11 on my device before the stream ends, but I can't guarantee that. Yeah, they are like iOS 6, but they look a lot crispier, a lot more modern at the same time. Pretty cool. No group FaceTime. Nope, no group FaceTime. But we were just looking at these bars. You can see right there the bars at the top where it says LTE, the new signal bars for iOS 11 look different. iOS 11 is live for developers. I'm rebooting for the 10,000th time, hoping to get iOS 11. Let's see. Settings, general, software update, nothing. Nothing. I would delete my beta profile, but the developer portal is down. Oh no, it's back up. The developer portal is back up. So if you are a developer and you were looking at the developer portal, it's back up now. So we do have iOS 11 right there. You can see iOS 11 beta in the developer portal. So I'm going to go ahead and click download. Allow. Install. All right, so we are going to get iOS 11 installed before the stream. Awesome. All right, cool. All right, so we're rebooting now, and then we're going to come back and we're going to have iOS 11 starting to download. That's awesome. Restart, keep on pressing volume down. Yeah, that's what I was doing. But the developer portal's back up now, so that changes everything. When will the iPhone 5 get iOS 11? Never. All right, so we're booting back up now. Let's see if we have iOS 11 starting to download. Software updates. There we go. iOS 11 developer beta, 1.9 gigabytes. All right, so we'll go ahead and put this on Twitter real quick. Then I'm going to show you guys. Let me go ahead and tweet this out. All right, so it's 1.9 gigabytes coming from 10.3.3. We're going to go ahead and download and install right now and wait for this to download. So let's see how long it shows. It's 1.9 gigabytes, so it shouldn't take very long for me. Developer portal is for where developers download things. So it says about 2 minutes to download this. So we should be up and running soon. It probably will take a while to install, like past the download part. It's probably going to take a while to install like it always does, but we'll see. iOS 11 features like dark mode and FaceTime group will be released on later betas. Can I jailbreak my pet chicken? What website to get iOS 11? Apple.com and buy a $99 developer account. That's how you get iOS 11. What's the animation for opening apps? I'm not sure. I'm still downloading it right now. I haven't even installed iOS 11 yet, so still waiting on that. iPhone 6 and above. It should work on the 5S as well. I don't have my 5S with me, but they didn't say anything about it not working on the 5S. I just told you how to get iOS 11. You have to buy a developer account and download it over the air. It's funny how Apple gets so much stuff from jailbreak tweaks. They really do. They really do. What do you think about iOS 11 Control Center? So I talked about it a lot. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. I mean, I don't like it. My first reaction was that I didn't like it, but I think it's going to grow on me. Alex with the super chat. I appreciate that. Should I update to iOS 11 or stay 10.3.1 to jailbreak? I would stay to jailbreak. I would stay. You could get another device for testing iOS 11. You can get like a cheap device off eBay for testing iOS 11 if you want. Or just wait until it comes out later this year. $99 isn't just for software. A developer account means that you can put applications in the App Store. So if you have an application, you probably make that money back in like less than a month. So that's a great price. It's not just for getting software. It's a lot more than that. How do you get developer portal if you have developer? It's on Apple's website. If you just go to download, I think it's developer.apple.com/download or something like that. iOS 11 has screen recording. It does. It does. So that's something I'm pretty excited about. I'm definitely going to be making a video talking about that as well to see how it compares to some of the other third-party ones. I'm sure there's going to be speed improvements. I'm sure there are going to be, but we'll see. Move this over a little bit. All right, there we go. iOS 10 just popped up for me. You mean iOS 11? Yeah. Has 10.3.1 stopped being signed? It hasn't. Okay, here we go. So we're installing now. We're going through the installation process. This is probably where it's going to take a while. So it took no time to download. It was only 2 gigabytes. So it says unable to verify. What? Unable to verify? Because you are no longer connected to the internet. Let me retry that. That was weird. I guess their servers are probably overloaded right now. Their servers are probably going crazy right now. Verifying update. Let's see if we go through this time. Still waiting. Again, this is probably going to be the lengthy part. All right, there we go. Yeah, it was just the server, so if it does that for you, just click retry. It's just a server issue on their end. So now it's going to take a while to install this. I may stay live for the whole thing. I may not, depending on how long it actually takes. But redesign invert colors. Yeah, that's not a true dark mode in my opinion, so I don't know about that. So now we are installing iOS 11. They mention anything about 5.5C support? No, 32-bit, they didn't mention anything about it, but I'm pretty sure that 32-bit isn't supported. I'm not sure though. Can you change to the other setup so we can see your screen? What do you mean see my screen? Like my iPhone screen? I really want Xcode for Windows. I'm going to be making a video on iOS 11 today. I'm going to be making a video on iOS 11 today. I'm going to be making multiple videos on it as well. So I'll make a video today and then probably another one in a couple days, like a full review and things like that. But this is just beta 1 still, so it's not like the full final release. There's still going to be features to come in iOS 11. So just the first beta, I'll be making videos on though for sure. They should add the fingerprint scanner to the Apple logo on the. Oh yeah, definitely. If they're going to put it on the back, it should be on the Apple logo. I think that would be pretty cool, but it will be pretty high up too. I just hope they put it on the front. I don't want a rear-facing fingerprint scanner. I'm just not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of the look or just the practicality of that. Yeah, it's iOS 11 Beta 1. Will the update appear for me later on when the servers have less traffic? I have the beta profile. Showing up shouldn't have anything to do with the traffic. You should go to the developer portal, Austin, and go and download the new profile for iOS 11. That's what I did and it worked. So you think there will be a group FaceTime even though they didn't talk about it? I don't think so. I feel like they would have talked about something like that. I feel like that would have been something big and they could have compared it to other services. So I don't think it's going to happen because they didn't say anything about it. So do you know if they've announced a price drop on iPad Pro? No, they didn't. I'm going to keep it right here so you guys can still see the control center. New app switcher for iPhones? No, the app switcher is for iPads. I believe it's just the new iPad. The iPad's really got the biggest update here for iOS 11. Big updates for the iPad with iOS 11, more than the iPhone for sure. Gotcha, Jason. How do I download iOS 11 right now? If you just Google... You can just Google how to get a developer profile, or you could just pay the $99 a year to get it. Yeah, I know. That's kind of disappointing that there's no dark mode, but I mean, it was just a rumor after all. Apple never said they're going to release it or anything like that, but oh well. It's per year. It's per year, Alex. $99 a year, which isn't a lot. I mean, when you consider how much a month that is. All you have to do is not eat out one time a month, and that pays for your developer account. So if you look at it that way, it just depends on what you use it for too. Please stop posting links to these developer accounts. There's not, I mean, You like the CC? Yeah, I have mixed opinions. Like I said, it definitely looks like a dark mode going on there, but really nowhere else. So look at Tedesco. Yeah, right. Yeah, I paid $99 a year. I've had my developer account for like 3 years now. I'm not talking about jailbreaking. This is about WWDC. It's not about jailbreaking, so I'm not going to talk about jailbreaking in this. No, don't go to those fake sites, Santiago. Pengu 8 is a fake site. Like I said, if you're going to install a beta profile, be very careful, because once you give somebody access to your device, they can do malicious things on your device. It happened back in the iOS 8 days, and I tried warning people then, and I'll continue to warn people against this. Anytime you're getting something paid for free, you can never expect it to be fully safe. So just be careful. That's all I'll say. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've used betas as my daily driver before, and it wasn't really an issue, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait for iOS 12. We're a ways away from iOS 12. It looks tweaky. It does. I mean, if you looked at that picture right there on the screen right now, you would think that's a jailbroken device. You would think that's a jailbroken device. People would probably ask, what tweaks are those? Because it just doesn't look like something stock iOS has had before. Yeah, I'm still waiting for it to download. I'm waiting for it to install. It's installing right now, so that's the progress. That's the progress we're on. Trying to make sure everything is okay. I want to check out this dark mode before I get off the stream. I want to check out the dark mode and just to confirm everything. I just want to confirm that it's not like a real dark mode for you guys live on stream. So can you say when we can download iOS 11? You can download it now. You have to be a developer though. Should I wait or jailbreak or update iOS 11? Can I install? No, my 7 Plus is on 10.1.1, so I'm not updating this to iOS 11. I'm using my 7 to update to iOS 11, not my 7 Plus. I'm installing the iOS 11 beta. Where can I get iOS 11? When we hear about the new iPhone, we'll hear about the new iPhone later this year. Yeah, iOS 11 should definitely be faster. iOS 11 should definitely be faster. Anytime there's a major update, like a major update for iOS, it's always going to be quicker. So, anything you found on there, Miles, that hasn't been that wasn't announced? Had my iPad on 9.3.2 jailbroken. You have to be a developer to get the beta, and it just shows up when you go to software update. Yeah, you can sign up for a developer account right there where Alex put it. I'm wondering if when Do Not Disturb turned on as a night mode? Nah. I don't think anything's really a true night mode. Yeah, so if you click that link Alex went to, that's how you can sign up for a developer account. It's $99 a year. Like I said, that's literally like $8 a month. That just means you don't have to eat out one time a month. You don't have to go to Chick-fil-A once a month. So it's not like a ripoff, especially if you put applications in the App Store, if you develop apps and stuff like that. But if you don't want to do that, there's sites where you can get a developer account for free, but I would just be cautious of where you get it from. I would just be cautious. Don't just trust any random person that posts a link to their developer profile. Should I get iPhone 7 or wait for iPhone 8? I wouldn't get the iPhone 7 yet. So here's a progress update. We're still not even halfway yet. It usually starts speeding up around halfway with all other betas. So it's crawling right now though. We'll see. It gave you 5 gigabytes back. Nice. I actually should have checked. Man, I should have checked my storage. I wonder if it would have gave me anything back. Probably not much because I don't really have much on this device, but how do you know if you're a developer? You know if you're a developer because you pay for it. you know if you're a developer if you pay for it. You can get a beta profile. Yeah, I mean, if it's on Reddit, it's probably pretty safe if the mods approve of it, but iOS 11 it's built-in screen recording. That's what I saw. I don't know how it works. They didn't really demo screen recording on iOS 11, but they did say that iOS 11 has screen recording now, so you won't need an application, and you won't have to worry about applications getting revoked and things like that. So hyped to see this update. I know, me too. Still crawling, still not halfway yet, so it is a super lengthy install process. Didn't take any time to download, but the install process is what takes a while. I still have to go get my tripod. It's still out in my car, so I didn't even get anything set up. There you go, Nathaniel. There's a link to get iOS 11, developer.apple.com. Definitely faster than iOS 10. Nice. That completely depends on you, Coco. Public beta will probably be like, I don't know, maybe next month. Maybe later this month. I'm not sure. Is the AR app on iPhone? I don't think it's an app. It's just AR capability for other third-party apps. Still crawling. Yeah, the download is the easy part. The download's the quick part. The install is the long part. Please say when we can download it. Apple release new features. Oh yeah, there's gonna be new features in probably like the first at least 3 betas of iOS 11. Definitely in beta 2. 100% in beta 2. There's gonna be some new features. What devices support iOS 11? I believe it's the all 64-bit. I believe it's just all 64-bit. Shutterbug still, yep. Not surprised, Miles, not surprised. That's funny, Jason. I'm waiting for it to install. The download only took like 2 minutes. It took 2 minutes to download, but the install, that's what's taking a long time. Does the screen recording cover the entire device? I don't know. I haven't used the screen recording yet in iOS 11, but we'll see. Oh, there we go. We just resprung. I'm going to connect my device. I'm going to connect my device to the computer so you guys can see it a better view. I'm about to hook it up right now and share my screen so you guys can see it. You guys are going to be able to see what I'm seeing. So here we go. Let me pull this up here. Let's see. We're going to do a... Okay. Where's QuickTime Player? Alright, I'm going to get this up on the screen so you guys can see these new features I'm about to show you in iOS 11 as I see them. Some of the new features. I'm going to save some of the good ones for the videos, but I'll show you guys some of them. Alright, so new movie recording. Oh, hold on, it's doing like its little last second update. It just went black and came back, so it should speed up real quick here and end. Come on. It's not even showing. iOS 11 only goes as low as iPhone 5S, yeah. Which website? Yeah, IPSW.me, or you could just, I mean, the only firmwares that are being signed right now are 10.3.1 and 10.3.2. So, and 10.3.3, of course. IPSW.me is probably the best place to check. But here we go. We're almost done. Control center can be customized. All right, so here we go. Come on. I want to share my screen with you guys. We're going to do it through QuickTime Player here. Does it have dark mode? No. Any news about iPods? I don't think so. iPods are pretty much dead at this point. Pretty much everybody only cares about the iPhone and the iPad nowadays. Come on. The final push. The final push. Come on. I think the control center is the best thing iOS 11 has yet. Yeah. I mean, as weird as it is, I really like the redesigned App Store too. I know a lot of people aren't going to care about that, but I really like the redesigned App Store. Hey, no problem, Joseph. I appreciate that. When does it come out for beta users? Anyone know the time? If you're on public beta, it's probably not going to be at all today. It's probably going to be like later this month, if not in a month from now. Get super unresponsive in between times? What do you mean by that, Jarek? The beta just overall? The 5C cannot get iOS 11 now. All right, so here we go. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna do QuickTime Player. Let's see. I've got to trust this device. I forgot about that. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to bring this up for you guys. This is a new computer, so I forgot I had to trust it. All right, here we go. Agree. And now we should have it here. I got iOS 11 because I'm a paid developer. I have a developer account. The dev beta is already out right now. You can get it right now if you're a developer. All right, so we're finally respringing right now. Should be here literally in like 2 seconds. 1, 2. Almost. Come on. It's taking a long time to boot up. It took a long time to install that. I'm using the iMac, the 2015 iMac. Forgot about the App Store. The new App Store looks great in my opinion. It looks great in my opinion. Where's the iPhone 8/7S? That's going to be later this year. The iPhone 8 or 7S were not expected to be announced today. The signal bar is amazing. It will be a lot better with dots. It used to be dots. It was dots in iOS 10. So it still says you're up to date on 10.3.3. Try rebooting, and if you should go to the developer portal and download the new profile. That's what worked for me. I'm 100% getting the new iMac Pro. Yes, 100% getting the new iMac Pro. 100%. 100%. Why is this taking so long right now? I feel like this... Okay, there we go. It just did something. Still on the screen. Oh, there we go. I just heard it vibrate. Just heard it vibrate. Beta 1 is out, yes. Beta 1 is out for registered developers. I'll probably be updating to High Sierra today. I'm not talking about jailbreaking in this stream because this stream has nothing to do with jailbreaking. I don't get why this is taking so long right now. Maybe I should stop doing this. Click that. Okay. Public beta. I don't know when public beta will be out. It won't be today though. Yeah, I am going to be getting the HomePod as well. Bricked. iOS 11 bricked my device. iOS 11 bricked my device. Permanent reboot. Permanent boot loop. Come on. I don't know why it's taking this long. It should not be taking this long. Maybe it's because it's plugged in. I should have never plugged it in. Alright, I'm unplugging it. No more being plugged in. Come on. iOS 11. I literally got it's been on the screen for like 5 minutes. Phone's on a boot loop. I know, right? Spark plug. Come on. Come on. Remember when the public beta for iOS 10 was? I don't remember when that was. I can't remember off the top of my head. I would not buy the iPhone 7 now. I would wait for the iPhone 8. There was this guy spamming random letters. Like, what does that achieve? Throw it on the floor? Dark mode is a thing. Literally, come on. Come on. Really? Did you guys really just experience a brick live on stream? Could you guys really have just experienced the bricking live on stream? I can't believe my eyes. I can't believe my eyes right now. I was 11 bricked. I'm about to put this on Twitter. I'm about to get an article on The Verge. I'm about to get an article on Mac Rumors. They're going to start posting an article now saying some users reporting that iOS 11 bricks their device. Watch. If I tweet that to them, they're going to start saying, oh, hold on, we got a black screen. Up and another reboot. Are you serious? Another random reboot. Now, if it vibrates and nothing happens again, then I'm literally going to post this on Twitter. I'm going to have Mac Rumors posting articles. I'm going to have iDownload blog posting articles saying people reported that iOS 11 bricks their device. I'll be the first one to have it happen to them. Okay, if it vibrates and nothing happens, I'm about to post this on Twitter. I haven't felt the vibration yet. Story time, iOS 11 bricked my iPhone. I don't know. I mean, the only thing I did was plug it in and launch iTunes. I don't know how that would really do anything. I'll force reboot. I know. I'll force reboot if it happens again. But for now, this could be just part of the process still. I don't know why or how, but we'll see. I'm waiting for it to vibrate again. I don't want to try it on another device because I only have one other device with me right now. Yeah, I'll force reboot when it comes time, but I'm not going to right now. I want to wait for one more random respring. This happened to you too, Miles? Did you just have to force reboot or what? You had to force reboot or what? Andrew's hacking you because of the roast, Tim Cook said. You're in a boot loop too? Hey, what's up, guys? Scares here, and today iOS 11 murdered 500 iPhones. Yours in a boot loop too? Are you serious? All right. Oh wait, it just vibrated. It just vibrated. Right once I unplugged it, it vibrated. I literally just unplugged it and it vibrated. All right, so I'm gonna wait for a second, and if nothing happens, you got in a boot loop too? All right, so everybody's getting in a boot loop, it seems. Force reboot works, okay. We're doing a force reboot then. We're doing a force reboot. All right, here we go. All right, now let's see if it works. Now it should work. Android fanboys would have a field day with this. Boot loop, the next huge innovation. I think you have to take it apart. Not quite. This should work. I'd imagine this would work. Force reboots solve pretty much everything. When you show the camera turn black. You didn't get a boot loop? You're lucky. We did just experience a boot loop on stream. And it's taking a long time to respring too. Oh, there we go. Oh, the dots are different. I can already tell immediately some things that are different. Look at the background on the dots, and then look at the actual dots above. You see that? That's different on both. Wow, so I can already tell it looks different. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna plug it in and show you guys my screen. Definitely looks different. Okay, let's see. The battery icon looks different. The bars look different. Oh yeah, almost everything looks different. It's almost like the font is different too. I already see I already see 3 things change just from the lock screen. Already. See, iPhone is better than Android. iPhone's better than Android. Can you get it without a developer account? No, you have to have a developer profile installed. It's the only way to get it right now. Alright, I'm not sure why it's not trusting this computer. iOS 11 won't show up in settings. Alright, so I already noticed 3 differences from just the lock screen of iOS 11. So, Let me just check one thing real quick. All right, so we just experienced the boot loop live on stream. That's pretty funny. But now I'm restarting it from here because it wouldn't trust my computer, so I'm doing another reboot so I can get it to come up with trust again on iTunes. I'm showing it in a second. I can't show it when it's on this right here. Still have 10.3.3 beta 2 up to date. Come on. Nah, it shouldn't matter if you're in the UK. It shouldn't matter. It should show up everywhere. It's just going to take some time if it's not showing up in your settings. Try the reboots. Try installing a new profile. Try all that, I mean. Siri voice is the same on yours? Did you go? You may have to go in and change it, Miles, in the settings. No, the rollout should be the same for everybody. So excited. Also new iOS icons. Really? Android fanboys hid their caves after that roast. Already very buggy, it is. I'm surprised. To be honest. Dark mode is true, just look at Jailbreak Buster Twitter. It's not a true dark mode. It's not a true dark mode. Like a true dark mode to me is literally like a flip switch that you click and it's dark mode everywhere. Like in messages, the keyboard turns dark, all that. Like inverted colors is not a real dark mode in my opinion. Report it in the feedback app. Report what in the feedback app? I've used the feedback app before, but so it'll take a while for you to get everything. So does it take a while for everyone to get it? Yeah, it could take a while. It took me a while. It didn't come up for me for a while. Stop posting links, please. Doc doesn't have icon labels? Oh, really? That's interesting. I'm unable to get the beta update. Any reason why? I've talked about that a lot. It could be multiple different reasons. 18 hours remaining. Wait, so there is or is not a dark mode? It could be like a semi-dark mode, but not like a legit dark mode like everybody expected. So I'm curious to see if there's anything new with AirPods, like any kind of new settings for the AirPods. I haven't seen anybody talk about that, so yeah, I'll make my screen, yeah, I'll make everything bigger in a second here. Phone giveaway. The public beta released. Oh, did it? I thought the public beta would be like tomorrow or like next week or even later this month. I don't know. Come on, it's going so slow when I'm trying to put my password in. Hold on. Come on now. I wonder if it's because I had like Kodi and things like that installed. I wonder if this is happening because I had Kodi and like some of these other applications installed. It shouldn't do that, but I'm trying to think of any other reason why it would do that. I know. Yeah, please don't talk about jailbreaking. This is literally like nothing to do with jailbreaking in the stream, so. Man, this is crawling. I'm trying to put my password in. It's going so slow. I put in 2 characters and look, it's like stuck on the second character. We're waiting on this to come up so I can show you guys some of the new features in iOS 11. The toggles on the top left of the control center have 3D touch capabilities. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. I'm gonna show you iOS 11 once this is here. No, it's not a jailbroken phone. I had Kodi on here just side loaded. I had it side loaded, so. It's crawling though. The live stream, I streamed through the whole event, WWDC, the whole event, Ratis. Now it's 1 day remaining. I did hard reboot again, Jarek. That's the thing. Just rename the title of the stream, no jailbreak talk. It should be obvious. I mean, I didn't put anything about jailbreaking anywhere in the stream, so it should be obvious. that it has nothing to do with jailbreaking, but people are always going to ask. But yeah, still Apple talking about what's new. Yeah, I know. Yeah, this is laggy on an iPhone 7. Imagine an iPhone 5S. So, yeah. I would maybe hold off and wait for like the second beta if it's going to be this laggy. That'd be faster if you start over with a new device. You have Kodi too, Erica? Yeah, I don't know if that's what's causing it, but when the boys crack open a cold one without you. You can't do anything when it's at the lock screen. Like, I can't trust the computer. I can't do anything. This is like terrible. Terrible. Does iOS 11 have multi-FaceTime? It does not. Install High Sierra on your iMac? I'm going to. Well, maybe not now. That this is going like this, I may not now. Alright, so I'm going to force reboot again, and this time I'm not going to touch it. I'm just not even going to touch it. Bad on your iPhone 6. Alright, I'm going to post this on Twitter. I'm going to post this experience on Twitter. The iOS 11, hold on, let me reboot the phone. iOS 11 beta install process is by far the worst I've ever experienced. So, all right, I'm posting this on Twitter, and I'm adding Apple. I'm going to add Apple support. I'm going to reply to Apple support and say that. They probably won't care. I'm just going to post it publicly like this. iPhone 7. Alright, I just posted on Twitter. Alright, I just posted on Twitter because I can't just let this go and not let everybody know how terrible it is. So, it's not laggy at all. Well, I'm not the only one experiencing multiple random reboots and not even be able to get past the lock screen. So, multiple people in the stream have also said it's the same. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing multiple videos on iOS 11. I'm going to have multiple videos covering iOS 11, so you can definitely expect those. I'm on 5S and it's fine. Yeah, I guess it just depends. I was on 10.3.3, so it may depend on where you're coming from as well. Imagine the lag on 32-bit device. If you're not experiencing lag, what did you come from? I came from 10.3.3, so it could be because of that. Yeah, the new Siri voice is not there. Did you check in settings maybe? Maybe in settings you have to change it manually. Mine is on white. Apple screen, same. Same. Yeah, I would check the settings for the new yeah, I'm looking on Twitter. A lot of people are reporting on Twitter that it's laggy. Somebody said install it on a 6 and a 6S Plus and it's laggy. So yeah, I'm definitely not the only one. Yeah, multiple people are reporting the same thing. So yeah, it's definitely not just me. I just got another random reboot. It just randomly rebooted itself. Just another random reboot, so that's weird. That's weird, Spark. You just got lucky, I guess. I guess you just got lucky. I've installed every beta profile like since like forever ago, for 3+ years, the instant it comes out, and I've never had one do this, ever. Yeah, if you're stuck in a boot loop, just force reboot, and that should help, and then just reboot up after that. And then if that still doesn't work, just keep force rebooting, I guess. iPad Air is working fine from 10.3.1. Mira, a lot has happened. If you look at right here, that's pretty much the biggest change in iOS 11 is the control center right there. But I'm going to have another video coming out later today talking about what's new in iOS 11 and features that Apple didn't cover and things like that. So aside from iOS though, new iMacs, new iPads, new MacBooks, the new Siri Speaker, it's called the HomePod. That's pretty much just a quick rundown of everything. Yeah, that's odd, Alex. You're lucky as well because a lot of people are reporting this is a big issue. Yeah, so yeah, a lot of people are replying to me saying that it's very buggy. Yeah, so if you're in a boot loop trying to install this, just force reboot and then just try to boot up again. Like that's what worked for me, but it's still buggy even after that. So is a dev account free? No, dev account's $99 a year, about $8 a month. So we're gonna try another reboot here and see if this changes anything. See if this changes anything. Oh, we got a little brighter screen. We may go to the lock screen now. We may actually get to the lock screen. Hey, JT the Unknown, he's just trolling. He always does that. Come on. Come on. Tried force restart, still on boot loop. Yeah, it happened to me too, Ritesh. That same thing happened to me. All right, Bluey. Take care. Yeah, no, Spark. Yes, Luke, you have to have a developer profile. Nice. So you had two, so you got like 5 gigs back. Nice. You're getting bored of this? Imagine me. I'm getting really bored of this happening to me. Like, I'm getting frustrated with this happening. I 100% don't recommend the update right now. No, I do not. If you're thinking about getting iOS 11 Beta 1 right now, don't do it. You're going to get stuck in a boot loop and you're going to be frustrated. So do not install it right now. At least wait At least wait until like the end of tonight or something. Wait like 6-7 hours when nobody else is trying to do it. Or even just wait till Beta 2. And if it's on your main device, if you're trying to install this on your main daily driver, I would not do it at all until at least Beta 2 or 3. Otherwise, you're going to have issues. If you get stuck in a boot loop, all of a sudden you can't take phone calls, things like that. So I would not recommend this at all for your daily driver right now. At all. I'm happy with iOS 11. Obviously, I wanted more, but I mean, I'm always happy with the new firmware update. So I just know that rumors are rumors, and I never put a ton of, I don't like base everything off of that has to happen or I'm going to hate iOS 11. So I'm happy with it. I just obviously wish there was more as well. iPhone 7 is bricked and won't turn on. I can't do anything. I'm excited for the new 10.5-inch iPad. I'm excited, yeah. I haven't bought an iPad in years, so I'm probably going to be getting that. Glad you said not to. It's just about to hit install. Yeah, I would not recommend it at all. I mean, you've seen right here live how annoying this is. I've had at least 10 random reboots, force restart, and I still can't even get to the lock screen now. Look at that. You just witnessed another live random reboot. It goes to a black screen and then instantly goes back to the Apple logo. And it's done that like at least 20 times now. I had to manually reboot myself like 10 times, and it's done that like 20 times. What do you think about a jet black iPad? Yeah, I like jet black anything. Jet black anything is nice. Like a legit button to shut your phone down? Yeah, you just force reboot. The power and the volume down button on an iPhone 7 force reboots. My Twitter's in the description below. My Twitter is all my socials in the description. It gave me 3D Touch on my iPhone 6. Oh, really? Nice. Nah, it's not bricked, but it's looking pretty looking not looking very good. I'll say that. That's why I would not recommend installing this at all right now. I'm gonna see if anybody said anything on Twitter. Let's see. I'm gonna search for boot loop and see what people are saying. Boot loop. Yeah, a lot of people are reporting a boot loop on Twitter. Boot loop. Interesting. 3D Touch on iPad Air. Try it on another phone. Yeah, I'll probably try it on another phone. I'm gonna have to now. I'll have to go get my iPhone 5S. Boot looping iPhone with the boys. I wish I could do it on this iPhone, but it's on 10.1.1, and I don't want to update. iOS 11 fully compatible with iPad Air 2? Yeah. Any 64-bit device it's compatible with. Oh, we just got a black screen. Oh, another random reboot. Yay. Innovation. Innovation. This is innovative right here. Yeah, I mean, this isn't gonna brick your device. Like, it's not a real brick because you can always go into DFU mode and then force it to 10.3.3 or 10.3.2 or 10.3.1 even. It's not like a real brick. You can't brick your device through software. You can only brick it if it's like a hardware malfunction. Do I lose all my photos and apps? If you backed everything up, you shouldn't lose anything. Just got my first boot loop randomly while in a settings app. Wow. Check out Tim Star's Twitter. What'd Tim Star say? Somebody said they can't delete apps in iOS 11. That's interesting. Tim Star's Twitter. What about it? I don't see anything on his Twitter that's interesting. So somebody said they can't delete apps on the iPhone, on the iOS 11. So I think I'm gonna put this. I don't want to put it in DFU mode, but I feel like that's like almost like the last thing to do. I don't know. I'm gonna try to do another reboot as well. Give the iPhone 7 Plus IPSW. I could get the IPSW file as well. That may be a way to do it. I don't know. If this doesn't work, though, I'm probably going to have to end the stream because I don't want to be on here boring you guys to death for the next hour and a half. So. All right, we're booting up. Probably like one last time. If this doesn't work, I'm literally going to just end this stream and figure out the next step. Oh, we got a bright white screen quickly. Let's see what happens here. This happened last time too, but nothing came of it. Yeah, I know, right, Jason? About downgrading? Oh, I didn't look at that. I just looked at the latest tweets. I just updated my 3DS. What? Too laggy. Alright, so it's not looking like it's even going to go to the lock screen here either. I want to see what happens. I don't care how long it takes you. Well, I'm going to have to do I'm going to have to go into recovery mode or into DFU mode and probably then use re-iBoot to get out of recovery mode or DFU mode. And then I'll probably be in. But I don't have it downloaded on this computer, so I'd have to go download it and all that. I know, right? If I get my 5S and do it on that, though, it's going to take so long. Like, remember how long the install process took? The install process took a while on the 7, so it's going to take even longer on the 5S. I'm sorry, I'm not getting on 6S because 10.2, Stay on stream. Come on, man, really? This is pathetic. Nope, it's still not working, Snore. Fortunately, it's still not working. There's people already making videos on how to get iOS 11 beta free. I'm not going to make a video on that because I pay for mine, and I don't want to. That just doesn't make any sense. Oh, we're to the lock screen. Wow, okay, I didn't expect that. I'm just going to leave it be. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. I'm literally not touching it. Last time I started putting in my passcode, it just froze up and randomly rebooted. So I'm not touching anything. I am not touching anything. Until I see that the Wi-Fi connects up top, I'm not touching anything. So we're going to leave it at the lock screen, the dark mode lock screen, and see what happens. It's on 22% battery, so running low on battery as well. I'm going to plug it in. It doesn't even register. I just plugged it in. It doesn't even register that I plugged it in. That's really bad. That's really bad. Watching on jailbroken device. Come on now. iOS 11. I do have an Android metalhead. I have an S8. Alright, I'm going to wait for it to register that it's charging. And then that will probably be when I can actually use the device. Developer.apple.com. It is the first beta, but I mean, I did the first beta of iOS 10, iOS 9, iOS 8, and it was never like this. So, I've never seen it this bad before. I'm waiting for it to register that it's charging right now. Once it registers that the phone is charging, then that's when I'm going to try to unlock it. Everyone doesn't like iOS 7. Oh, I see what you're saying now, Jason, about restoring or downgrading, I mean. I see. All right, so, it's rebooting. I didn't even get it to register that it's charging, and it randomly rebooted. That is really bad. You can hardly even see it. It has the spinning wheel in the middle, but you can't even see it. It's like a dark mode respring. It's like a dark mode respring right now. It's funny. Really? Like, no, it has nothing to do with the servers. It has nothing to do with the servers. I already got past the download and the install. This is just literally setting up, like getting to the lock screen, like getting past the lock screen. I can't even get past that part. That doesn't have anything to do with the servers. It has nothing to do with the servers. Sergio, definitely stay on 10.1.1. Oh yeah, how is screen recording, Miles? Too many Jasons in here. All right, well, yeah, I have no clue what's going on. I think I'm going to have to go into like DFU mode and then boot it out of DFU mode to get it to work. Or I may just have to fully try to get the IPSW and then do it or something. So, all right, well, I'm going to end the stream now because this is frustrating and it's literally a pointless stream at this point. So, I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm gonna have multiple videos coming up later today and then tomorrow as well. So expect those new videos on iOS 11. I'm gonna do some on the iMac as well. I'll be unboxing the new iMac and things like that. So appreciate you guys for coming out. I'll see you guys later on today if I can figure out how to end the stream. Oh, here we go. All right, see you guys.